Yeah, this is like such a nice room. This is really cool.
Thank you.
How long have you guys been doing the podcast for?
Shit, I've been doing podcasts for like, it feels like 6 years now. I did
6 years?
Yeah, I did it for a while. Well, dude, if you look at the math on this, it's actually crazy. I started a podcast in 2017 when I opened my gym.
Okay. 2017, you opened a gym?
Yeah.
All right. I'm learning a lot. I like this.
Yeah. So it's funny because you know me from the Ron thing, but like, that's the funny thing about that. Cause I'll see the comments from like, oh, Ron made your career. I'm like, bro, I've been popping on the internet for like 100 years.
Hey, you're talking to the queen of that, okay? I've been hearing so many people made my career for the entirety of my career, and I'm like, what can you do?
Did anyone actually help you? Like when someone say major career, who really stands out that helped you?
But I would say it's like different stages. Like there's different people that helped me.
Yeah.
Cause like I was like got involved with Dragon Ball YouTubers, which brought me into like
the fighting Dragon Ball?
Yeah, like Dragon Ball Z fighters, like all that. I was doing stuff with them, and then I went to doing stuff with like a lot of streamers that are in Austin. So like I did stuff with like Mizkif or like NMP, which I'm not sure if you're familiar with.
Yeah, I know them.
And then I moved from like doing stuff with them to then I met Agent and did stuff with him, and he was obviously like a big help in my career. So like all these different people have all these different parts, but like I feel like that's networking.
Yeah.
That's kind of like normal.
When I first saw you was with the Agent.
Yeah, I feel like that's when it was more mainstream, because before I was like streamer centric. And now people know me as like more the day-to-day.
What do you describe as like being more mainstream? Just more random people knowing you?
I think so, yeah.
Outside
like I think
of
there's
your audience?
Yeah, like I think there's a difference between like a streamer where you have like your core audience and core Twitch knows you, and then being like a streamer where you're seen in like a clip and people are like, oh, I don't watch your streams, but I've seen you on like TikTok or whatever. Because it's a different type of outreach. Like I think a lot of people, if they don't watch the FaZe guys, you know who they are because you see them all the time on TikTok. It's like all your algo.
Yeah.
Are we going already?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They're quick with it.
Yeah. Well, it should be. It's running, right? Yeah. No, we're running.
Wow. No, they're so quick with it. You guys are great.
No, we just have a good setup.
Yeah. You guys are really great.
I set this up, by the way.
Really?
All of it. I'm a complete
Wait, you
nerd.
did all the tech stuff?
I'm a complete nerd. I put the TV up and everything.
So you're like tech guy, gym bro.
100%.
Do you like being called a gym bro?
I don't mind it. I mean, obviously I am.
Okay, all right.
But I'm a massive nerd.
Okay, do you like video games?
I love video games.
What video games do you play?
Currently Rivals, Marvel Rivals.
I love Marvel Rivals.
And I'm really good.
What rank are you?
Celestial.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not, huh? You're silver. You're bronze.
Okay,
you're plastic,
first of all, I'm
right?
not silver and bronze. I'm
plastic.
I'm plat.
Plastic, right?
You're calling it plastic?
I mean, platinum is pretty much plastic. Like you're playing with a bunch of robots.
I thought plat was a good thing.
No. Plat's like you get on the weekends and you like chill out with your friends and you play Squirrel Girl.
I've been bragging about.
I know you play Squirrel Girl. Just because obviously I've seen the cosplay, but also you look like someone who plays Squirrel Girl.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'll tell you exactly what it means. It means you just sit there and you just go.
That sounds like somebody who gets mad when they keep losing to Squirrel Girl. That's what it is.
I never
There's
lose
a Squirrel
Girl
Girl in the back of your games that's just beaming your shit, and you don't know how to deal with it, so you make up lies. That's all it is.
What do you think I main? It's not what you're gonna think.
Okay, I feel like a lot of people would say Thor.
Okay.
Because you would just go with the buff guys, but I don't think so. I think you're like an annoying ass Moon Knight. Is that true?
No, it's the word. It's the exact opposite of what you think I would play.
Please don't tell me you play Spider-Man or Wolverine because I'll walk out.
No, it might be worse.
Worse than Spider-Man or Wolverine?
Or if you looked at me and you'd be like, there's no way he plays this character.
Luna Snow?
Close.
Rocket?
I can play Rocket. I do play a lot of Rocket. But
Jeff?
No, I main Cloak and Dagger.
You main Cloak and Dagger?
Yeah.
Oh my God. The most annoying ult in the game. And how do you guys even get it so quick is the other thing too. It doesn't make any sense.
Because it's like you don't really have to quote unquote aim. And you're constantly like healing.
But I'm the annoying player, huh? I'm annoying player Squirrel Girl, but you don't have to aim.
But we got to do utility.
Are we hearing this?
We have to play, you have to avoid everyone. You have to do a bunch of shit. I'm actually really good at that game.
You poor burden Cloak and Daggers. I cannot believe you play Cloak and Dagger. That's crazy.
Yeah, Celestial too.
How many hours do you have on it?
I don't even, probably 80 or 90 right now.
I have like 120 on Squirrel Girl.
And you still suck? And you're still in
I
plat?
I don't suck. I just don't have time to play. Because I'm busy.
Well, that doesn't make sense. You said you have more hours than me and you have time to play?
Yeah, okay.
What the fuck is this?
Because I played at the beginning, but like now I've been so busy because I'm like traveling a lot and I can't play all the time.
That's
so
how
it's
you
like,
excuse your shitty rank. I love that.
Okay, I see what this is.
I love that for you. No, I didn't know we were going there right away. Like,
I see
I was gonna
what
bring it
this
up later.
is.
But no, I respect that.
Is that the only game you play is Marvel Rivals?
I could play any game. So I started playing Warzone again, obviously, because Verdansk came back. But I've played pretty much any game you could think of from the beginning of time.
Do you like shooters?
Yeah, that's what I mainly play.
I can't play shooters.
That's because you're a girl.
No, how does that make any sense?
Hand-eye coordination.
Okay, but it's not about the hand-eye coordination. It's just because I'm a idiot, not because I'm a girl. Don't connect the two. Do not connect the two.
You said it, not me.
They're a great girl. First of all, FaZe, what is her name? FaZe Kaylee. She would destroy you in a shooter.
I doubt it.
You doubt it?
I doubt it.
I'll DM her.
Gladly. Okay, name like what girls are actually really good at video games.
The main shooter girl the main one that I know is FaZe Kaylee. It's like a girl who plays shooters.
One other one. Because I can name 100 dudes.
Kaide would destroy you.
What does she play?
She's immortal in Valorant.
Oh, Valorant though, that's a girl game. Everyone knows that. That's a girl game.
Is it because you're bad at Valorant?
I hate that.
Is that why?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I played
Is it because you're bad at Valorant?
I played it 7 times and was like, I hate this game.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't play it either, but it's because it pisses me off.
Yeah, well, I came into it late and then I was like, the movement felt slow. I was like, I don't really want to play this game.
I just don't like when those bright color green smoke screens come up. It makes me mad. I don't know what it is. It's like the colors in the game just piss me off, so I won't play it.
Yeah, that game's not for me. Yeah, but I played everything. Like I'm like a OG World of Warcraft player. Like I played vanilla.
Elden Ring?
What?
Elden Ring?
I played Elden Ring, but I didn't really like love it because I'm more of a competitive guy.
Who doesn't like Elden Ring?
Well, it's not that I don't like it. I just like playing against people. That's it.
Yeah, but like
I like the sweat.
Okay, but that game is sweaty though.
Yeah, against yourself because you're trying to beat these fucking bosses that are like impossible to kill. But
no, they're not impossible to kill because I killed them. I think you just can't do it. You know?
Like, yeah, I mean,
here's the thing: you can stick to your weights and your Call of Duty. Let the real guys handle the things like Elden Ring.
The real men.
Yeah, the real men like me. Okay.
Okay.
I destroyed Elden Ring and I also beat the DLC. Thank you very much. I don't think you're ready for that at all.
I could, if I wanted to play that game, and if we did like a thing where I played it faster, it would easily be faster.
There's no way. Also,
even you've done it before, I could still do it.
When you played it, did you beat Tree Sentinel off rip? Like right out the womb, you come out the tomb, and then you're like,
you beat the big guy on the horse.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, of course I did. What the? That's just mechanics. The whole thing is just diving.
No, some people skip it because it's not technically a required boss. It's like
I thought it was required, so I sweated it for like forever. It was like, I have to beat this thing.
I did too. I think it took me like 4 to 6 hours to beat it, and I was so miserable.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy. But I'm glad I did it on stream, so no one can say I ever didn't do it.
I'm gonna be honest. After that, though, I was like, that was part of the reason why I didn't want to continue to play. Because I was like, is every boss gonna be this way? I don't want to keep playing this game.
My dad started streaming, and I tried to get him to play Elden Ring, and that was why he stopped playing. Was because he couldn't beat Tree Sentinel, and he was like, "Okay, this." And
you didn't tell him he could avoid it.
No,
that's fucked up.
No, because he was talking trash to me about games. So I was like, "Okay, well, if you're better than me, then beat it."
Did you start streaming video games, or was it something else?
No, I started streaming video games. Like I'd play Mario.
I feel like most girls start and they're just like, "Look at my tits."
No, I wish. I'm just not like in that zone. But there's a lot of really good girl streamers that like don't do that. They just play video games. It just like. You got to think about what is being promoted. So it's like the things that you see are like people getting popular for. Like half the time when you see Dexerto tweet something, it's like, it used to be 2 years ago, like Amaranth gets banned for being too oiled up. You know what I mean? You'd see that. And like, there's nothing wrong with doing that. If you want to do that, do that. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of girls that like don't get their shine and they're like great gamers. Yeah. Do you know who Miss Mika is?
No.
She's like a girl who does Elden Ring, and she like, she like did a thing where she controlled the character with her brain. She beat the game with her feet. She beat the game with her feet and her hands. Yeah, and like you never see anything about her, but she's like a few thousand viewer streamer just in her own little bubble.
Why do you think it's harder? At least this is my perspective. It's not harder. It's like easier, but harder. It's easier to get like, I feel like money right away and subs right away as a girl, but it's harder to be like a really big streamer as a girl. There's
a plateau. So like I always say for guys, it's like way harder for you to grow, and you're like standing like this, but once you do, you're like bam, you can shoot up. If you're a girl, you can probably shoot here, but if you want to get above this middle ground at all, you have to be like the best of the best or be connected or be anything like that. It's kind of hard, but I think it's because Twitch is like, you gotta think Twitch's audience is a lot of men. like a lot.
Yeah, most people watching live streams in general.
Right. And like think about the content that you watch on your day-to-day. You're watching things that you relate to, unless you're like really into somebody. And most of the time, like when you want to build an audience where they relate to you and they're like, wow, this person's fucking dope, you're not going to get a lot of young guys or like just guys in general that are going to be like, wow, I watched this girl and she's doing girly things and I want to watch it, you know?
Yeah, because they can't relate to it at all.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, I think it's good now that Twitch is being pushed more because there's a lot more of like a female audience that will watch. And it's like, I've seen it shift over the years. Like there's way more women that watch creators now than there used to be.
On
and
Twitch.
Hopefully it keeps, going that way. I think now there's like a bigger ratio, but still it's like not nearly what it should be.
Who are the best girl streamers in your opinion? Top 5. Top 3.
Valkyrie, Poki, I think is a really good one. I know a lot of people, on them for a lot of various different reasons.
Yeah.
I personally don't get it, but Valkyrie, Poki, there's so many. My friend Mari's a great one. Dude,
you're not putting Amaranth up there?
I think she's not my style of content. But like, here's the thing, right? Like, if you do sexy, like I have girls who do like OF and stuff like that are around me and that are like really good friends of me, and I have no judgment to them at all. Like, if that's your bag, girl, get your bag. Like, I'm not gonna stop you. But is it like something that I'm gonna consume? No. It's just not really.
Is this something that you'd ever do?
No, I'm not really interested in doing that. Because it's like, I just don't have that vibe. Like, I'm not the one to be like, oh, let me go, go crazy and post a crazy photo. Like, I'll do a cosplay or something, and if it's something that I feel like confident in, I'll post.
Yeah.
But like, OF is just something to me that I wouldn't do. My dad would beat my ass if he found out I was doing something like that. Like, I was not raised like that.
Yeah.
And like, it's just kind of not,
Yeah,
me.
I get it.
It's not me. I think it's not worth the what you get in return. Like, it might be a lot of money, but is that worth like people knowing all about you and knowing how you look and everything? For me, no. For some people, yes, and that's like fine. There's no judgment.
I feel like people it's easy money. It's the easiest thing to do to get money. Like, obviously there's a lot that comes with it after the fact, but it's very easy.
But I almost feel like now, if like, I've talked to a lot of girls who, I don't want to name them, but like they're like the top OF creators, and they'll tell you like the money's not worth it now. Like, don't do it. Like, the money's not worth it. If anybody ever tries to get you to do it, don't do it. I've had like a lot of different platforms reach out to me to be like, hey, would you even do, like the ones that are clothed where it's like safe for work, but picture sites, they're like, do you want to do that? I'm like, it's just not, I don't know. To me, those feel weird.
It's weird how OF, the whole game up of selling paywall content. Because what you're saying is like, because those other platforms are trying to like basically, originally OnlyFans was like a fitness, they were going to go towards like trainers selling like content, like, look at me do this workout and like.
Yeah, was it really?
That was the original thing that the guy started the OnlyFans for. Was like, because way back in the day, fitness content, and still today, it's still very popular, but back in the day, it was like the most popular shit on the internet.
Okay. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. And so I think they were trying to set up a platform where like, instead of, being like, look at my workout here, go over here and pay for it, basically.
Yeah.
Like just the original paywall.
Did you ever have one?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I just had like a website. I was ahead of the game.
I wanted really to be able to say Bradley Martyn had an OnlyFans in the title. I was waiting for it, but
they want me to oil up and fucking.
They do?
Yeah.
Your fans do?
They want me to show. I don't know why. It's a bunch of dudes. They want to see my dick.
I was going to ask, is it the girls or the guys?
It's the guys.
It's the guys?
All guys. I have 98% men on every platform.
I think all guys have a little bit of gay in them, just a little bit,
Especially if they work out, huh?
Right, and that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. That's great. Good for you. But they have just a little bit of gay in them. It's fine.
For sure.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's just that age group or that audience that watches. They're just like, I don't know, just streaming audience. Because I don't stream super I stream consistently. I just don't like really go hard and like try to promote it. But I like that. I like those platforms a lot. But it is just, I'd say like YouTube comments are up there, TikTok comments are up there, but like live stream comments, whether it's I'm on Kick or if I'm on Twitch, they're just like the craziest.
So comments. When like you're live, if you bend over, do they like gyat at you and stuff?
This is funny. They'll call me a titty streamer because like I'll stream with my shirt off, and they'll be like, "Please stand up." Because they think I'm naked when I'm not naked.
Of anybody, you are kind of a titty streamer. That actually makes sense.
It's fucked up.
That makes sense.
It's fucked up.
You might have a bigger rack than me, I'm going to be honest. So
than most.
You might have to start an OF. You might have to start one.
I don't know why. Like, I get it. It's just a bunch of dudes. I feel like they're just trying to chirp you. But is your audience mostly women then?
No, I wish. And that's no disrespect to my male audience because they're very, very nice. But I actually I have a lot more of a male ratio than I think a girl ratio. I wouldn't say that. Because you know what's really nice about my audience I love is if you've ever seen my streams, they shit on me a lot.
That's like the default.
No, but it's not though. Because I've seen a lot of girls where they're like, their audience is so like, oh my God, she's the best. Like she's this, she's that.
But that's got to be girls saying that. Guys don't say shit like that.
No, it's guys.
So then it's super simps.
It's very different. Yes. Like I definitely have people I definitely would say there's a portion of my community that obviously they're into me or they think I'm attractive, but I'm not acknowledging that. But I think there are people that, and they've given me that flowers that they just like my content because I do what I think is fun content.
Yeah.
And so therefore they're just there for that. And I think that's why my arc with Agent did really well is because people were like, oh, I like her as a streamer because she's not just doing just sitting there and being like, oh, look at this or anything like that. And it was a little different.
Yeah.
Especially because you got to think there's two communities. I think the W community is where AMP and all of them are in. They don't have a lot of big girl creators on that side. It's not a really big thing. There's a select few.
And so how is there two communities when it's all just one giant?
It's very different. Have you never seen it?
Well, so the W and then the what?
It's they call it Poggers community. That's where I'm from.
Yeah, I don't even get that. Why is there even a difference? It's just all the same fucks who are just.
It is, but it's not the Poggers community is
Which community goons a lot and just talks about gooning?
Both, actually.
Okay, well, there's like I said, the same.
No, okay, well, they can unite in gooning, yeah, probably, but they're different in what they like. One is more video game centric, and it's a bunch of the nerds that started out on Twitch, and the other one, I think, Aiden Ross, Kai, and all of them have pioneered that side of that community where it's came from a lot of Black culture and everything, and was a lot more inviting to the Black community, which is great, and
that's
therefore,
the W.
And then it went more mainstream. Which is great because the Poggers community used to not be great for that. So
they're just they sound more like the Gooners, the Poggers.
Oh well, they're gooning over anime characters, And then the W communities,
or you cosplay as Squirrel Girl.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
They probably a few of them probably have as their background.
I will say I regretted that cosplay.
Why?
I did. I don't know why, but maybe it was just because it was the first one I built on streams. I was really proud of it at first.
Yeah.
And then it did have a lot of negative connotation because people really like Squirrel Girl in a way that that they shouldn't. And I was like, ooh.
What are you doing with that tail,
I didn't have a tail, to be fair.
Right, but I'm saying if they're
oh yeah, but exactly. That's why I'm no.
I'll say shit they'll be you could trim it down a little bit.
They're out of pocket, actually out of pocket. Do not look up Squirrel Girl on Twitter. Don't do it. I could probably search it on my phone right now.
I'm gonna search it on my phone right now.
Okay, well good, because I don't have to ruin my search history. Good looks. Do you have not safe for work off on your Twitter?
I don't even know what that is.
Be honest. No, yes you do. Be honest.
I don't even know what that is.
Be honest, because you know if not safe for work is off on your Twitter.
So just searching Squirrel Girl, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Whoa, you're right. This is fucked up.
I told you.
What the fuck is going on?
It's some freak ass shit, isn't it? It's freak. I know. It's bad.
Bro, what the fuck are people doing? Bro, what are they doing with this AI shit?
To be fair, no, half of that isn't AI. Some of it is just actually some.
Yeah, but there's some weird cartoon shit, AI cartoon sex things.
Yeah. To be fair, that's not all of our Twitter. A lot of our Twitter is pretty chill. And
you're talking about art Twitters like this because it's all weird anime.
No, some of them are some freak accounts that draw art porn, but not all of them.
So this is why you kind of regret it because you're fuck. I'm for sure on there somewhere.
No, it's because people would be oh my God, you look like somebody DM me, they're you look like this image. And they sent me fucking Squirrel Girl porn. I'm bro, ew. I'm hello? You get blocked and then they get blocked and they come into my chat. They're why'd you block me on Twitter? I'm dude, hello? Are we fucking serious? It's so weird. Dude, I get the weirdest DMs after that.
After the Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, but I get weird DMs all the time.
Have you ever done another cosplay that backfired on you?
No. Even then, I don't feel like that cosplay backfired on me. It got like a lot of news articles.
It worked.
Got a lot of compliments.
Why get news? Who the fuck's writing news about that?
Well, because it was like I made it on stream, so everybody's like, "Damn, that's dope." Like,
okay.
I literally cut the wig. I did everything on stream, and they're like, "That's fucking."
What's your
cool.
favorite stream that you've ever done?
Fuck, my favorite stream, probably the recent thing, the Sysathon, or the Call of Duty marathon with Agent. Either one.
Would you date Agent?
No, we're friends.
Oh, he said that
I
too.
saw, I saw that he was on here and you tried to ask. I saw that clip. But we're friends. Like we've never had any romantic interest. We've always been friends. What were you watching? Like
no, I'm saying it's like I thought y'all were dating.
No. But like we've always been really good. Like that's my homie. You know what I mean?
Friends.
And like when he met me, it kind of sucked because everyone was like, "Oh my God, they're dating." Like, and it was nonstop.
The
and
chemistry was good.
Yeah, and like it's like that with me with like a lot of guys. Like I can't have a guy friend that I have really good chemistry with because if I do, everybody's like, "Oh, she is fucking him," and I'm like, I know. Like, I wish that I was really just going out all crazy like people accuse me of, but I'm just not doing that at all.
Why do you wish you were doing?
Well, no, I don't wish it, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
Like if I was living that life, then cool, accuse me all that stuff, but I'm not out here doing that. But like he's a really good friend of mine.
No, he's a great dude.
Yeah, I saw he was like on your podcast and everything.
Yeah,
and he said it was like a really good time.
One of the coolest guys that I've interviewed for sure.
He's really nice too.
Yeah.
Like super down to earth, really nice. He helped me like a lot.
Sounds like he'd be a great boyfriend.
No, he's a great friend.
Oh, okay.
He's a great friend. Look, and I know it's gonna happen. They're gonna clip this and he's gonna watch it and he's gonna be like, yeah, and the whole chat's gonna be like, damn, I can't believe she did you like that. Like,
no, but it's like
they always do that.
Because in my mind, I'm just like, like, do you have a relationship then?
I don't say.
You don't say, okay.
No, I keep, because my life is so public, I keep everything private.
Because the way you described it, it's not like he's like a good guy.
Yeah, but like I have guy friends that are like good guy friends. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's talk about that. All right, guys, quick interruption of the podcast. I've talked about it before. I'm going to talk about it again. Monarch. There's a platform that allows you to track all your finances. And I know personally, there's been times in my life where it has been imperative and I made so many mistakes in knowing where my money was going, specifically when I first started making money. And even if you're not making a ton of money or you're trying to make money, it's really important to know where your money is going so that you can keep more of it, so that you can invest more of it, so that you can make smarter decisions with your money instead of just like frivolously spending your money. Because it is really easy to spend money, especially nowadays. The digital age of like money is, you know, a lot of times on your phone or you're sending it on Venmo or wherever, however you're doing it, because it's not tangible, it's easy for money to just kind of go and disappear. But with Monarch, it's a platform that allows you, it's an app that tracks all your finances in a way that will give you a clear picture of your whole financial picture so that you're not like guessing where the money is or where it's not or where it should be. Give you the right kind of like bird's eye view in a sense of what's happening with your money so that you can go, okay, where shouldn't it be? And where should it be? So if you guys want to give it a shot, go to monarchmoney.com right now. Use code RAWTALK when you sign up. You get 50% off your first year. Again, it's monarchmoney.com, code RAWTALK, 50% off first year. Let's get back into this podcast. Do you think guys and girls can actually be friends?
Yeah, but I think there's boundaries. Like if I'm in a relationship, I'm not gonna have a guy best friend. Do you know what I mean? Like that's just my I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, this guy's my bestie and we're hanging out all the time. If I'm like in a relationship with somebody, they should know my partner. You know what I mean? Like my partner knows them, they know my partner, and we become friends as like a group. Yeah. And if they can't get along, then me and that guy are not gonna be friends. You know what I mean? Yeah. Depending on like what the dynamic of my current relationship is, you know?
So yeah, okay. So you're not like, you don't think just you could have random guy friends unless it's like around the person that
like, I mean, especially if I'm dating a guy, I'm not gonna be like, hey, I'm going to lunch with like.
Well, let's say you're not dating a guy. Do you still think you have a guy friend? Because that guy's not trying to be your friend.
I think there is.
You think guys are trying to be just...
I had a roommate that was like a guy who he doesn't like date or never made it past me, never anything. He's like a brother, like I know people say like, oh, that's like a brother to me, but like he's like been on my stream for like ever, and he's just like just chill dude, just doesn't care. I think it depends on how you treat people in friendships. Like I don't feel like I'm like overly friendly, like, oh my God, that's my guy bestie. You know what I mean? I'm just like...
I just think guys aren't trying to make friends with girls.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of guys are you hanging out with?
Every single guy on the planet.
There's no way you think that.
I 100% don't think that.
You have no girls that you're friends with that you're like, oh,
I'm friends with girls for certain, like, there's certain reasons why we became friends.
Go on.
Yeah. No, I'm going to cook.
Let
me cook. Let me just chill out for a second here. Listen. So there's girls that have become friends because of like you kind of described those circumstances. Then you can become a friend. Like I could become a friend of like my boy's girl but only because it's my boy's girl. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to describe. Like I'm just telling you, men are not going like, wow, look at that girl. I think she'd be a really good friend. I'm gonna go get to know her. That never happens. There's not one time in history where a guy goes, I think we'd make great friends.
I guess, but you got to think of it this way because I disagree. Like, I'm not having a guy scout me out at a bar and then being like, oh, I want to be her friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Half the time I'm meeting like my roommate that I met through like other friends. And then we've just known each other for so long. We've always played games, everything like that.
Yeah.
So then we ended up being like, it was me, him, and another girl. And we were like, fuck, we all want to move to Austin. Let's just get a big house. And that's what we did. So it wasn't anything like crazy. I think it depends on how you meet people. Now, don't get me wrong. There's been guys that I've met that like, I get the vibe that they're not my friend for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And then I'm out. Cause like, I'm not interested in, if you're my friend cause you want to fuck me, then I'm going to leave. You know what I mean? But if you're my friend cause you want to be my friend, then we're cool. And that's it. You can definitely, girls can tell. Yeah. I feel like people think girls can't tell when guys are trying to like snake one and then be like, oh, okay, I'm trying to like do this. But I'm also, I don't really sleep around or do anything like that. So.
I get it. But that's why I'm saying, that's why I think girls and guys can't be friends because guys, their intention is always like, if they're meeting someone, if they're giving you attention, it's because they have some intention, like beyond just being a friend. And that's why they'd give more attention.
I guess. I disagree with this so much.
Well, you are a girl.
I know, but
so
like,
you set the boundaries, but like guys, there's not a guy on this planet that goes, that chick's ugly, I want to be a friend with her. Or that chick's hot, I want to be a friend. But like, for example,
you met like Agent. Like, I don't think the Agent has any intention towards me at all. Like none.
So that's a good example of someone that like, for all you know, maybe at one point he did realize really quickly it wasn't there. And he was like, well, we still make good content together, right? Like I have a friend that I make content with all the time and we make really good content together.
Okay, so beyond that, then I'm not even giving you that because I don't think that he did, but even beyond that, then if he then changes and has no intention at all, then are they able to be friends?
Well, I kind of guess, but here's the deal, right? There's like women will do this where they'll be like, that guy kind of likes you. I'm not really, maybe I'm dating someone else or I'm talking to someone else. I know that guy's giving me this kind of attention. He could stay friends with me and he'll satellite over there and chill out. And every once in a while, I'll be like,
what friends do you have?
I'm telling you,
bro?
I'm not talking about my friends. I'm talking about men.
No, I'm about to look at every friend that you've ever had that's a girl. Do you want to fuck every friend that you've ever had that's a girl?
No. I mean, that I maybe originally when I was like trying to be your friend, I was like probably because I wasn't trying to be your friend.
What am I hearing right now?
I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Listen, a guy won't, this is the truth. Like there is not a time when a guy goes, I just want to get to know that person, period, just because they look like they'd be a cool friend.
What?
That never happens.
That is not true.
That never happens.
Okay, I think that like there are a lot of men that probably fit into that dynamic. I do think there is. But to say that there's not a single man out of the millions of men
a single man.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Boys in this room, have you ever approached a girl that you were like,
met the way that I said, because I said there's a difference, remember?
Yes.
There's a difference.
But what I'm saying is during that difference phase, they're still if they're interested, they're still like, oh, let's see. Okay. They're going to realize really quickly either, okay, she's fucking with it or not at all. But if they're still interested and they're still maintaining the friendships because they think, well, maybe somewhere along the line. I'm just saying there's not a single man on this planet that goes, that chick's ugly, I want to be her friend. Or that chick's hot, I want to be her.
But you don't have to bring in attraction into it.
No, but
okay, I think maybe my perspective is a little bit different though, because I am not attracted to somebody unless I know their personality at all. So like,
that's cool.
Maybe that's a little bit different for me because that's how I know people to be. But like some people are different. I agree.
But so when you're like, you're going to find someone you want to date, let's say, right?
Okay.
In this theoretical circumstance, because I don't know your
Can we go back to asking them really fast?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because he was making a face.
You were staring at me.
He was making a face. So I want to. Can I hear what you have to say? Just really fast.
Yeah. Have you ever been like, wow, that girl's like hot or that girl's whatever?
No, not hot. Have you ever just met a girl and been like, I want to be this girl's friend, and not I want to fuck her?
Yes, let's do that. Has
there been a girl that you've had a friend that you didn't want to fuck?
No. This is the question. Have you ever approached a girl just to be her friend?
I would say it depends. Like what the situation is. business related, then we could be friends. But if it's like,
This is what I'm saying.
but if
But
it's like,
it depends on the way that
you
it.
take business out of it, and I'm like, okay, this girl's attractive, and
But that's if you're at a bar. Like if you just meet.
No,
in your
I'm telling you, in zero circumstances in the world where a guy goes, that chick's like ugly or hot, whatever. Because listen,
I'm figuring you out right now. This is interesting. I'm figuring you out.
I'm telling you, you're figuring men out right now.
No,
This is the reality.
I'm figuring you out.
You're figuring men out.
I'm seeing it.
Because not
I'm
a single
seeing
man
it.
in this fucking world will say he's wrong. There is not a single man in this world that goes, I want to be friends with her. I'm going to get to know her.
I think if you think I want to be friends with her, I want to get to know her, that's different than being like, oh, we met casually and then everybody's friends and then you are in a friend group and you're like, oh, that's my friend.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, there's still that the attraction that's happening based on look, personality. I'm not saying it's not important. I'm not saying that stuff's not like thought about at all. But no dude is going like, oh yeah, I just want to be her friend and I'm gonna talk to her because I want to be her friend. Not a single dude on this planet. Every single dude on this planet is deciding either he's attracted to her or not. And listen, women are doing the same exact shit.
What if he's not attracted to her?
Then he's not trying to. Maybe he could be a friend because he's not attracted to her.
But that's what I mean. Is that there are guys that are not attracted to you.
But I'm also telling you that most guys, if they're not attracted to you, they're not going to continue going towards. I swear to God, it sounds bad. It's going to sound bad. They're not going to go towards a relationship.
But you're saying most.
Or a friendship.
You're saying most. So we're saying the same thing, which is there are probably a lot of guys that will find women attractive and they want to be friends and like snake that. But we're saying the same thing, which is most guys. There's a lot of guys also in that most because there's millions of men in the world that don't find you attractive and they're like, okay, cool, we can just be friends, like whatever.
But so that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the attraction and the friendship. Like
right. I'm talking about the small group of men because I don't have like a lot of friends in the world. My circle is very small. You know what I mean? And in my circle of friends, I think I have like a handful of guys that I trust that I'm like, okay, cool. And even then I've known them for years. Some of them have girlfriends. We move and then we move on.
Do you think if they had the opportunity, they wouldn't try? If you
I
gave them
hope
the opportunity?
not. But normally when I get that vibe, I cut people off like instantly.
Right. Well, that's from you. That's
yeah. Normally, if I get that vibe, I'm out because to me, if I can tell that like you, like for example, if like in my old relationship, if I'm like in a relationship and I would, first of all, I would never go to another man and vent to my problems about whatever boyfriend I have.
That's insane.
Because you shouldn't do that. But like, if I'm like going through something and they hear about it and then they reach out on like some weird timing shit and you can feel it, then I'll be like, okay, that feels a little off to me.
But that's what I'm describing. Every dude that's like in your friend and that's what they're trying to like if they find you attractive.
That's that type of guy. That's that type of guy. It's
that's
different.
every guy. If they find you attractive,
you can't say every guy and then say it's most. That doesn't make,
it's every guy.
The logic doesn't make any sense.
It's every single guy unless he's attracted to you. That's it.
I'm figuring you out right now.
Every single guy on the planet. Period. If he's attracted, he's trying.
I was gonna make a really funny joke and say I'm on a different podcast right now, but I wouldn't do that because your podcast is great.
Wait, what pod do you think this was?
We'd have to mute it.
Okay.
We'd have to
say it. We'll mute it. We'll cut it. Mute it. Which one?
Are you actually gonna mute it?
Yeah, I promise. I'm not gonna do you dirty. I promise. Okay. You gotta mute
that was a joke because it's not actually that. So you know what I mean? It's like
I just like this.
I would never compare you to that because yours is great.
Thank you. I just like this. I like this. I just find it interesting because I knew that I would talk to you about this and I knew that you would probably say exactly what you're saying.
But I do think also men and women will always have different perspectives on that. Like you can't ask a woman to like figure out what you're thinking because men and women just grow up differently. They're raised differently. Yeah. We have different standards for each. It's never like you can sit there and tell me every day how you think and half of it I'll be like, what the fuck is it going on in your head? And vice versa. So it is what it is.
So
I
you
feel
think
like that's normal.
So you think girls are just trying to make friends with dudes that they don't find attractive ever? They're just like, oh, that guy's
Depends
ugly.
on
I
the
think
girl.
we'd be great friends.
Trust me, I know girls that will only be friends with dudes that they want to fuck. I know them. And like, that's their whole thing and that's fine. I think, again, it's just so different. Like, there are girls, bro, I know girls that are lesbians that only want to be friends with girls that they want to fuck. Like, it really does just depend on the person to me. Like, but I've met some really great people that are just like chill. They don't bother me.
Yeah.
We play a game together or whatever and then keep it pushing and that's great.
Yeah.
But like I said, my whole where I draw the line is like back to the original question that started this.
Yeah.
I think you can be friends with like the opposite sex, but like same thing for guys. Like if you're in a relationship, your partner should be your best friend. And if your partner is not your best friend, then that says a lot about your relationship.
Do you think you and I could be friends? That's a good question.
Now no, because I'm hearing the way you think about your friends. So I say, no, we cannot be friends.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Because that's the way you think about your friends. You self-reported.
That's self-reporting?
Yes.
But what if I say like what? But that's assuming I'm attracted to you though.
Okay, so we can agree that you're not attracted to me, right?
Fuck!
If we
take this out.
If we throw that on the table, then we can be friends because you just self-reported. You self-reported. That's on you. That is literally on you. Are you removing this question?
No. I mean, I think you could like have a girlfriend, like friend that you think is like attractive, but it's like you also just like understand the boundary. But then there's like other. If
I'm building a
one girl
boundary.
in your life, then you're probably gonna be like, just get more women in your life.
There's a boundary here. I'm building a boundary, okay?
It's fine.
Just
You
know.
guys should be friends.
Keep
Well,
your
you play Squirrel Girl
keep your
anyways.
freak ass over there, okay? Stick the cloak and dagger, buddy. All right, that's what you got.
Yo, so okay. Back to the streaming stuff. When you originally started, how tough was the grind?
Oh, it's hard because like you got to think about like
How long was it before it actually started? You were like, well, I could actually make a living doing this.
it's 3 years.
Damn, yeah.
I think, yeah,
like
2
every day kind
2
of
years.
shit.
Yeah, like when I started out, I was streaming on the weekend, and then I went from streaming like to that to like every day. Like I got broken up with out of my like 5-year relationship, and I was like, fuck. I'm so depressed. So I just
Classic.
decided to like throw myself into streaming. And I was like, I don't want to be sad. My dad, like, I had to move back to my parents' house because we lived together. And my dad was like, get your shit together. Like, you only got one life.
You had a 5-year relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we lived together and everything. And he was like, my dad was like, he was like, just now, the day from the breakup, everything behind you or everything on that day, everything in front of you is like going to get better. Like every other day is going to get better. It's just healing, it's growth, it's everything. So make the best of it. So I was like, okay, well, I really want to stream. And I was going to school for mechanical and aerospace engineering at the
so
time.
you're smart.
No, I'm a fucking idiot. But like I was like faking it till I make it. You know what I mean?
But how far did you get doing mechanical space engineering?
Midway through my junior year.
Holy shit.
And then that's when I was like, because I was also working full time too. So I was doing full time that.
What were you doing?
I worked at a restoration company. So like when your home burns down or like, God forbid you get murdered in your home, there has to be somebody who comes and cleans it. That's us. So
Okay.
I would like, I used to go out to like some of the fire scenes and stuff like that and like survey them because I was learning that. And then they switched me over to taking like claims because I didn't want to be on like, a site where crazy shit is happening. I went to like a fire for a restaurant. I was like, I'm good. This is kind of crazy. But I ended up one day like I made sure I was making more than what I was making at my job, like for like 6 months. And then I was like, you know what? Can't half-ass school and half-ass work. I gotta like go all into something.
So you were making enough to cover
Oh yeah.
on Twitch. So you were like, okay, let me just full time this.
Yeah, I made sure for like 6 months straight, I was making more than what I was making at my job, like for sure. And then I was like, okay, it's time to make a decision. And one of my friends had like graduated engineering and he was just in an office and he would vent about how he hated it all the time. And I was like, fuck, I've worked in an office. I don't want to be in an office. Like I want to try something new. My dad was so supportive. My friends were, they made me take like a video of when I quit my job because I was like crying. I was like, this is so fucking stupid. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I hope that I can look back on this video and it works out. And
Have you ever
I would say it
posted
worked
that?
out. No, never. I don't want to because it's very vulnerable. Like I hate crying. I fucking hate it.
Really?
Yes, it makes me mad. Like when I'm crying, I get annoyed that I'm crying. Do you know what I mean?
I can't relate. I'm kind of a pussy.
Really?
I've cried a lot on
You cry?
I've cried on the internet like a bit. I don't care.
I mean, no, you shouldn't care. Like that's healthy. I think what I do is very unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's very
fucking stuff that shut up, pussy.
It's very unhealthy, but it's because I'm like, dude, why am I crying? Like just suck it up, you're fine.
Yeah.
But like I think that's good that you cry.
Wow.
I went on that
Bondy.
Netflix show and I cried like 4 times and I'm like looking back and I'm like, what the
What's it called? It was called
Inside.
Inside. What? So this was the Sidemen thing?
Yeah, it was like 7 days in a like, secluded area, no phones, no sunlight, no nothing. And we all competed.
And who won?
Can I say, or is it gonna be spoiler?
Oh, it's still active right now?
It just came out like a few weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago.
How much do you win if you win it?
If you win it, it's like whatever the prize pool is, they split it. So the end of that season was 300K, and then they split it 3 ways. It was 300 pounds. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, whatever that transfers to like.
How was that whole experience? Like, because what's the difference from that versus like, obviously you make content, you're in content all the time, streaming.
Gonna be honest, it was really fucking fun. Cause like, think about it. Remember when you were a kid and like, you just would make up a game. You know what I mean? You'd be outside and be like, damn, I just want to play a game or like imagine something.
Yeah.
Without phones and without connection to the outside world, without everything, we literally
That alone
reverted
must have just
back
been
to
nice.
that. It was so nice.
Especially for you.
We played freeze tag. Can you imagine like you have 12 grown adults and they're playing freeze tag in a giant warehouse and just
That sounds lit.
that's all you can do because you're so fucking bored. You're like, okay, we got like a Nerf gun given to us. We had like a Nerf war. We just had, it reverts you to like a child. And like, it was really fucking fun. I loved it. I would do it one time again. I was going to say more.
I really
but, like,
loved it. I would do it one more time.
Yeah, I was going to do it. I was going to say
one.
more, but like, I don't know. It was 7 days and I like working. So
Yeah, I got invited to do the Beast games because the one that's coming out now is like Strong and Smart.
Did you do it?
I haven't committed to it yet because it's a long time to commit to.
How long is it?
If you are doing well, it can be 6 weeks. And
So
I was
do
like,
it.
fuck, that's a long time. I got
Yeah, but-
dogs and shit.
But bro, like think about it. You get one life, okay? You get
True.
one life, you get to do some cool shit like that. And it's such a niche experience that
Yeah.
no one can ever say they did it. So you might as well.
That's true.
Because like me, when I did that show, no one can ever say that they did what I did. You can't. Like, there's like a handful of people in the world that can be like, yeah, I went on the show.
Yeah.
It was fucking cool.
Was there a bunch of like Netflix executives and shit there? Or is it's just like, not executives, obviously, but like are Netflix people like telling you should do this? Because like I know a lot of reality shows, like they kind of coordinate drama.
Mm-hmm.
Was anyone trying to coordinate drama?
I think they were. I'm
Yeah.
just very like, I cannot care. I can't. So like for me, it was really hard for them to get me in any drama. And the only time I did, one of the times I cried, I was like voting out this one girl, Maya. And then
You cried. You were like, stupid.
well, no, I insulted her by accident because I had to vote one of them
But
out
you were mad at yourself when you cried.
because I hurt her feelings.
Aw.
Yeah, like I hurt her feelings and it made me, I don't like hurting people's feelings.
But how did it hurt her feelings? Because you had to
'Cause-
vote her out?
Well, no,
That's
it
the
was
show.
because
Fuck out of here.
yeah, but it felt bad.
Nah,
bro,
fuck
you
outta
gotta
here.
think about it. Like that's a life-changing amount of money. It starts out at £1 million.
You're like,
Yeah, and I'm like, if I'm taking away a life-changing amount of money for you, does that not make you feel bad? Am I just a pussy?
do you know it's
No, it's
you
fine.
know-
You can call me a pussy. It's
yeah,
fine.
you are. But you know what's funny about that? I dead ass was like when they asked me to kind of do it, and I was like, if I win, everyone's just gonna be like, "Fuck, this guy's rich already. Fuck you," and then win the money.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
it's
it
like a
depends on
ton of money.
if you
It's like
work for it
15
though.
million.
But if you work for it though, then like nobody
If
gives a
I
fuck.
work for it and I win, though, they're just gonna. I swear to God, I could already see the internet. If I won that, they'd be like, "Fuck this
So
guy."
you're that confident you'd win?
100%. I
So
win that
go on the
fucking
show then.
What the fuck? I win that shit easy.
So then go on the show.
That's why I'm afraid because then I'll have to be gone for 6 weeks. I'm like, I gotta worry about my
if
dogs.
you go on the show and you lose, I'm gonna be
I'll
on
go-
your
oh,
ass. I'm
bro,
telling you. I'm
I
gonna
will-
tweet you immediately.
I'll win the fuck out of that show. Strong and smart, easy, done.
You think there's like so many variables that would get you out. You know that, right? Don't the Beast Games literally have
Name
like probability?
one variable that would get me out.
Didn't a bunch of people get voted out because one girl like sold their team to like get like 50K? Like you could get out that way. It has
Nah.
nothing to do with your like.
I would spot the rats before they got me.
Okay, you can.
I'd vote them out.
What are you gonna do? Choke them out before they get
Probably,
to the
maybe
platform?
slap them. Maybe slap them.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, if you came up to me and said get on the other fucking team, I'd be like, okay.
I'm like, vote yourself out right now.
I'm like, yeah, you're kind of
Say-
right. Like, my bad.
Say you're really tired. You have to go home.
Yeah. So what is up with? Do you like? Have you ever like gotten in fights before?
Yeah, I have.
How many?
I don't know. If I had to count, maybe like 12. But this is like my
12
whole life.
fights?
This is like my whole life. Like most of this happened when I was a kid.
How many happened when you were an adult?
No. I haven't fought when I'm maybe like my early 20s. And then my later
Really?
20s. Yeah.
Because when you slapped Ron, I was like, damn, that's a hot-headed guy
that
right
wasn't-
there.
No.
Hot-headed.
Hold on. That just for frame of reference.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked about this, but I want to say this again. That was the very first time that I ever met Ron or Lacey.
Yeah.
I had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah.
I didn't know about any of the trolls. And what happened was Lacey's like, can you play on the aux? And I was like, yeah, it's like my gym. I could play on the speakers.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, play payphone. And I was like, okay. I had no idea that was like a troll at Ron.
Mm-hmm.
And so I played it. And then I think Ron thought I was in on the joke. But I this again, first time I ever met him.
Yeah.
And then he took my hat and I gave him 2 chances to give it back.
Yeah, you did.
And he decided that he wasn't gonna give it back. And I was like, who the fuck does this kid think he is? Mind you, he's 21, by the way. He's an adult.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, he's a kid. He's 21.
Yeah.
And so I had to let him know that that wasn't okay with me.
That you know what it felt like? It felt like, you know, when you're like a kid and like you see your dad glare at you when you're in a store, like you're cutting up and you're like, oh shit, let me act right. Like that's what I felt like I was watching. I was like, damn, you just smacked him like a dad smacking a kid. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. See, it was a light smack. See, you just admitted it. Everyone thinks it was such a hard smack. No, it didn't
look like a light smack.
It was a 3-finger slap.
That is worse because you got big ass. 3 of your fingers is like one of my hands.
Yeah, but that's true. But I didn't use my palm, you know? Because if I palmed, I might have smoked his shit. Like I might have just put him to sleep.
You know how crazy that clip was, though, right? That clip was crazy.
Oh, it went viral as fuck. That was and that's why it's funny because like people will see that clip I was talking about earlier and they'll be like, Ron Major career. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? He just showed up to my gym. I had a gym for 8 years because of the internet.
Yeah.
4 years prior to that.
I mean, dude, like I said, people say that with like me and Agent or like me and anybody. It literally doesn't. Bro, I had 2,000 viewers when I met Agent. But like I said though, remember I told you about the poggers and like the other community?
Yeah.
It's so different. He introduced me to a new community, which is why people see that. And then it got more mainstream. So like, yeah, Agent in a way like helped a lot, but like he wasn't the start of my career. So I would say Ron is the same way. Like he introduced you to a new community, which is why people see you like that.
100%. And that's cool. And that's cool.
Yeah.
I think I probably introduced new people to him too.
Oh yeah, probably.
Through the slap. Because that was one of the most viral clips. Like we connected to a slap. Can you imagine how great that is?
Oh my God. Can I please call you one day when I'm about to go hang out with them and just have you just in limbo? Okay. I'll just be like, hey, we're going to be here. Just pull up. Because Ron, he keeps doing this bit where he's like, yeah, shut up, bitch. And he says it under his breath. And every time I'm like, Ron, what the fuck you say? And then I'll get in his face and he never says it to me. Never. Yeah,
Ron's funny.
He's very funny.
He's really funny.
All the FaZe guys are like some of my favorites.
Yeah,
they're like the nicest guys.
I'm so like it's so crazy to see that complete. Not I guess it would have been a 180 from where that whole kind of organization was going based on like the old leadership.
Oh, I was an old FaZe hater.
To where it is now is nuts.
I mean, I used to tweet and be like, I used to make fun of them for like the Save the Kids scam and everything. Like, I used to be a hater because I'd be like, damn, some of these guys are just assholes.
Yeah.
And then now, like, flash forward to where they are now. Like, I remember when they changed it. I wasn't even hating on the change. I was like, you know what? That's good that Banks did that. Like, let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
And that shit took off. And like Kason and all them, I know they're like from Kason and Adapt are like OG.
Yeah. Super
and they're
OG.
all super nice. Banks is even really nice. I never met him. And like, he talked to me at the Streamer Awards after I won my award and like was super nice, like congratulated me, everything, and then just, went about his business.
You and Banks could be friends?
We're not friends. We don't talk like that. Okay. I think we're cool, but like he doesn't reach out to me like that.
Banks
you know
is
what I mean?
a good dude.
Yeah, he's a very
guy.
nice guy. I think that's the other thing too, is like in this industry, you always have to worry like, oh, do people have intention, when they meet you or anything? But like, no, all of them, they've been nothing but nice. They hit me up, be like, oh, do you want to do this? And then we move on.
What's your opinion of Aiden Ross coming back to Twitch?
I've already given it. Did you see?
Yeah, I saw a little bit. That's why I had to ask though.
Did you see? I mean, like I feel exactly what I said. And like Aiden saw the clip and he agreed. Like he has I would arguably say it's like a pretty shitty past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, I am one of those people where I think everybody can change. I think you can have a bad past and come back and do good. Whether or not he does is up to him. You know, I'm not speaking to if I think he has or not. But like, if he does, do you know if he does, how good that is for like the youth that watches him?
100%. Yeah.
Because like
the thing about this whole conversation that I find interesting, I'm sorry I interrupted.
No.
Is just like the dude was so young and so successful so fast.
Yeah.
It's like he's literally growing up in front of this live audience.
Yeah.
So it's like he also garnered this audience because the people watching him are often like him and they like the sort of like darker humor or the fucked up jokes or the fucked up scenarios, but he's also growing as like a human. And it's weird, like to see, I get why people will throw the shade. Cause then they'll be like, well, you have this responsibility. It's like, you got to be this way. But it's like, dude, the dude's also just growing up like literally in front of a live audience of fucking crazy numbers. So
yeah. Like I said, if he changes, that's very good. Like that's so good for his audience. If
him and Hassan just got to sit down, hash it out.
And duke it out. Bro, listen.
Duke it out. Maybe they'll do one of the Bramers things. Fight. Hassan's big as fuck.
Hassan is huge, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of scary.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a good fight. You need to fight someone else.
No, but like my thing is like his community was so like, I mean, obviously it was the, crazy people that are like, oh, fuck her. Like that. Bro, I haven't said anything crazy. Like, I feel like what I said is so reasonable. And like, he knows who he's brought on to his stream. Like he knows all the stuff that goes on. And if he's saying he wants to change, everybody has a chance to change. And like, also, I'm fully against the permanently banned thing on Twitch unless you commit a crime.
Shit. Yeah.
Unless you commit a crime, and then I think, okay, that you should be.
I also feel
banned.
that way about even YouTube. My buddy Steve's been banned off YouTube for like 3 years because he like some dumbass detail as far as the gambling thing goes. But it's like, how you just ban someone that, I don't know, like it doesn't make sense. It'd be different if he got on there and was like, fucking like, let's start riots and fuck people up. And ban them. Like you said, like a real crime.
Yeah.
Inciting violence would be like, yo, that's kind of sketchy.
Well, that's why I think that's why I say with Aiden too, like I said, it's not even necessarily the things that he said, which I think he said some crazy shit too. So I'm not like ignoring that. But it's also like the people that he's, brought on and stuff that a lot of people find to be very jarring. So it's like,
But do you actually think that like you should avoid stuff like that?
I think it depends. I think sometimes conversations can be like had, but like, for example, bro, I've had so many crazy DMs from like some crazy ass people. I've had people who like, they're a lost cause. Like some of them are just like, one of them's like a borderline Nazi that DMs me like all the time. Yeah. Like I'm never going to sit there and try to sit down with that guy and have a conversation, you know?
I think it's more so how you have the conversation.
Yeah, I think so. But like sometimes I just think those conversations, if you're trying to make change, it depends. Because if you want to have a conversation and try to like really talk about what that person is talking about, that's completely different than being like, come on here and make a racist joke.
And
it's a
just
different
go viral
vibe
because of it.
Right. Yeah, it's a very, very different vibe. But like, again, that's just not like, I can only speak to that so much. I'm not in his head, so I don't really know him. I don't know much about him. Yeah. And like, I feel like I'm a different generation of streamer because I came up after he was already like established. So I feel like as far as I'm concerned, I got no dog in that fight. You know what I mean? Do you think Poki will ever collab with him? Probably not. Damn. I mean, he said a lot of, they have a lot of history. Yeah. You know what I mean? That nobody can really be surprised about that. I don't really think that's like, crazy. Yeah, yeah. I think there's a lot of people that probably aren't going to want to collab with him. And I don't think he would feel negatively about that because I think he would understand. Yeah, I don't think he gives a fuck. Yeah. He's actually a really, really good dude. Yeah, like I've never met him, but I haven't heard like negative stuff from people that know him personally. Yeah, no, he's a good guy. So who do you think are the top 5 streamers of all time? Ooh, this is a hard question. Because you said girl streamers earlier, but all time. Like who've had the most influence in streaming and like to shape the way streaming is? I think whether or not you like him, Aiden. Yeah, 100%. That's true because Aiden brought in, I think, a lot of the W community, which is like I said, as somebody who I'm from like a black household and everything, when I was on Twitch, you did not see a lot of big black creators. And Aiden, though he is not like black himself, he opened the door for like a lot of creators to come in from that new community, which is huge. Yeah. I think Kai is like obviously huge influence. Kai is like one of my biggest inspirations, I think, across the board. He's just so talented. What about Kai is most influential, do you think? Is it like the way he's, because what I saw for Kai was like how he took like streaming to this way different production level. Yeah. I also, you know what I think it's about Kai that like inspires me is how he doesn't say no to trying new things. Because I think there's a lot of streamers that like they get on and it's like, oh, you get popular for playing this game. Okay, well, you keep doing that thing. But Kai started out doing like his entertainment shit. Then he went to celebrities. And the next thing you know, he's like, starring in like little short films and like commercials and stuff for like State Farm. And it's like, you see him trying a bunch of new stuff that you've never seen before. And I think that's really inspiring because not many people do that. Right. But I mean, as a streamer, because that's like sort of, I think that is as a streamer. Like, I think that's as a streamer and as a mentality, like across the board. Like, I think that he does that. And it's very inspiring to a lot of like younger streamers. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because it's like what the possibilities are. Exactly. He will see a possibility and be like, okay, like a new avenue and be like, okay, I can do that. Even if he doesn't, I think he like learned how to act like after he was a big streamer. And like now look at him. He's doing full trailers for every marathon he does. Like, and they're good as fuck too. They're not like some That's what I see. And I'm like, fuck, it's like next crazy level, like movie production level trailers. And you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. So he's big. I think people don't give Poki her flowers, but Poki and Ray are my next two. Like the two girls. But it's only because as like a girl streamer, they were the first like women to really be big creators. Like you don't see, even though probably people are gonna be like, oh, well, their numbers don't compare to like Kai or like Aiden or whatever, and they like to bring that up. Yo, Poki and Ray are like fucking status up here. Like they're like branding, everything is solid. Like I think if you're a girl streamer and you think of anybody that you would want to like emulate to be like, this is the way to do it, it's them.
Yeah.
Because they're great. And then last one. Fuck, who's the last one? 5 is a lot, bro.
Yeah. But it gives space.
5th one. I'm probably forgetting somebody and I'm about to get like 50.
Speed. What the fuck?
No, Speed. You're right. I am forgetting.
I was going to say,
Speed actually might be top 3. I should change that list.
Well, I saw DDG did an interview and he was talking about how like you couldn't even put Speed in the same category. He's like, he's doing some like different, it's obviously streaming, but it's like,
it's different.
It's way different.
Yeah, but it feels different.
This guy went
YouTube.
to China and like made the relationships with the US better.
But it feels, yeah.
What the fuck?
But you know what though? You still got to give it to streaming because where did he start out? Streaming.
Yeah, no,
So
I'm not
I
saying he's
think
not a streamer, but
yeah.
it's like to see him go to China and they're like, China after that stream opened up like a bunch of like, you can come here from all these countries for free. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I got to, I think that's my list. I think it's Aiden, Kai, and Speed, Poki, and Ray for me.
Yeah, that's
personally. But I obviously I have a different perspective with girls because I see girls as so influential because I am a girl.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The
So it's a
relatable
little
aspect.
different.
I get it.
I'm probably forgetting somebody. I'm about to see like 3 hate threads and I'd be like, this bitch forgot this person. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, you're chilling. You're good.
My bad.
What do you have the most fun streaming? And also how do you plan to evolve your content? Like do you see stuff like you talk about the Kai stuff? Do you ever want to be like, oh, I want to do bigger?
Yeah. I've been doing so much more recently. I mean, even doing like the Netflix show and stuff. Yo, let me tell you that like I have friends who they like, you know, they want to stream every day and stay home. And I think that's great. But like I've been traveling so much and doing so many things because my end goal is to build like brand. I think numbers are important like in streaming, but like your branding is everything.
Yeah.
Where you are, how people see you as a person, that's really important. And like establishing connections like is really, really important. So that's all I've been doing this year. It's like my grind. But like where I have the most fun is probably IRL. It's obviously changed since the incident, you know, but
yeah,
it's
that was
changed.
interesting. So
That sucked.
What exactly happened there? Because I saw earlier in that stream, you guys like took a picture with the same guy.
Yeah.
And then what did he just followed you after taking the photo?
Yeah. So it actually really sucks because I'm like, I think I'm not fully past it yet, but it's because for me, like Ray and Emmy have both dealt with stuff like that. I have never had a stalker approach us, let alone I've never had anybody like threaten my life.
Yeah, that was a crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? What even happened? Because like I watched it and like it goes, you can't see it, but he says, I'm gonna kill you. I'll kill you right now or some shit.
Well, so we met him like where he took the picture with us. He stopped us like on the pier and he's like, hey, like I'm a really big fan, da. So we took a photo with him and like he was in a sweatshirt. So when you see somebody's face and they're wearing certain clothes, normally the first thing you remember is their clothes if they come back.
Yeah.
He changed clothes. So we did not know.
That's fucking strange.
Yeah. And we get on the Ferris wheel and it's like the final night of our marathon. Like we're celebrating us being together. It's like all 3 of us hanging out. Emmy flew out for that and everything. Yeah. And then we get off and he stopped us to ask for Emmy's number. And we were like, oh no, like we're, no thank you, laughed it off because it was very uncomfortable. Like normally when you're uncomfortable, you laugh and you're like, okay, whatever, like, let's go. And he's like out loud and on the camera, he's like, oh, well, I'm gonna keep following you then. And like Ray makes a joke like, oh, we have enough stalkers, like we're good, like please leave us alone, you know what I mean? And we walk away. And I like look back and I'm like, oh, he's actually following us. Like that's not a joke. And so all we wanted, it's so sad. All we wanted that night was Ferris wheel, churro. That was like Emmy's thing. Like she's always wanted to go to the Ferris wheel and then get a churro after.
Good.
And we were gonna go home. Yeah, we never got one because he was like, what wasn't on camera was he was standing behind us. And I kept looking back and my cameraman kept looking back and we were like, oh, he's like changing personality like that. Like he's like 1 minute he's smiling at us and the next minute he was like mad and like punched the fuck out of a trash can behind us. We're like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like, mind you, it's like 30 seconds, okay, that this happened. There's like a minute that it's happening in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like something's wrong. So Ray's like, hey, we're gonna go. We start walking and he starts trying to cut in front of us. And I'm like, no, we're not going actually, because he's fucking, still here. And we didn't want to walk back to our car because eventually on the pier, you're like alone. for a bit.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, the smartest thing to do is to stay with the store people because this guy's like really following us. And he ended up like getting super fucking aggressive, like still like punching stuff. So Emily, who is Ray's assistant, who's also a girl, like goes up to him and she's like, are you fucking desperate? Like leave us alone, please. Like holy fuck. And that's when he's like, fuck you, bitch, da 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 da. And she's like, do not come near them or like I will fucking fight you. Like do not fucking touch them. And then that's when he's like, oh, you want to fucking fight me? And then he like turns to Emmy and he's like, I'll kill you right fucking now. I'll kill you right now. And he starts running towards like me and Emmy and Ray.
Yeah.
And we had to like run. So it was like a whole thing. I felt bad for my cameraman because like he's holding like $14,000 worth of equipment and he doesn't know what the fuck, like it happens so quick that you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And he's not trained in defense. So how would he know to like throw everything down and put the hands on the guy? And also the guy while he's saying it is like reaching in his pocket. So everybody's like, oh, well, he was probably just saying that. Like, you don't know if he had a knife. But I'm like, yeah, but when you're in that situation and somebody's going to threaten your life, you're not going to wait to find out what they have in their pocket. You're going to get the fuck out of there if you can't defend yourself. So that's what we did. We like screamed for security and then security didn't really help us. So we had to scream. And luckily, one of the workers heard us and believed us. And he pulled us in the store and hit us in the back. And then they kept trying to walk us around the back to like, be like, oh, he's gone. Like, it's fine. I'm like, no, it's not fine. Like, we don't know what the fuck he had on him. Don't put us outside. And they hit us in like a shed. The police didn't come for like 20 minutes. It's like a whole thing.
Sounds like LA.
Yeah, it was bad. And they didn't even like, now I can kind of talk about it because unfortunately, you know, you can imagine how it is to report something like that to LA cops here. It was not a great experience.
Oh, bro, they don't do fucking dick about anything. Not that the cops are bad. It's just like they don't have
the resources.
Not that they don't have the resources. They just don't have anything they can actually do.
Yeah.
Because their kind of shit is like, they'll tell you, oh, well, did he hit anyone? And they'll be like, well, no. Well, he was talking about it. Okay, well, he didn't actually do anything. So like, we can't really do anything.
Yeah.
Because of the laws in California are so fucking terrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, originally we had to prove that he was actually stalking us because they thought, you gotta think it's like the pier. They thought he was like a homeless dude who was just on drugs. And they're like, oh, these girls are freaking out for no reason.
Yeah.
And like, we're like, no. He was, oh yeah, I sorry, I didn't tell you this. He was watching her TikToks when he was like originally standing behind us too. So like we knew who he was there for. Like it wasn't like a thing of like, whatever. He's like looking at her TikToks, looking at Emmy, you know, being crazy. And like, it was just so traumatic that like, it sucked to have to be like talking to the police and be like, hey, we are trying to tell you that he's stalking us. And they just, originally they thought it was like nothing.
Yeah.
So they're like, they had us walk down the pier and like didn't offer us like they were like walking next to us, but not really paying attention. I've never really said this like publicly. They're like not really paying attention to like what is going on around us at all. And I'm like, dude, you guys didn't catch this guy. This guy could be anywhere on the pier. And now he feels like he has nothing to lose because his face is put all over the internet right now.
Yeah.
And just do some crazy shit. And they're not even locked in. And it sucks because like, I don't fault the like, I think the cops like did what they thought was right in that moment.
Yeah.
I just think that they deal with so many crazy people that to them, they were like, oh, these are just scared girls. It's nothing. And it wasn't taken seriously until we could prove that like he stalked us. And now it's a matter of them finding him. But
yeah,
you know how that's going to go. It's kind of like,
not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah. It sucks. So we've tried to do everything behind the scenes. I can't like say like much more of what we're trying to do, but like,
well, moving forward, it's making IRL stuff scarier.
Yeah.
So what, you just like get fucking security guards with guns and shit.
Yeah, but like for example, I went to Japan and like there's a bunch of apparent like stream snipers in Japan that are like Americans that stay there that go crazy.
I fucking love Japan.
I do too. I was there for 10 days. It was amazing.
The fucking best place.
But like for me, because I've never dealt with that, I'm scared that like if somebody comes up and they try to get weird with me and I'm like, bro, I gotta pay for security to fly over to Japan and everything, and I don't do that, I don't want it to like put me in a weird mood on stream, and then that's very public. Because like, yeah, freaking out like that publicly and having that put everywhere was like very weird. I was like, oh fuck, this is like a really traumatic thing that everybody's reacting to, and I'm like, that's so weird. So I think I need like a little bit of time.
Yeah, you and it's so interesting. It is so different for a girl.
Yeah,
so fucking different.
Yeah. Like I mean, do you have people who ever try to like find you and like,
oh yeah,
be weird as fuck?
Oh yeah,
really?
Fuck yeah.
Like what incidents? Can you name one?
Oh man,
he laughed. He laughed. God. Like he's like, yeah, I know.
No, it's just like I don't like to name them because it's like then you're kind of like
Giving them credit.
encouraging more of nonsense to happen. There was one instance where at my old gym, there was this, I feel bad about this one kind of because there was this like woman who came with like, you know how you came with your luggage because you're traveling?
Yeah.
She came with a bunch of luggage and she went to my front desk and was like, oh, I'm supposed to move in with Brad. And she'd been
Shut up.
someone catfished her for 2 years as like just using pictures of me.
Wait, I kind of feel bad for her.
I
That
felt bad.
sucks.
I felt really bad. Like this woman thought she was going to move in and like live with me.
Stop
He's laughing. He's laughing. It's
Stop
fucked
laughing.
up.
That's crazy.
It's fucked up.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I was gonna make a joke and say maybe she wanted to be your friend, but I wasn't gonna do that. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
dude.
That
more than
sucks though for her.
Yeah. She
And-
like came to the gym and because I remember looking back on the security cameras and being like, oh man, I feel bad. Like bags, everything. And they were
Was
just
she like mentally off a little bit?
I didn't talk to her personally, but the front desk, the front desk didn't seem like she was so off. They were just like, dude, she was kind of, I think she cried. Like she was pretty distraught. Like she wasn't like crazy. She just got tricked.
That sucks.
This was probably like 2018, 2019.
Oh my God. And you never spoke with her personally?
No,
Really?
I wasn't even in town that time.
Yeah, but I'm surprised you didn't like reach out to be like, hey, I'm really like,
Well, I didn't even know
I'm
who
not
it was.
that person.
I have no.
oh, so you never found out like her information?
I've never had any contact with her ever.
Damn. I
just-
wonder what happened.
Watching this hit him up.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
it sucks. It's someone just took my photos and was like, yeah, whatever. Probably like, come fly out, meet me. And she just pulled up.
Damn, that's fucking. And you've never seen like any of those profiles or anything like that?
I've never seen anything. I just
That's
got the report
fucking
from the people at the gym.
crazy.
So it's like stuff like that. But it's like, again, all this stuff is so different. Like definitely being a man and like being involved in content and being a woman is way different.
Yeah, no, it's different. But I think men, you guys still get weirdos too.
Yeah,
you guys get hella weirdos also.
You
but
do.
it's different from girls.
But it's like, when it comes to like defending yourself is, for me is way different than you.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. For you, I mean, I know some guys that have like some crazy girls that are in love with them and they like send them their address and shit. It's nuts. Like I actually know some like guy creators that go through that. I'm like, fuck, that sucks, But I've had that too. It's
Yeah.
kind of a whole thing. As a girl creator, I will say it's a different game sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I've learned from that incident, because I think I don't see myself as a big streamer, like at all. Like I don't know, I just don't see it. And so over the time that has passed, I've never really gotten security. Cause I'm like, nobody gives a fuck about me. Like I can just go to a convention and walk around and like, who gives a fuck? And my team has always been like, Cinna, you are a lot bigger than you think. You need to like have security. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And then this incident, even though he was there for Emmy, it was like an eye opener where I was like, okay, like he found out that Emmy was there through our streams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, if we were just like a small streamer and it wasn't there, that wouldn't have happened. But it's because we have so many eyes on us that like people are like, oh, they're here. Like I can just go here and show up. And I've never thought that I would have to do that. Like I always thought I'd be like, oh, I just go out and stream and who gives a fuck? Like,
Yeah.
who cares? Nobody's gonna pull up and be like, oh, I want to stream Snipe Cinna. But I've had it happen off camera. We've had people like on camera, but like nobody is threatening. And like, it's kind of made me realize I'm like, oh, okay, like people really will go out of their way to find you. And like,
Yeah.
it only takes one, like that example.
Yeah.
Wait, can I sidebar a question really
Yeah,
fast?
go ahead.
Do you have a lot of people that try to fight you?
No.
Really?
Not actually,
Because I
no.
feel like if you were like if you were like a buff guy, people would try to walk up and be like, yo, I could beat your fucking ass. Like
That did happen a lot when I was younger. Like I said, you asked me about my fights, but like when I was younger, it was like my mid 20s. You go anywhere where there's like people are drinking and like people are just like, ooh, you're a fucking tough guy, huh?
Really? Because like
Yeah.
I was with Cameron Brink like 2 days ago, and she's like WNBA, like super good, and everybody like around was just like, oh, I could probably beat you in a basketball. I could probably beat you in a 1v1.
I think that's why I did this whole street fight thing against all the MMA fight. Why it went so viral because they're like buff guy, like an actual fighter.
Right. And
There's always that weird little maybe who knows because I'm heavy. 'cause
yeah.
I'm
So
bigger.
people are like, oh, I could probably take you, and
Yeah,
they like want to
well,
see.
Yeah, I think people get enamored by the whole just like that competition aspect of things.
Yeah. See, I love not being like, I'm like not super fit. I'm just normal. And I'm like, yeah, I'm out of the way, low key. Nobody tries to challenge me to anything. That's how I like it. Leave
fair.
me out of that.
Well, you're a girl. They're not gonna.
Yeah, but I feel like if you were like a buff girl, people would be like, oh, I can bench more than you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine dealing with that. I'd be like, dude, shut up. Like, get out of my face.
Have you ever been really into the gym?
Yeah. I actually am getting when I get back, I'm getting a trainer because I'm like, I want to be my most fit, and I haven't been like that way in the past like 2 years, definitely. And so
there
I'm
was
like,
a time you were more fit,
yeah, when I was like probably like 5 years ago.
and then you got streamer money, you got fat.
Yeah, that's what
sick.
it was.
That's on, bro. I'm telling you right now, and I'm not saying you're fat at all. I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all.
Thank you.
Is that because they would have took that the wrong way to hear that?
They're like, Bradley, what the fuck?
No, I didn't mean that at all. I'm just saying like there's a real thing that happens.
Yeah, you
when
know,
start
by the
to
way,
make money.
sorry, just a sidebar. They're gonna clip you when it cuts off,
fucked.
and they're gonna put it in my comment, be like, damn, he cooked your shit. So
Yeah, you're not fat at all, by the way.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you.
My point was though, whenever you get money, I swear to you, this happens with every single person. You get a little fatter.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a real thing because you can just like. I'll never forget the best thing about ever making money was that I could just eat whatever I wanted.
Yes.
Whenever I wanted.
Yes, that's me right now.
Oh,
I'm
so
like,
good.
I'll see something that's expensive. I'm like, yeah, but that shit looks good
There's
though. That shit looks good.
There's something special about food, man.
And I've had struggle meals. Okay, I grew up poor.
Yeah, I
so
get you.
now when I see nice things, I'm like, but maybe I don't even buy like designer shit. I only buy good food.
Yeah, that's I don't buy any of that kind of shit. I have a few because I've had it for so many years, but money that is. But that sounds like such a flex. It's so corny. Sorry.
Yeah, that was.
Wow,
Damn,
Jesus
call
Christ.
me fat and flexed on me. That's crazy.
Wow, so sorry.
I'm kidding.
No, but the food is the one thing that I'll always be like, yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna spend the money on it.
I think it's because food is like, I call food life. It is. Like, I think if I could have the option to have like $5 million right now, but I have to eat, I ask people this all the time before I answer. $5 million? Well, wait a minute, no, because you have money. So this doesn't apply to you.
Ask me.
I'll ask you $5 million, but you have to eat the same meal for the rest of your life.
Oh, I could do that though.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
I have a problem.
You're a gym guy though.
Yeah, that's
So-
a very easy. Very
yeah,
easy
dude,
for me.
fuck you. This question does not apply to you.
Yeah.
Sit this one out.
So
The question is just like, would you get 5 million right now, just right now, and then you'd have to basically eat the same food for the rest of your life?
Yep.
I don't think I could do it, but that's also because I believe I could get there.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was like struggling and not doing well, I think I would probably do it, to be honest. 'Cause at that
Depends.
point,
Yeah.
like you say, you got somebody got to pay the bills, you know?
I mean, if you asked struggling me like 5 years ago, I'd probably tell you maybe I'd try.
I would have
But
done
like,
it.
bro, I love food though. Like I love I
hold
think
on, here's
eating
the-
the
hold
same
on, we
meal
got-
every day makes me sad.
Okay, but the same meal, are we talking like we have to have the same exact spices and everything?
Everything.
Oh, that damn. Oh, shit.
Everything.
That's actually really tough.
That's what
That's
I'm
tougher than I thought. That's
saying.
tougher than I thought.
What would
'Cause,
that
like,
meal be?
Oh, for me?
You can pick. You can pick whatever.
You could pick?
Yeah, what would that meal be for you if you did it?
Sushi, hands down.
Ew.
That's fire.
Ew.
You die of mercury poisoning for sure.
Send me on my merry way.
Yo, send me away, bitch.
Yo, if I die by sushi, then fucking end me. I don't
Would it be
care.
like the same little sushi roll you'd have every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, what sushi roll would it be?
They call it a rainbow roll, but I'd either get that or just get a bunch of like salmon, sashimi, and like tuna and shit like that.
Oh, you
But
healthy.
I'd probably get a roll just because like that's like the good shit.
I respect that.
That's like a whole bunch of different flavors. You know
I
what I mean?
swear, dude, I could eat bison and rice for the rest of my life.
Bison.
Bison and rice.
I don't know why. That was like the most Joe Rogan-esque thing you've ever said.
Really?
Yes.
No, bison is so good.
No, I feel like it is good because I've had it before, but I used to listen to like a long time ago. I remember I listened to like 1 or 2 episodes of like his podcast and he would talk about like fucking bison and shit. And I'm like, I don't know why that gave me like Joe Rogan vibes right there.
It's so
It did.
good. Have you ever had bison?
Yeah, I have. My grandfather hunted like a lot when I was growing up. So I've had like elk, bison, I've had alligator, I've had a bunch of crazy shit.
What was your childhood like? Talking about that. Did you like both parents?
No, my dad was the one who raised me. So my mom, dipped
That
out.
makes sense.
Why?
I just want to see your reaction when I said that.
Wait, no, why?
I just want to see.
Now, if I would have said the opposite, if I would have said my dad left me, and then you said that makes sense, I would be like, damn, that's crazy.
That would have been. My dad left me.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I'm kidding. It
My dad
doesn't.
killed himself.
Don't say that he did.
He hung himself.
Why would you say that? How
It's
am
the
I supposed to
truth.
follow that up?
It's exactly. Let's see what you got. Let's see how dark you are. Go ahead, do it. That makes sense. Go ahead, do it.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Dude, it was a long time ago. I have to laugh about it now. It's fuck.
We're gonna clip that,
I had one
You should have
brewing.
just said that made sense.
I had a really good one brewing, and I was gonna say that made sense, but then I was gonna say that made sense because he had you, but I didn't want to say that because you're actually really nice. So and I'm really sorry that sucks. But It came into my head. It was back here. And I was
No,
like,
that's
no.
good. You gotta let that fire.
No,
Let
I had
it
to
go.
cancel that animation. That animation needed to be canceled because that'd be a crazy clip.
Dark jokes are so funny though.
I like them. They're fun.
So good.
I feel like you gotta laugh about like I know my mom didn't raise me. We're cool now, but like I laugh about it. It's funny.
Yeah. Why did she choose not to raise you?
She's just young. Like I as somebody who like I've gone through a lot of years of my life now.
How old is she?
My mom she had me when she was 17. So she's very young.
God.
Very young. My dad was 19 or 18.
Wait, so how old is your mom?
Now she's like in her 40s. Like 40 how old am I? She'd be like 46, 45.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're very close in age. Like, cause I'm 28.
What does she look like, your mom?
She's pretty. Are you asking because
No,
you
I'm
want
just curious.
No, I mean it's just like you just
Maybe we
asked
could be
in a
friends.
way. Like
I don't know.
So I'm telling you that my mom didn't raise me and abandon us, and you're like, oh, what does she look like?
Sounds like a. Sorry.
No, go ahead. That's what you want to say.
No, it sounds like we could be friends. I don't know. We know about abandoned or being abandoned.
That is
Both of us.
That is true, I guess. So you want me to hook you up with my mom?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my
I'm
God,
joking.
this is the worst day.
I'm totally joking.
No, I don't. I want you to know, my mom, I'm going to send her this clip, by the way.
Fuck.
I will send it to her.
Is she taken?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I think she, don't smile.
No, I said okay.
Why
like,
the fuck did you
No, I didn't smile. I didn't smile.
He said, okay.
No, I didn't know. I said okay. Like
Yeah, like you got like butterflies
No,
in
I
your
was
stomach
clearing
or
my
some
throat.
shit.
I was clearing
Okay,
my
like
throat.
it's like, what was
That's
that?
dope. That's cool. Why is she was like, fuck it. She's young. She's like,
Yeah, I think she just wasn't ready. And like, I think there's a lot of different reasons that
she
she
was
has.
like, kid, I'm out.
Yeah, but like, I mean, she
Fuck.
my sister first and then me. And like, my dad ended up raising us. Like, my dad is the best dad ever. He's so
That's
great.
amazing.
Yeah, he's
Right.
awesome. But we grew up very poor. Like, we didn't have a lot. My dad, the only reason we lived in the house we did is because my grandparents owned it. And they just felt like, they can't have us on the street. So they gave us the house, which wasn't like anything crazy. It's a little townhouse. And like, we just grew up that way. Dude,
Yeah.
my dad, like, he was a hustler. We used to know how to, I probably should stop saying this online, but like, our water would get cut off because we couldn't afford it. And my dad found out, he learned how to turn it on from the meter, like
yeah.
behind our house. So he would
That's
just be like,
dope.
yeah, fuck that. We're not going without water. Like, you girls got a shower. So here you go. And like, he looked out for us a lot.
Damn, that's cool. It sounds
Yeah.
like me during COVID when they turned my power off and I cut it and I turned it back on.
They turned aren't you rich?
No, yeah, but I wasn't supposed to have the gym open during COVID because it's California.
Oh.
So they came and they turned my lights off. For a while we operated with just like construction lights.
Oh, so you had it open and you weren't allowed to.
Yeah, I said fuck the city. Yeah.
That's actually kind of
And then so here's the funny part about that was because I was trying to do right by them and I was like, yo, because I'm sending emails to the city and I'm like, yo, we're following these things, we're doing these things you
like
want us to
following
do.
protocols. Yeah.
That they were like, yo, do this, and then maybe we'll turn your shit on. And I kept following up to try to, like, after they already turned it off and they put a lock on it. I was like, following up, yo, we're doing what you want. Can come turn our lights back on. Cause I was using for like 2 months, like generators I was putting gasoline to have lights on and have like music and all that stuff in the gym. And they never responded ever. So to this day, obviously I'm out of that spot now. I have a new spot in Encino, but you should come, by the way, next time you're back in LA to train.
Gym?
Yeah, gym.
I'd be down. Give me like a month. Let me like lock in so that way when I show up, I'm not getting bitched. You know what I mean?
Nah, you wouldn't get bitch.
No,
But listen, so they never responded, which is funny because that in and of itself is interesting. It's like they never even would have, the lights would have never been back on had we not gone in and cut the lock.
Right.
Like we went in with a big like giant like cutter and cut it and turned it on ourselves.
That's crazy. That is actually so crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that shit happened that time.
Yeah, that's pretty, dude, cutting your power is pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I mean, they at least give you like notices or some shit if it's really that deep, but like cutting
Well,
your power
there
and,
was
like,
a lot
blocking
of there was a lot of notices. They were like they were trying to shut me down for a while, and I was just like no, because it didn't make sense for a lot of reasons. I can go into details, but I won't. I've done it before.
especially because you were like following protocol and everything too.
Well, no. Originally, I wasn't protocol, but protocol didn't make sense. In that at that time, it was like I was just seeing how they were operating. I'm asking these questions like, well, why is the fucking airports fine? They're like, well, that's federal, so we can't. And I'm talking to a public health guy who's state and local, and I'm like, well, are you telling me that it's not spreading there, so it's all good there because it's federal? And
So
you're just
you were
shutting me
getting
down?
some heat
Oh yeah,
then,
I was
weren't
getting,
you?
Yeah, a lot.
Have you had a problematic past?
Oh, my father hung himself when I was 6 years old.
Okay, not.
Very problematic.
Not that problematic. You know what I mean?
I
meant with your career. And see, because you're making me laugh and I can't. You're saying
I had trauma.
You're saying fuck shit and then I'm laughing, which looks bad. Okay, it looks bad.
It's funny.
But you know what I mean? Like in your career, like have you had a lot of controversy?
I've just had I've been in it in a long time. So yeah, I've dealt with a lot of shit. But that was like that was the COVID era, like shutting down everything. And I was just like, this is bullshit. This isn't right. Like to shut this down. And then I'm seeing like Costco and all these other big franchises, Best Buy, like right down the streets open. I'm like, yo, you're having thousands of people in here every day, but you're telling me this got to close down. And it didn't make sense to me.
It did suck because I know a lot of small business owners that like lost their businesses because of it.
And then we started talking about the thing that I couldn't take that time when they're like essential versus non-essential, which was like, how are you going to tell someone their whole life? Like imagine I opened that gym and I didn't have social media, but my whole life amounted to that gym and I spent all my money and they're like, yeah, your business is fucked now. Go fuck yourself. It's not essential.
Yeah.
That's not right. That was never right. And that's where I stood on it. And that's why I was like, no, this is wrong because there's thousands of gym owners that had to shut their gym down. I had other income from other sources from the internet to be like, okay, I'm going to deal with lawyers. I'm going to deal with the bullshit. I went to court like 9 times. And I'm just
that
like,
fucking sucks. Oh my God.
And every time they're just like, yeah, you got to shut it down. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna. Like, tell me why it's worse here than it is fucking Costco or Best Buy down the street or airplanes. They can never say anything.
Yeah, the non-essential versus essential thing was crazy, but it only affected me that like, and I got mad about it was because I got deemed essential personnel because I worked at the fucking restoration company. So I never got to leave my job. Like everybody else got paid time leave. Remember that? And they're like, I got to stay home and get paid and play video games. Bro, I didn't get that shit. I was working the entire fucking time and I was so mad. I was like,
you wanted
why?
that free money, huh? That free layoff
that's all
money.
I wanted. That would have been great.
Fucked up.
But you know what? It's fine. Because now when everybody talks about like, oh, well, you got this free layoff money, I never got it. So
yeah, I didn't get none of that shit.
You can't be mad at me. Don't look my way.
Spend money on that shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, going back to your past, your dad raised you. And you're talking about from birth?
Yeah.
She was out.
No, she raised us till about, I was in like kindergarten.
Okay.
So I remember her being in my life like pretty vividly. And then about kindergarten or first grade, she was like no longer around.
Like just gone?
Yeah. Like straight up.
And so you obviously you grew up with your father. You saw that he was a hustler. Do you think that's why like made you the person that you are?
Oh yeah. Like I think that's why like I'm very like, just I got shit to do. You know what I mean? My dad raised me to be a go-getter. He was like, yeah, if you want, like even college, like he was like, if you don't get a scholarship, you're paying your way through college. Nobody's gonna hand it to you. So get your act together and get your shit done. And that's what we've always been like.
It is interesting how people who are dealt certain hands like that always tend to like, you learn so much from that.
Yeah.
And you are able to create more from it. Like in negative and a lot of negative shit, it's just like, okay, what's your perspective on it? What are you actually gonna learn from it?
I'll ask you, because this is how I feel about it. It's like, I've been through like some shit in my life. I don't think I had like, obviously I had like not a great childhood, but like with my dad I did. But like I think there's a lot of things in my childhood that were like changed me as a person and they were very negative. But I think that as I've grown, I've become appreciative of those things. Cause I think it made me who I am today, which is like I am so appreciative of things I have. Like I'm not a dickhead and da-da-da-da. And like I have no grudges against my mother. Like me and my mom are cool now and I love her to death. I'd do anything for her. And like I think for me, I wouldn't be that way if I was raised like rich and spoiled. You know what I mean? If I had just like a normal upbringing, I probably feel a lot more entitled to things than I do now.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way?
100%. I mean, my whole life, for a very long time though, I was definitely very like, why me? I remember my whole childhood thinking like that. But then I found the gym and I was like, oh, this is it. Honestly, originally was just an escape to try to like feel better about myself and my circumstances.
Right.
But it certainly made me who I am today. Because in that sort of community, in that space, like you learn a lot about yourself, but you also meet a lot of people that teach you maybe in ways that, you know, my father could have taught me. Right. So there's a lot of stuff that happened in my life that it made sense when I was probably about 26 years old. And I was like, oh, this is what it's all for. Like this was for this. Because a lot of my popularity early on was obviously like I looked a certain way and I performed a certain way, like lifting, but I would make YouTube videos where I would talk about my life and my perspective of my life. And then people be like, damn, like I appreciate it when you said this. I appreciate when you talked about that because I'm going to do this. That's when it started to make sense to me, right? Because it's, you know, it took me 20 years after, because my dad took his life when I was 6. Now I'm 26 and I've been making content and I'm not even trying to like, I wasn't like, oh, I want to get followers. I want to be popular. Like it was just, it started to happen just because I was sharing my life.
That's how mine is. Yeah. Like people just started gravitating towards me. And it wasn't like, I never intended to be a big streamer, but that's when I started making the big money. And I was like, oh fuck, okay, well I could probably do this. Let me try it.
So why do you think people like you the most? Like, what do you think about you stands out the most to your audience?
Well, remember when I was telling you earlier,
besides the Squirrel Girl cosplays,
right? Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Gooners.
Remember I was telling you earlier, like there's people obviously that like watch me because they're into me, right? Like I think every girl would say that. There are guys that have that too, but girls obviously they have it a lot more.
Yeah.
But like I do think there's a certain level of my audience that they find me relatable because I'm very open about like my life and like the fact that I'm appreciative of things I have. And like I think people can tell when they watch me, like I just found this and I'm very thankful. And I'm like, all right, well, we got work to do. Like the grind doesn't stop and we keep fucking going. And like I think that's relatable to people. Like people see that struggle and they're like, I can relate to that because I've been there before, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that will like, dude, I had a guy one time that like reached out to me about like, you know, his mother being killed and like seeing me talk about like struggle and stuff and being like, holy fuck, like that helps me so much. And then from there, he was just like a fan of me and my friend group at the time. And we just watch like me and my entire friend group play games and like relate to us. And like, you know, the people I keep around me, I think your friends are a reflection of obviously, you know, who you are as a person. And like the people I keep around me are like all the same. They all struggled and they all found their way and like are so thankful for what they have. And I think a lot of people when they watch that are like, fuck, that's relatable. I want that. Like, cause you know, when I was a kid, man, and I would see people that would like be a big celebrity or like an internet personality and you're like, damn, they came from nothing. And like, they just, there they are now and they're on the top. You want to be that, you know, you want to be like, damn, I got out of the trenches and I'm done.
It's weird though. There's sort of two sides to it where it's like, you could take that hand you're dealt with in your life and like, it could be such a terrible outcome.
Yeah.
And then there's obviously what you've done, what a lot of people, what most successful people have done is use it to like fuel them to make them better or to like share and give.
Yeah.
But what I find interesting about this is like on the internet, the stuff that is actually super beneficial, like you spoke about the guy who said what he dealt with and then how he related to how you talk or what you talk about or, you know, the kind of content that you make that he's able to say, oh, this makes me feel better about my circumstance.
Right.
That gets so much less traction than negative shit.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But it's because you got to think like it's easy to get caught up in the negative shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so easy to be like, damn, this person did some disrespectful shit. Yo, fuck them. Like,
But
I feel like so many people gravitate towards that.
100%. But that's what's so interesting about it is because the individuals who find the success or who have the growth are the ones who are able to say like, look at negative stuff in their life and not just be like in circles about it and create more from it.
Yeah.
What I find interesting is on the internet, how people are just like so enamored by negative shit, almost like to escape their negative shit, but never process their negative shit.
Yeah. That's
And
the
so
thing.
they look for it.
Some people look for it because instead of looking for like the things that are like, damn, I want to use that to inspire me. They're like, damn, I had a bad day. So I want to see someone else have a bad day and like echo that. You know what I mean? And so, dude, I found one account. Oh my God, it was so funny. Like 2 days ago, the other account was like tweets me every day. And they're like, fuck you, you stupid whore. Oh, it was, of course, it sucks because he came from, you know, when I spoke about Aiden and sorry, you know, but like it is what it is. And like he just has been tweeting me every day, like, fuck you, you bitch. Da, da, da. Bro, I go on his account and every single tweet on his account is like something negative. Like there's not a lick of positivity in his life. And I'm like, holy fuck. Like I cannot imagine being on the internet and being like, yeah, all I want to do is just say horrible shit about people because your life has to suck if you're like that.
Yeah.
Like it, and I'm not even saying that in a disrespectful way. Like, you know, you suck. Like I hope that person grows from that and they realize how stupid that is. Cause like, that's just not a healthy mindset.
Well, it's going to keep you there. That's
horrible.
That's the thing about it. Is that's what I'm kind of talking about is like, I don't know. I wish at some point, I don't know if this will ever happen, but in internet, cause I think humans are just so enamored by negative shit. They get stuck to it. But imagine if people were more enamored by like positive shit and like the overcoming, because then they would do that.
Yeah, but it's a fine line though, because you know what? You can't always be preachy. Because you know, there's some people that like they're so positively
like,
preachy
shut the
that I'm
fuck
like,
up,
bro, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? You struggled and it's different, but like you have to find the balance. Like if you can joke with it, I think that's what makes you more relatable is because it's like, it doesn't define you, but if it comes up, you'll talk about it and then you move on. It's way better like that. Because there's like, you get the really preachy and then you get the really negative. You just got to be in the center.
So speaking about motivational stuff, what's your morning routine like?
You could have asked me that like 5 years ago. I would have been like, damn, it's fire. I drink some pre-workout. I do this. You're the last person I want to tell my morning routine to right now.
Bro, I bet you this is you. You wake up, you take your phone off the charger, you scroll for fucking 2 hours, you look at what people are saying about you. You probably like reply to a few business like oh, you have to do this. You're like, okay, I'll be there. And then you probably eat some food.
I feel so called out right now.
No,
I'm so called. That's exactly what I do. That is literally exactly. What the fuck? Are you stalking me? Hello? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, it's because like I do that shit too.
You do the same thing.
It's terrible.
Yeah, every morning I get up, I look at my mentions. I'm like, okay, like this is cool. I look at what I got to do that day, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. I do a lot of like business email stuff now. That's what I've been doing. Like, I'm been so fucking busy.
You're not dunking your head in the water.
No, I wish. I feel
4
like.
a.m.
You know what I really wanted to do? Can you tell me if this is crazy? Because you do fitness stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wanted to add that like cryo shit to my routine. Like, you know when you like jump in the ice bath?
Yeah.
In the morning? Is that good for you?
Yes. Yeah. You should do it. Don't do cryo. Do the ice bath.
No, I thought you were going to say no. And
No,
I was going to
it's
go
so
say,
good.
thank God, because I don't have to do it. But
No, it's so good. It gets you hyped up, gets you laser focused, especially
so
in the morning.
You're telling me I should do it.
Yeah, it'd be dope.
God, you're going to be.
It'd be awesome.
I want to die.
But to be honest,
right
the best
now.
thing you could do is like the first thing you could do, not be on your phone, go outside and get sun.
I actually used to do that a lot. I haven't been home that much recently, so I haven't been able to. But normally, if I eat like, I don't eat a big breakfast. I'll have like some eggs or something.
Yeah.
I'll eat it on the balcony.
Because what I've realized, the worst part about this whole like the internet era is like we're so connected to our phone.
Mm-hmm.
But if you wake up and the very first thing you do is like go and scroll like whatever, Twitter, fucking TikTok, Instagram, you're like setting the tone of whatever that is for the rest of your day. So it's like you should go outside, think about what you actually want to accomplish. What are you focused on? What do you like passion? Like what do you actually want?
Yeah.
And then let that set the tone for your
That's
day.
actually, you're kind of smart with that. Cause I do. Sometimes I'll see something where somebody's just like straight up wrong. Like they're just assuming some shit about me. And I'm like, draft a tweet cause I want to reply.
Yeah, delete
but then
that.
I
It's just
delete it cause
dumb.
I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't be
And then that
replying.
whole day is like just a derivative of the nonsense.
Yeah, I will say I've gotten a lot better though with comments. I used to be really bad. Like I used to respond to somebody if they call me a whore and be like, yo, your mother's a whore, your sister's a whore, like everything. Like I would just go hard. But now a lot of those comments don't bother me.
Yeah.
Now. I've gotten way better. Do you still get bothered by stuff like
No,
that?
I'm
Desensitized?
Yeah, it's been too long.
Even the you know, not to keep bringing his name up again, but like even when I made the comment about like the whole Aiden coming back thing, like I didn't even read any of those replies really.
Yeah.
I responded to one thing.
But
'cause-
you didn't say anything really bad though.
No, it wasn't bad. But that's what I mean is like when people were like debating, I just realized I didn't care. Like I was like, yeah, I'm going to respond to one thing, which was something that was like out of context. And I was like, okay, this is out of context.
Yeah.
But then after that, I didn't read a single thing because I was like, I just can't care. Like,
Yeah.
I got a bag to worry about. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do stuff for my family. I'm trying to make sure my family's good.
Yeah.
I cannot be bothered if like somebody doesn't like something I say.
For sure.
Because there's going to be times in my life where I'm sure I'm going to give an opinion that somebody doesn't like. And that's okay with me. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think
it's-
everybody has to like you.
For sure, no.
Yeah.
That's like craziness to try to make everyone like you.
Yeah, like,
it's the worst thing you could do.
Bro, I mean, it's something I learned, and I'm sure you know as like a creator, is like when I was really starting out, I was like, oh, if I do nothing wrong, no one will ever hate me. Like, so as long as I'm a good noodle, you know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, she's a great person. Fuck no. That is not how it works
Yeah.
at all. Like, they'll be on your ass for no reason. But I mean, half the time you click on those people's profile, and I'm like, damn, I pray for you. Like, I hope you get right because
Are
your
you
mental
religious?
is not good. I feel like I'm religious to an extent.
Yeah.
Like I don't go to church every weekend, but I was raised like Baptist Christian. And like for me, I'm just too much of I've been way too blessed in my life to think that, you know, there's not somebody who's looking out for me, especially through all I've been through. I think I'm very, very blessed.
Yeah.
So like I'm always thankful.
You want
matter
kids?
what. No.
You don't want kids ever?
No. Maybe like someday.
No,
but
I'm not saying right now today. I'm just saying, do you want kids?
maybe. If you know, if one year I wake up and I'm
So
like,
you could leave them, huh?
sure. No.
could make-
That's honestly, that's another reason
about
why I
it.
like don't want to have kids. I'm like, fuck, what if I don't like them?
You can leave them.
And then I
and then
pull
they'll
up,
grow up and they'll be great like
because
you.
my grandma did that to my mom.
Look at that. Pass it on.
I know, but I want to not do that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, ugh. But like for me, bro, having kids is so much work, man. And I'm on like a grind right now.
No,
So
but forget the grind. I'm saying like in your lifetime, do you want children?
I mean, maybe that'd be kind of dope, I guess. Like a little me. But like,
Yeah.
am I like right now, if you ask me, am I
Right.
like thinking about it? No. My grandma actually gets really upset because she's like, when the incident happened too, the very first thing she says is, you know, this wouldn't happen if you would have got married and had a family. And I'm like,
What
where the
the
fuck did that come from? Yeah,
That's
like
crazy.
It was crazy.
Nah,
and I was
that's
like,
crazy.
You were blaming me
She
for
just wanted to say that shit.
She just wanted to say it. She just wants
Yeah.
grandkids. You know what I mean? That's what she wants. And I'm like, like I keep telling her, I'm not a grocery store. You cannot come here and like get a kid because you want to hang out with one and then come see him. That's not how it works. So maybe give me like a few years and I might change my tune if like I'm with someone and it's like that.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm concerned, like right now, even in like my personal life and like my dating life, that's never been on my mind.
Yeah.
Like ever. I feel like some people maybe would be like, Cinna, you're like 28. So you got to figure it out. But I'm like, if I end up not having a kid, then I could just adopt. So like, who cares?
It's crazy you're older than me. I'm
27. No, I'm not older than you, bro.
It's crazy.
You are not 27. You wish.
I love being
Were
27.
you 27 in like
So
1975? Like,
Bro,
what year is this?
I love that I'm younger than you.
You are not
So
younger
great.
than me. There's no way.
So great. Pull up
What
my
year-
age. Pull up my age.
Pull it up, please. I would have loved to see it. There's
Crazy.
no fucking way you're 27.
Pull it up.
I will go play.
That's bro, they're lying.
Damn.
Nah, that's fucking crazy,
Damn,
bro.
35, man.
Nah, that's crazy. Why, bro? This is they can change their
35?
shit on Wikipedia and shit. They can change this shit.
you know
That's fucking crazy.
You only
bro.
got like 2 years left.
That's crazy, bro.
You know that, right?
I'm gonna change that.
You're
That's fucked up.
basically dead. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's fucking crazy. That's fake.
when you fart, is there like dust out and shit like that?
Yeah. That's fake. That's not real.
That's fake.
They're trolling me. Swear to God, they're trolling me. That's not
Damn.
real. You know, like say, look, Google my net worth. That's also not real.
Oh,
They
is the
just-
year? Is it really 1979?
No, come on, dude. Don't do me like that.
1980. You're an 80s baby. That's crazy.
No, I'm not.
You're
Dude.
an
I don't even
80s
know what
baby.
the 80s are like. 2 million. What the fuck? It's some bullshit. This house is worth more than that.
You have a $2 million. Ooh, $2 million net worth.
That's fake. So how do you know the age is real?
Well.
That's what I'm saying.
So
fake.
you're old. I was gonna call you old and broke, but out of context, that was gonna be a crazy
Yeah.
clip. So I didn't want to do
$2
that.
million. You're broke. It was like, what the fuck, bitch?
I didn't want to do that.
No, that's fake. That's 100% fake. Clearly, the net worth is fake. This house is worth
Can
more
you
than
tell
that
me how
alone.
old he is? And if you
27.
say 27, you hate women. I'm pulling that card. If you say 27, you hate women.
I don't know how old he is.
27. I'm telling you, the number was fake, and that's
How
fake.
much is he paying you to keep quiet? Be honest.
I'm not paying anyone, dude. No one's here paid. They're all doing this off the strength of our relationship.
There's.
Brad's a great guy, you know.
Look at that.
He looked like he's being held at gunpoint when
Ain't
he
no
said
one.
that. He's like,
No,
yeah, no, he's like a
just my
great
homie.
guy.
He don't even get paid. He just. She's just my homie, dude.
Oh, you were actually trying to clutch for him and change his age? You know you can't change that high ass number.
Bro, that's
serious?
fake. That's insane. I was born May
Take you
22nd,
about
though.
6 hours to lower that number, okay? There's no
dude,
way.
I can't believe this. The internet's out to get me.
Damn,
Man.
wait, so you're a 35-year-old smacking a 21-year-old? Let's talk
Dude,
about
that's
it.
fake.
Let's talk
That's not even
about
real.
it.
That's not even real. Well, listen, I don't have
Damn.
kids yet. I had to treat one like my son.
Wait,
you
do
know?
you want kids?
Of course, I want kids. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, at some point. Yeah, I'd love to have them now. But
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, are you like pretty chill, like where you're at? Like you're like, I'm comfortable,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. My
good.
net worth is definitely not 2 million.
Okay.
I'll put that out there.
That's gonna out of context, by the way. Just add that. Where you say my net
Whatever,
worth's
I don't care.
Definitely not 2 million.
Yeah, well, fuck it.
But like you want kids now.
I mean, ideally, yeah, I would have liked to have kids a couple years ago, but you know,
So when you date to marry right now. I feel like most people do, but like, you know what I mean?
it's tough when you say that. Like, yes, but to marry is like you want to be certain. You have to be certain, you know, because
I
that's like the
guess.
rest of your life. So yeah, like that's the goal. But if it was that simple, it's just not that simple.
I get, but I'm talking about like mindset wise. Cause like when I
Yeah.
date somebody, I'm dating you because I see you as like a potential lifetime partner.
that's my intention in dating now is to have a life partner.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, guys, quick and runs for the podcast. BetterHelp. Again, this is something I've probably talked about in countless amounts of podcasts, but it is never not an important conversation. You guys have ever looked for any sort of talk therapy and maybe it's hard because, you know, scheduling is an issue. You don't want to drive somewhere it's far. BetterHelp is a really simple way, really simple solution in order to do this from the comfort of your own home. Give it a shot because I promise you there's a lot of things in life that it's very easy to get caught up in, obviously, but also the advice that you look for in places that are close to you sometimes can be biased advices because the friend or the family member is somewhat sort of involved or invested in like whatever decision you quote unquote make. So having an unbiased perspective is a really good way to get like just perspective on whatever it is you're dealing with. It's not something you got to do forever. It's not something that works for everyone, but it does actually help a lot of people. So if you've ever thought about it, if you ever, you know, have like, okay, this is something I need to do, it's something like there's something I need to get off my chest, or something I need to tell someone else, give it a shot. Go to betterhelp.com. That's betterhelp.com. Use code RAWTALK to get 10% off your first month. Again, talk therapy is something that I've done
multiple times at different stages, at different phases of my life, and it has helped me. There's other things that I've also done that have helped me, but this is something that I can't say, has never helped. So give it a shot. Again, it's not for everyone, but it does help, and it can help. So if you're looking for help, go there, betterhelp.com, and put code RAWTALK, 10% off your first month right now. Let's get back in this podcast.
What do you think are the biggest red flags in guys? If you were dating, you're like, oh shit, he did this, he said that, he does this.
I don't know. I think when a guy's like, obviously I think disrespect is like a big thing. Like if I'm with you, I've learned, because one of my old and long relationships, like I did not know that. So I was very young. And I was like, oh, like they're just joking with me, but it was hella disrespectful now when I look back on it. And I'll never be treated like that, like now. And like I think that the way that a guy treats like his mom is a big reflection of how he's probably going to treat you as a person. And obviously that depends, right? Like you can have some fucked up mothers in the world, and like it's a completely different scenario than like you and your partner. But like I think that's like a big red flag. Like just the way that they outwardly treat other people.
Well, yeah, especially the mom, because that's like, probably someone that they love the most.
Yeah.
Right?
The mom or like any significant figure in their life. Like if I meet a guy and he's disrespect, even his dad, like I'm kind of like, why do you treat your parents that way? And unless there's like a traumatic thing that is a reason why you're not connected with your parents, even then I think there's a mature response to do it. It's not like blatant disrespect and stuff like that. Oh, that's like a big one. I feel like a lot of women feel that way. Like also, I'm not personally a partier. So like if I'm dating somebody and they're like constantly going to parties,
trash.
I'm probably like, yeah, you probably want to be single. Like that's you could just be a partier and like the party, and that, we can do that together. But if you want to party without me, you just want to be single, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay with that. I'll just probably be like, I'm good.
Yeah, that's
like, I'm good. But it's also because I'm very work focused. So anybody that I date now, I want them to be like
that,
in.
like on the same page.
Yeah, like they don't even have to be like doing the same shit that I'm doing, but as long as they have goals for themselves, I think goals are like
they got to be at least
important.
a top 10 streamer,
right? No. I didn't say, no, like top 10 and like what they like. They have like a list of stuff they want to do. Not a top 10 streamer. No, I don't think I would ever date a big streamer. Never.
So you wouldn't date someone in your industry?
I would date someone in my industry, not like a top 10 streamer. No. What do you mean? I would never say who. I'd never say who.
No,
I've dated people in my industry before. Can't say.
He's not gonna say it.
I can't say.
You're the fan.
You're
bro.
not. Yeah, you are actually an off. This is crazy. He's trying to put that in the title. He wants to clickbait. He's like, I dated this person.
Yeah, you're the feds. That's crazy.
No, I would never like say. No. We actually have never ever had a thing. No, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to cook
that's
right
crazy.
now.
I honestly, I don't know that guy. I'll be honest with you.
I thought you said they were just here for your vibes.
That's the first day I met him.
I thought you said they were just here for your vibes.
He's here for the vibes.
Oh, he's here for the vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy's, I just met him today.
Gotcha.
Super
You just walked in.
Super sorry about that. I'm really sorry about that.
Crazy stalkers.
Yeah.
Oh, but you just got the job. You're like, get to hang out.
Yeah, I swear. It's really, I'm going to have to deal with that later. Oh my
that's
God.
you?
Wait, we should not say that.
Well, that's a good. Oh yeah, you'll have to cut it out because you didn't tell that story.
They probably can't hear him because the mics. But
oh, okay, cool.
when are we streaming? IRL Japan. Let's do it. Sushi. Me and you.
Hold on. We can't do that.
The fuck?
You know why?
The fuck is this? What? Why do you know why?
Do you know why?
Why the fuck do you know
You know
why?
why we can't do that?
Why do you know why?
You should know why.
You should know why. It's your rule.
Oh fuck. God damn it, dude. She got me.
Yeah, you should say.
No. Working. See?
We're business only.
Business only.
And the boundary's up.
It's already up. It's been up.
I'm setting the boundary.
I've said it. I already said it before you. What the fuck?
I said it first.
Not even my type.
No, I said it first of all. Well, you're not even my type. So how about that? I'm kidding.
I love it. I love it.
I'm like, wait a minute.
What the fuck?
No, but I probably wouldn't do like a trip because I just came from Japan. But
okay.
I come out here all the time. We could do like a stream.
Okay. I'm down.
As long as you don't farm like a gym clip.
No. I actually want to take streaming serious. So I'm dead serious because I do it for real, but like I want to start actually having like, you know how people, they have the guests, they desktop, they have some fun. It's kind of like this, but it's streaming, it's live.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Canute?
Yeah, Jack Streamer.
Yeah,
bodybuilder.
Yeah, he wants to do like they call it Camp Canute. It's like a thing that he does. He wants to do it with a bunch of like girl streamers and stuff too. Would you go?
Well, I'm not a girl streamer, but
But you
I
could
would go.
stream, like you would train.
Yeah, I pull up.
With
He's
that-
dope. Yeah,
It's literally because they have a gym now out there in Austin that they're doing it at.
I
That
would
they
pull up
want
for
to do
sure.
it at.
He showed me love in the past, so I just fuck around. Like I said, I just fuck around streaming for a while. I've just
Right.
never like gone hard on it.
So you've never met him ever? You guys,
No, we've met on the internet.
you guys meeting would actually be the most annoying meeting somehow,
We
but
both
really
use
funny.
bison and rice just the whole time. Huh?
That's why it would be annoying.
Yeah.
But it would be really funny.
How much you How much you squat? How much you bench?
That's what it would be. It'd be
Yeah.
like you guys would just be trying to like show each other up the entire time, I think.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
No, it does
It sounds
not.
fucking sick.
Oh my God.
We should do it.
That sounds like a stream that I would avoid fully. I'd be like, there's no, it's literally just two
I just bring the
guys.
oil.
Yeah, you're just trying to bench. Do you do like bodybuilding shows?
I did.
But you don't do them anymore?
No.
They look crazy to me. I don't
It's
get
not
it.
your thing.
No, I don't get it at all.
Would you ever date a bodybuilder?
No.
Asking for a friend, not for me. I would clearly.
No.
for
Yeah,
a
the
friend.
boundary.
Yeah,
the
I'm asking
boundary.
for a friend.
No, I wouldn't.
Too crazy?
No, it's also because like if I want to eat dinner, I want to eat dinner. I'm not trying to make you some boiled chicken and broccoli. Like get your life
Why do you
together.
think they can't eat things that aren't that?
But even then, it's like no. And then then they're like oiled up and like you're more. I'm
just walking around in oil.
Yeah, but like I'm half black. You're more tan than me during your shows. Like it just looks crazy, bro. I'm good. Like but I respect it. There's no disrespect. It's just not really.
What kind of guys do you like? Can you say that? I know you don't talk about dating.
I like nerdy guys.
Like what?
I like nerdy guys.
Nerdy guys.
Yeah, like that's always my type. Is like nerdy guys. It's always been
Crazy.
like that.
You
Why
know
are you
what
saying crazy?
No, I was saying, I did a lot of before I worked. I was just saying.
Sorry, there's a wall.
Big time. I mean, I was a big time gamer for a long time.
Sorry, there's a
Before-
wall.
before
Okay,
the gym.
being a gamer doesn't necessarily make you a nerd.
Oh, the amount
There's
of games.
there's different types of nerds.
Okay, so you're talking like a nerd who's like he trips on his shoelace because that kind of nerd
No,
because he forgot to tie him.
but just like like I like sweet guys, like little sweetie pies.
That's a nerd to you. That just sounds like a nice guy.
No, but they're like sweet guys that are like smart. They're like they like they have a very specific interest. I feel like stuff like that. Like if you nerd out about something very specific, I think that's kind of cute. Like
Working out. I'm nerding out. That's a nerd. I really like
so
it.
you wanted me to go to Japan with you, and this is what you're doing?
No. I was saying we go to Japan. We'd eat fish, tuna, sashimi.
So you're trying to appeal to my sushi taste?
I love sushi.
I do
That's
love
honestly,
sushi.
if I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, it'd be sushi.
You guys have a lot in common.
You're gonna get. They couldn't hear it. They couldn't hear it, but I'm gonna beat you up. Okay. You're getting beat up after this. Just so you know.
He slapped the guy.
Look at us. We're the same.
You think me and you are the same?
Pretty much. I slapped Ron. You hate Ron.
You want to hit me?
You want to hit him?
Do you want to hit him?
I mean, after the
It's not like
Fed
an
thing.
HR violation.
Well, no, I just met this guy today. He doesn't work for me. Yeah.
Dude, he's revving up his cheek. You want to be like
He's ready to
Ron?
get slapped.
Have you like done a podcast with Ron?
Yeah, right after.
Wait, really? You did?
Yeah.
How did it go?
It went well. It went great.
He's very, very funny. Like to
No,
like
he's-
do a
he-
podcast with. He's fucking great.
He's honestly hilarious, and he's a good person. And we amended.
I'm glad
You know?
because this
I also in the same stream, I let him slap me back because I felt bad.
you let him smack you back.
Yeah, it didn't go as viral, obviously, but the same stream I felt bad, so I was like, slap me. Because right after I could tell he was like, man, I want to get out of here.
Really? Because he's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, and I
just-
was like, you can slap me back, and he did. He hit me pretty good.
really?
Yeah, there's a clip of that. Pull that up. Ron slapping Brad.
Oh my god.
Negative for her.
He looks like a kid compared to you.
I wanted to help him do pull-ups. Yeah, I didn't make this edit, by the way. I don't know who did this. Wait, where's him smacking me?
Is it right here?
No, this is me smacking him. It's got to be. This aura shit's hilarious. 100.
That was the original clip, right?
That's the original
That's
clip, yeah.
such a good clip.
Whoa, show him smacking me. What the fuck, dude?
It did.
It's just me smacking him again.
That's because nobody cares about it the other
No,
way
no one
around. They
cares.
just want to see you smacking him.
Just can't you type in YouTube shorts like Ronaldo smacking Brad?
Yeah, but I think it's still gonna come up the other way because that clip is so viral.
Holy shit.
That clip is probably just so viral.
Okay, well, for fucking conversation's sake, he smacked me. I let him smack. And there's our podcast. Look at that. Yeah. I let him smack me.
Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, that's such a good clip though. It's
Yeah.
good that like you guys made amends too, so you can
100%.
laugh about it because otherwise it'd be a little bit more awkward.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
No. Me and him are solid, man.
you should beat his ass again though.
No.
I'm gonna come on, please. If I call in a hit, you
We
won't
could
help
do
me
your
out.
bit. We could do your bit for sure. I'll stand up for you when he's
Yes, because he keeps calling me a bitch. Okay, and also Lacey keeps calling
But
me.
are you a bitch? Are you being a bitch?
I could be a bitch sometimes.
Okay.
I can.
That's fair.
Lacey
keeps calling you. He's saying too.
Lacey keeps calling me his girlfriend.
You guys aren't. I heard that too.
No, don't. Okay, Sketch also called me his girl. By the way, both ways, I found out from Twitter that I'm dating.
I heard about the Lacey one though, not from Twitter. Someone told me about that.
Who'd you hear from?
So it was one of the. I don't know. Was it one of the Phase guys or Pokey?
Interesting. Really? So you're hearing? That's what we're doing now. We're spreading
Pokey.
rumors.
It might have been Pokey.
So Pokey reached out to you and said Cinna's dating Lacey. Have you ever talked to her, by the way?
No.
No.
No, I'd love to. I'd love to interview her.
She's very nice. Like very nice.
I feel
girl.
like I've DM'd her, but she's probably has a million DMs.
Yeah, I hate that. Like her and Ray, like people, give them so much shit because I've met those girls. They've been nothing but kind.
They're
to
also
me.
like OGs, man.
Yeah,
They fucking.
But I mean, you as an OG, you get it. Like over your career, people are gonna criticize you for shit.
For sure.
Doesn't make you a bad person. And like, I feel like they have just gotten that so much. And like, I feel bad that they get, people look at them a certain way because they're such nice girls.
That's an inevitable in the content space.
Yeah, but it's low key. Like when I did the stuff, I did a stream with them. It was like Twitch posted a clip of us like just talking. It was like one moment in the stream where we were just talking, and they're like, "Oh my god, Pokey and Ray are influencing Cinna to just sit on her phone and do." And I'm like, "Bro, these girls are like, they did me a favor of like collaborating and coming over, and it was so nice and like." It was just insane the way that people treat them sometimes because I think they get it a lot harder than most.
Yeah. Well, they've been around a lot longer. You think it's because of the two different communities?
Not just, I think it's just also because people, sometimes when you're a girl and you do shit, people go a little hard on you. Yeah. It happens.
Yeah.
Wait, this is him smacking you?
This is him actually smacking me.
He's the one doing. No,
that's a pussy ass wind up. I see it already.
No, really do it.
I said really good.
Come on.
He doesn't get me good.
I can't. I don't know how to. Full palm.
Smack it.
I missed.
Feel better now?
No, he didn't miss. He got me good.
Wait, is that the same day?
Yeah, that was right after. That was like 5 minutes after, maybe 10 minutes. Because they kept working out a little bit, and then I let him smack me. I turned the hat around.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even. Yeah, nobody gave a fuck about this.
Yeah, what if I was like, no, that happened first, and that's why I smacked him?
Then it'd be even more deserved. I'd be like, yeah, beat the fuck out of him. That makes sense. Yeah, I never even knew that this happened at all. I don't think he brings it up.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
But like in comparison to the other one though?
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? The other one was like.
They want to paint him out like a bad guy.
Yeah, paint me as a bad guy. Look at that.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody thought you were a bad guy in that scenario.
His like core audience for sure did.
I mean, yeah, of course.
There were some people that are like, "Oh, good job, Brad."
Most people were like, "Yo, taught that fucker a lesson," which was interesting.
That was the side that I saw. A lot of people were like, "Yeah." Like,
and then his core audience is like, "Fuck you, you old man, piece of shit. You hit a little kid." It's like, bro, the dude's 21. The guy's not fucking kid. 12, man.
Okay, but to be fair, the size difference is kind of crazy.
Yeah, but he's an adult.
Yeah, but
you could.
But they look like kids in this. Like if you didn't know them, I'm being real. Like Ron, Lacey, I love you guys. You guys are my friends. But like they look like kids, and especially when they're standing next to you.
Right, I get what you're saying.
Because you got like bodybuilder, man vibes in that, and then they show up and they're like, "Oh, let me take this guy's hat." Like that's something like a teenager would do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Anybody who doesn't know them is gonna be like, "Damn, why did he fuck that? Why did he smack that teenager?" You know what I mean? Like that's fucking crazy.
Like I snapped a 14-year-old's crazy.
Yeah, it does.
I love both of them, man. And Lacey actually, from this clip to now, he's lost tons of weight. He was in the gym.
Know.
They did a whole gym thing in here for like a month afterwards.
I would never say it to him, but he is like a big inspiration for me to like actually get my shit together because of how quickly he lost weight.
He was in this bitch every day. He was in every single
in your
day.
gym?
Every single day.
Really?
Yeah, they were streaming every day. And he was always the one who I think he like got there soonest and he left the latest.
Yeah.
So he dead ass really wanted to lose the weight.
I heard that he's like grinding. They always say he took Ozempic.
No.
I mean, I say it too to shit on him, but like I know he didn't. Yeah, I know he didn't.
Because I saw him doing it every day.
Yeah.
I didn't, and I've seen people who've taken Ozempic and like their face gets a little different.
Yeah.
He never got that face. Like he lost the weight proportionately.
See, you know what I've always wanted to have? A six pack. It would be fucking sick.
I thought you were shitting on gym bros earlier, bodybuilders.
Yeah,
what the
but like,
fuck?
okay, I'm not, okay, I am, you know what I mean? I am shitting on you specifically.
Okay.
But like, in general, I'd love to have them, but.
You should do it. That'd be sick.
No, bro. Because
Then you could bully whoever you date.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm a
I feel like you
softie.
kind of do. Are you really a soft?
I'm a softie.
I feel like you're kind of tough.
In relationships?
I don't know that yet. No, but based on your outward personality, like you definitely seem like
I'll shoot the shit with you, but like I'll never be mean to you.
You seem like you'd be a little like you could be a little like, yo, pick that up.
No, I think it's like my personality. Like I feel like people walk all over me very easy. Cause like I am very notorious, especially in the industry. Like I dealt with this recently for something I was doing. My manager had to like step in to like speak up for me because they were kind of giving me to do shit that I wasn't supposed to be doing, and I was just kind of like whatever. Like,
oh no, you got to say no to shit you don't.
I know,
do.
but I don't know how to say no.
You have
I don't know how to say no, and I don't know how to confront people.
You gotta confronting. You could avoid that a little more, but saying no, you gotta learn that.
Really?
That's one of the most important things in this space. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
well,
otherwise you find yourself doing dumbass shit that you're like, you look back on, you're like,
so I should have said no to this.
No, not this.
Oh, okay.
This was a dub. No, hell
Okay.
no.
I was actually excited about this. This is not something that like I didn't know how to say no to. I was like
thank
actually
you.
really excited.
Thank you.
If it was that scenario, I just wouldn't have responded normally. is
Yeah,
how
I
do
get you.
But like I'm talking like, you know, when you're on set and they're like, oh, you have to do this, and you're like, no, you know what I
yeah.
mean? I'm very bad at doing that. Like I'll just be like, whatever. Like just
Yeah,
get
just
the
be
fuck
like, you
away.
know, this is not really for me. That's all. That's all you say.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
But I try, like I'm getting better now. I have a problem. Like even the situation where like, you know, the guy showed up at the pier and everything.
Yeah.
That was like the one moment where I was like, damn, Cinna actually like, you know, I grabbed Emmy and
I
like
saw
pulled us
that.
aside and everything.
Yeah, you were the most gangster in that clip.
But that's crazy.
Yeah.
Emily and Rosie, my cameraman. Because
what
Rosie
I-
body checked him.
I just saw originally you were like, what the fuck, get away from us. And you grabbed the girl.
Yeah. But that
So-
was me like more so protecting her. Emily.
But that's what
who's-
I meant.
Yeah. But Emily, the girl off camera, and Rosie, everybody was shitting on him. But Rosie body checked the fuck out of him holding $14,000 of equipment. I'm like, that's my goat. He
Yeah.
works for me too. He's like a really close friend of mine. So.
He's not a Fed.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's good.
I brought that he's a friend. Do you have anything to say about that?
He must be really not attractive to you.
Well, he's on my payroll too.
He's not attracted to you.
Yeah.
He don't really like you.
Yeah.
You're not his type.
No. Yeah, go ahead. I know you want to say something.
Sorry.
Go ahead. I know you're revving it up. Okay, I see it.
But if I'm just saying,
I see the gears working.
if one day you were like sitting somewhere, you
But that's
just
not
done
gonna happen.
I'm just saying, in theory, you were sitting somewhere, you're filming, you just broke up with your guy. If you had a guy, you broke up, and you're like a shoulder, you're kind of sad, and he's like, "Here's my shot," and he's
Then I'd be like, goodbye.
yeah, it's fair.
That's normal. That's normally how I just like say peace. Like I'm good. You know what I mean? But he's super chill.
Yeah. So no shot there ever.
You can meet him if I do a stream at your gym. You'll meet him. He's my cameraman.
I'm excited to meet him.
Oh, are you gonna ask him?
I'm gonna ask him. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him if he would, if he had the chance.
You cannot ask somebody that works for me. That's an HR violation.
Yeah, but it was in theory, in theoretical, non-real world action for the sake of the clip.
That's it. I have to show up with the camera woman
For the
that
sake
day
of the
because I already
clip.
see how this is gonna go.
For the sake of the clip.
For the sake of the clip,
Would you, if you didn't work together, we could put all the parameters. If you ever saw her, or you know,
you are such a gym guy. I don't know what I expected, but you are such a gym bro. I can see it now.
Oh, wait, how is that a gym bro?
I can see it. It just like there's like a stereotype that goes along with that where you're like, you know, like meathead, men just want to fuck, and that's like the vibe you're putting out. Like I can see it.
I'm
It's
just
not in a
telling the
bad
truth.
way though.
I'm
Not
just
in a
telling the
bad
truth
way.
for men. I'm gonna ask him that question. We'll find out. We'll get to the bottom. of it.
I wanted to make another joke. One of those podcast jokes that I made earlier, but I'm not going to do it.
Mm.
I've been good. Okay. I've been good because there's a lot.
You don't want to throw shots? No shots?
No, because I've never been in streamer drama before, and I'll never be in it.
Yeah, I get it.
I
respect
can't.
it.
You cannot get me to care if you don't like me. Like genuinely, you
Yeah.
can't get me to care. If a streamer was to come out and be like, "Yo, fuck Cinna, she's a bitch," I'd be like, "True."
Fuck
Move
it.
on. I got money to make. I cannot
Yeah.
care. So
But that's how you should be. You're choosing that battle, whatever battle that is, properly for sure. It's
I think
bullshit.
people sometimes I'll comment on things and I'll be like, I don't know why she said this, but I'm like, okay. But then literally, I think one time I said something that like people thought I was like, saying an Asmongold, but it was like fair. You know what I mean? It was based off of something that was going on. He talked to me privately. I was like, yeah, this is what I think, but it was about something he said politically. He's like, okay, cool. We're still cool. Like no bad blood,
Yeah.
no nothing. We move on. But the internet, you know, they like to blow shit. So they'll be like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like this and that. I'm like, I just
Yeah.
can't care.
People should be able to disagree and have conversations. and
That's
not
how I
fucking-
feel.
Like, who gives a fuck?
Like it's the same. Like if I disagree with you, I don't have to hate you. I can just not like something you said and be like, I disagree with that and move
Yeah.
on. Now, if you're out here being like, you know, a Nazi, then I'm like, okay, well, wait, you know, probably
Right.
wouldn't be your friend. I'd probably be like, okay, we should distance, but
Right.
That's
There's a
completely
certain
different.
line on certain things.
I think so.
Yeah.
But it's because like obviously yeah, if you're like a Nazi, I'm gonna be like, yeah, your friends are a reflection of you. Probably shouldn't have you as a friend. You know?
Yeah.
But
What do you think your most what's that fucking word?
no, you'll get there.
Yeah, fuck you, you fucking asshole.
No, yeah, keep thinking.
Oh wow, she's fucking me up as she says it more. That's really, you know what, you are
Because
really.
people do this to me, so this is what you get.
Ooh, and imagine live. Ooh, because I'm gonna cut that whole thing out. Fuck you, you asshole. No, what do you think you're most misunderstood about?
Me most misunderstood. I think people think that like I've like slept around with guys and like
Yeah,
you know like
I feel like that's just a default for girls on the internet.
it is. But like I think that's like a hard one for me because everything that I do, I will never get credit for. Like I think there will always be a section of people on the internet that are like, holy fuck. Like they'll say like, oh, people watch Cinna because she did stuff with so and so. But
Right.
I'll tell you this, like, you know, till I'm blue in the face. Like there's a million people who will, there's guys too that will do stuff with big creators on stream and they don't retain viewership. They don't build off of it. They don't grow. And there's reasons why. So if I can build and grow and do my own thing, then, you know, you can't just be like, oh, she showed up on the stream. Da, da, da. There's a million hotter women that go on streams that don't become big streamers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't think I'm like,
What are their ats?
no, yeah, get their socials.
sorry.
No, but like I don't like claim to be like some, you know, hot shit that's going on guy streams and like flashing tits to like
Yeah.
get viewers. Like,
And
I
I've
don't
never
do,
seen that, by the way. You've
Yeah,
never
like,
done
I
that.
don't
You
do
legit
that.
just don't do that.
No, it's not my thing. And it sucks actually. You know why? Because I would love to do gym stuff. Like I'd love to. But I can't do it on stream. Because I tried to one time. And like, you know, when you're really maxing out how you like exhale.
Yeah.
And like as a girl, sometimes it sounds like
Yeah,
you're,
I see
like
what you're
moaning
saying.
or whatever. That happened to me one time. And everybody's like, oh my God, like she's farming this. I'm like, bro, you've never lifted a weight in your life. Because if you did, you know that's like a normal thing that you do. You like exhale when you're like doing that. But to these people, they were so shitty about it that I'm like,
Damn,
can't do
that's
it.
pretty fucked.
it sucked. Because
Yeah.
I would love to do gym content and like show that like, hey, I don't think I'm like the greatest, you know what I mean? The greatest
Yeah.
in shape. I know I'm out of shape, but like, hey, I'm about to put in this work and then you'll see the transformation.
I feel like you should still do it.
Depends.
I see what you're saying.
It
Just don't wear the
depends.
mic like right here. Just have a shotgun mic. It'll
I know,
less-
but I like it sucks when you miss the quality because like if I have to lower, like imagine, you know, I'm doing a squat thing, they get a weird angle. If I have to lower my camera to 360p so you don't, you know, do some gooner shit, then is it really worth it to me? No,
Yeah, I
like
see.
probably. The only thing that I said I would do is like if it's the group of girls that do it, because then that would be really fun and like it's an event. But even then, we'd have to have like top security, like everything. It's a whole production.
you come do it at my gym.
Yeah, but your gym is open to the public, right?
Yeah, we could shut it down for a little bit. Even if it's, I mean, it's open to the public, but at the same time, like it's not like a weird, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And we could have people there that day,
yeah.
like that are looking out, making
Because
sure.
that's what we're talking about now is like I think whatever gym we have to go to, whether it's because I think Ms. owns that gym that's in Austin, right?
Right.
So it's either that one or like we could ask you to do yours.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna have to be shut down because like we can't have like a bunch of big girl streamers that are in there
yeah,
with no security.
We could do it easy.
Yeah.
Just like middle of the day, depending whatever day.
That'd
Sunday's
be
really easy.
sick.
Yeah, we can
That'd be
shut it
so
down.
cool. You're the security?
He's a federal agent, as we know.
Do you?
So he
wait, I was
probably
gonna say,
ha-
wait, can you flex a little bit and see like? So if somebody's running at me, are you gonna?
Well, no, it's
Okay,
no.
wait,
I was
he actually could beat someone
really,
up.
He actually really surprised me with that because I just thought he was skinny as fuck. But he actually had some muscle. But also, a federal agency, you don't really need that. You gotta, you know.
Yeah.
you
That's
don't
how
need that.
I'm telling you, that's what it is nowadays. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
I want somebody who, if they're security, they're not gonna fuck around. I don't
Yeah.
need like security who's just gonna push someone back. I want you
Nah.
to handle business.
Some tactical shit.
You're security right now?
He's a Fed. He's literally a Fed. Look at him.
He's like a million things. You guys don't even know what's going
He's got a strap on him.
Do you really? Can you carry in California?
in.
You can't. I always carry.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
you.
always carry.
Wait, you carry?
Yep. I wish I had it on me right now. It'd be the best clip ever.
Or you just
But I
like
don't
pull
have
out
it
your
on.
gun? You're like, yeah.
If I was just like, yeah, like this, but I don't.
Dude, that'd be sick. My grandparents are like the same. My grandfather always
Why would you
carries.
not?
My dad.
Why would you not?
I mean, it's smart.
yeah.
It's very smart. I'm learning now. I
Yeah.
used to not care. Like, I used to be like, whatever. Like, if you want to carry, carry. Now I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Well, because you experienced something like that. I know. So it's like it changes your perspective on like what's possible.
Dude, it sucks. I feel like a lot of I mean, maybe you disagree, but like I feel like politically, I've normally most of my life been like left leaning, right?
Fair.
It just depends on like certain topics. And like I remember after the incident, I'm like learning about like gun laws and stuff like that to like be able to protect myself.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I was ever like, damn, low key, they might be cooking on the gun laws. Like I was like, yo, like I'm not a right winger, but like the fact that I could get a gun in Texas, I was like, yo, y'all might have cooked on this one because I needed a gun, you know. But like I feel like again, my politics were so different, but it was the first time I was kind of like, ooh,
This one makes sense.
Yeah, I might have to give y'all that one because I really needed to be able to defend myself. So
it's real.
yeah, it is.
Damn.
It's serious. I love that we can have like good. You and I have good dialogue.
Yeah.
I think.
And I'm definitely not. Yeah, I think we'd be really good friends. Is that what you're saying?
Well, let me make sure this boundary's up.
My shit's already 10 fucking things tall.
Okay, my boundary's way taller
My shit's
than yours,
fucking
first of all.
Great Wall of China over here.
Yeah, no, my boundary extends all the way this way and all the way this way. You couldn't possibly get over this wall.
Mars, bro. I've been have that boundary though for a while before you ever had yours.
Did you like that commentary? Did that one hit?
I'm just saying. There's a door though.
There's no door on mine.
Oh.
Here's the thing. You walk out of the door on your boundary and my boundary is like a brick wall with an electric fence on the other side.
I got a moat. I'll push you in it.
A moat?
A moat with crocodiles in that bitch.
Are we building like Guantanamo Bay or whatever
Maybe.
it's called? Like what is it? Isn't that what it is? Guantanamo Bay where it has like the alligators and shit in it?
I think so. Google that. Can you please pull that up?
Am I wrong? Oh my God, it sounds so fucking stupid.
Alligators.
You know what I'm talking about though.
I don't know, dude.
It's
Guantanamo Bay. I just thought it was a prison thing.
It is, right? Yes, military. Okay, good. I'm right. Holy fuck. I was
But
about
are
to
you
feel
sure
so
they
dumb.
got, you said crocodiles in it? I just thought it's a prison.
No, I think it's like in the water. Like if you get out of the water, there's like sharks and shit in there.
It's an island.
Yeah, so is where they send like
But they don't have
peak
crocodiles
criminals.
in salt water.
It's sharks.
Okay.
The sharks will fuck you up.
So you were wrong, but you were right about some predator.
Yeah, I cooked like 90%. I was right there. But thank God I didn't say, I almost said Ellis Island. I don't know what the fuck Ellis Island is.
Ellis Island is where the immigrants came through in New York.
Yeah, I almost got them wrong, so I'm really sorry because that would have been really bad.
Ellis
so
Island.
I'm glad I picked the right one.
Ellis Island.
I would have had to cancel that animation quick.
My family came through Ellis Island. I'm Italian.
Wait, really?
Yeah, 100%.
Are you, so you're first generation born in America?
No.
Second?
What's second? Parents and then you? I don't even know the generation thing
No,
like that.
because your parents came from Italy.
No. So I think I'm third generation.
Okay, so you're third gen.
Yeah.
So their
grandparents,
parents came.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So that'd be second gen.
I don't know.
I know
Second or
the
third.
comments right now are going to be like, damn, they're stupid as fuck.
I don't care. This is not my expertise.
They're stupid.
I know how to add 45s really well.
Yeah.
All day.
I don't know, but okay, well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So my parents did. Well, no, that's not true. My grandma did.
Everyone's always confused about your race, right? You're black, white, and Japanese.
Yes. My grandmother came from Japan. Here.
Nice.
Yeah. And then my mother is half Japanese, half white, which makes me a fourth Japanese, fourth white, and half
And your
black.
dad is black.
Yes. But I like my hair is naturally very curly, like really tight curls.
Mine too, when I had it.
I was going to say, you just lifted up your hat for a second. Do you? Damn. Wait, it's gone. Wait, no, it's not gone. You're not bald. You just shave it.
Yeah, I mean, but it's bald enough that it's not like.
So you
Good.
just don't want it to be like there. So
I
you
don't know, man. I'll never forget the day that I realized I was balding, and I was like, I was so distraught.
You're just like, fuck.
I had curly ass hair, like curly surfer hair, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna shave my head. And so I shaved my head, and I was like, what the fuck is going on right here? Like I just saw it going back.
Oh my gosh. And you're like, no.
Yeah, and I was young. I was like 21.
Is balding like in your family?
Yeah, genetically.
I feel bad for
Yeah.
a lot of young men that have to deal with that.
Yeah, fucking,
do.
That's like that's the worst shit, man.
I mean, I have guy friends that like I've seen over the years that go through that and it sucks. Like
there is something that does work that I wish I knew about sooner. And this is not me trying to sell anything. There's no sponsor, no nothing. But if you get midoxanil and finasteride and you rub it on your wherever it is, like topically, I don't take this stuff orally because there's a lot of stuff it can do bad for your body.
To your
if
body.
you guys are listening. But I remember I got it later on throughout like the balding process. It doesn't work for everyone, obviously, but it can work for most people. It did stop it from continuing. I just wish that I knew about it when it first started.
So that way you could have like,
You could have, like, right when it first
halted
starts, if
it.
you do it then, like the finasteride and Modoxanil, if you're rubbing that on, like religiously day and night, it can, for most people, stop it.
I mean, some guys get hair transplants too. They do that. You never wanted to do that?
I want to do that. I still want to do that.
You should do it.
But I feel like sometimes I've seen hair transplants and like the quality of the hair looks different because they're taking it from other spots.
I mean, it depends. Like you could, you just get unlucky and it is different. But like I've seen some successful ones that guys do it and it helps them a lot. Like I think men should do cosmetic things if they want to take care of themselves. I don't
feel
understand the shaming.
I feel like it's mostly just hair.
But
it's
not-
hair is the biggest one.
It's
man.
not even just hair. Like some guys, like
What do you think about guys trying to make themselves taller though? It's kind of funny.
I mean, that's a little silly.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's a little silly. Like that's
Like
like
they break their bones
extreme,
and
right?
shit.
But like you know how some girls will get lipo. You know what I mean? And
A
they like
BBL? Is that what you're gonna
no,
say?
not even BBLs. Like some of them just get like lipo.
Botox, lipo.
Yeah, like no, lipo is
Lip-
like for your like your like they get
lip
removed
filler.
fat. Like that's like a thing for like fat. Filler and Botox are different. That's like for your face.
Oh, really?
I think, yeah. That's for
Are
your
you an
face.
expert in that field?
No, I don't have any.
I
But
know. I could
wish
tell you don't have any.
Yeah, I my face like it moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know why I just did that, but like you know what I mean? It moves.
You verified it.
But if people do it, I don't think it's like a big deal. Like if that's what you want to do, because my thing is, look, if you want to look, and feel a certain way, why the fuck am I gonna stop you? I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
If you want Botox in your cheeks, go ahead,
If you
do
want
it.
to look like a duck, fuck it.
Go. I mean, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
so
no,
don't
I know.
care.
It's just
That's
like-
normally how I feel about most things, though.
But my thing with it is like people get carried away with it and everyone starts looking like very the same. It looks this weird like
Yeah, there's like
where
an
the
LA look, they say.
the lip pot. It's like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah,
Your
they
lips look
call it
weird.
like the LA look, don't they? Because it's like
I
everybody
call it
has the
Donald
same.
Duck. Donald Duck.
Is it because the pouty lips?
Yeah, they
I think
look like
that's called
ducks.
like a lip flip or something that they do.
I don't know, but whatever they do, they make their lip look like that, and it doesn't look natural. It's weird.
Bro, like my thing, you got one life to live, and it's your fucking
Might
life.
as well be Donald Duck. Fuck it.
If that's what you want to do,
Respect.
fuck it, do it. It's like you, like I'm, I don't bodybuild or anything. If you want to bodybuild,
Keep going.
go
What
ahead.
else? Yeah, what else? What else about me, huh?
No, nothing. I wasn't gonna bring up anything else about
Okay.
you.
Because I
You
felt
think
like
I'm
you
just
were.
like a mean person? Is that what you think?
Do I think you're a mean person?
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. Do I think you could be mean? You have been in certain little situations, not like maliciously mean.
You think I come off like strong headed?
Yeah, but that's a good thing. I like
Okay.
that about you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like why your father raised you. You could tell. That's a
Yeah.
good thing. It's not a bad thing at all.
Okay.
But that's you could be like,
I think I can be. People say that when I send messages that are like business, I'm very like to the point and
Do
it
it
scares
now.
them. I don't say do it now, but I just don't like, I'm not going to give you all these frills on the side. If it's something that needs to be done, I'll be like, this is how we do it.
but that's what text messages are for.
Yeah,
I
because it's
just
like straight to the
fucking
point.
just
And I
bang.
never, I hate texting. Fucking hate it. It's so
Yeah.
annoying. Actually, the most annoying thing ever. When somebody's like texting me and they're like, if it's one thing, if it's like somebody who's really close to me or like if I'm dating somebody, I'll have a conversation with you. But if somebody out of the blue texts me and it's like nothing, it's like a TikTok, I'm like, I don't need to respond to this. Like I'll probably watch it, but I don't need to respond because
You're
I'm
like
probably
me.
doing something.
You're exactly like me.
But people, I know how that comes off, so I feel bad sometimes.
I get that too all the time. People are
Really?
like, yo, you're an asshole. It's the way I text. It's just like,
Yeah, I mean, even me and you, we communicated. It was like, I said, hey, I'm not in town. You're like, okay, cool. You and I didn't speak. The time came up when we were in town. You're like, hey, are you in town? I'm like, yeah, let's do it this day. Done. That's
Yeah.
it. It's very like
That's exactly
straightforward.
how I am.
That's how I am. Yeah.
look at us. It's so similar.
It's-
It's crazy.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh
so
at him.
crazy.
Why do you laugh? It's like every time I look at him, he's doing this like, dude, you know what this is giving? It's giving me a vibe of.
What?
It's still Joe Rogan. I'm seeing it now. You're Joe Rogan. He's Jamie.
How? You know who Jamie is? How dare you?
That's actually offensive.
That's
I don't even watch that
crazy.
podcast and I know who Jamie is. That's disrespect.
That's his producer. That's his guy here. The guy who pull it up, Jamie. The guy who pulls up everything. Damn, bro, don't know. Jamie's crazy.
That's
Get outta
actually
here, bro.
crazy.
You
I
gotta
feel
leave.
like Jamie's more known than Joe Rogan.
You gotta leave, dude.
Have you ever met him before?
Yeah, multiple times.
Really?
Yeah, we had the same landlord.
Wait, really?
My first gym, his first big studio was right down the street.
Wait, that's
he
sick.
came into he wanted to see the gym flooring because he put a gym in his studio.
I mean, because he's like a gym guy too.
Yeah, so he was building a gym space. Like he has archery, he has a bunch of shit in his spot. But he had he moved to Austin now, but he was putting the gym in, so he came to get reference.
Really? I've always wanted to someday like just see him. I don't know why. Like I have no
Dude,
interest in like
he's-
talking to him because I'm kind of scared. But I just wanted to see him out in the wild to be like, that's cool.
And
or like if I go to like a fight, be like,
Yeah, he's
oh,
always
he's
there.
there.
He's at the big fights.
that's
that
what
are
I
here.
hear. I wanted to go to like what UFC fight was it in Vegas like a long time ago, but it was so much money and it was so many people that we needed to talk to try to get into it. And I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna try to do all that. It wasn't that serious.
Dude, I love going to UFC. I've met him there a few times. Too.
I've never-
He's just a good dude.
I've never been to a UFC fight, but I want to go.
Oh, I can make that happen.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to go to a UFC. It'd be so fun. Because, okay, is it really bad to say this? This is going to sound so terrible out of context. I used to go to hockey games because I love to see the guys fight.
No, that's fair.
Like, I'd
That's
be like,
completely
damn,
valid.
I'm not problematic, but beat his ass. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? On the side.
There
And that's
is-
what I want to see.
There is nothing like sitting like front row or like pretty much front row at a UFC fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like they walk out, the lights go off, and it's like this weird silence. And you just hear like,
Like people fighting.
yeah, when you hear it in person, you're sitting there. It's like the whole energy, the whole crowd is completely like in on that fight. When it's like, especially like the championship stuff.
Yeah.
When you're at like a belt fight, everyone is so locked in. It feels crazy.
I mean, I think it's also because it's something you don't see in your day to day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when you see it and you're like, damn, this is, yo, what was the guy who fought Conor McGregor? And remember he like after the fight was over, they got into an altercation afterwards.
Could be.
Yes.
Yeah.
That fight I remember watching like at home and I was like, that is fucking crazy.
That would have been the craziest thing to see in person.
I wish.
Because he like jumped over the thing and like kicked that other guy, that Dylan Dennis guy.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. And that was like fucking, like I was like, damn, dude, they're really going. It's something about it that like there's you know, like tribal feeling in you where you're like,
it's 100% what it feels like.
Yes. It's like beat his ass.
Bro,
you
it
know?
is. I'm not playing. It's one of the coolest experiences.
Yeah, but I would, wait, you fought in one?
No. I've just gone to many of them.
Oh, you've gone to them. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you ever?
Fight?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like in like the ring.
that'd be fucking crazy. That'd be cool. I think it'd be really cool.
Do you think you'd win?
I mean, I have to get my cardio up, but yeah.
Do you know who Will Neff is?
I've heard that name.
He's like another
For
big
sure.
streamer. I went to a boxing class with him one time and like I put on like the stomach pad and I let him punch me. Like I was like, please punch, because for the clip it's so funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He punched the shit like right in my stomach and he didn't even do it full force. He did it like 20%, he said. And I just laid on the floor after. I was like, fuck. Can't imagine.
I let KSI punch me in the face and Logan punch me in the face.
Like bare hand or like gloves?
No gloves. Back when they were doing their fight.
Did
this
they
was
full
years
force?
ago. I think they hit pretty hard. They probably hit harder now because they've been training more. But yeah, I'll
That's
never forget
crazy.
because I did a video and I flew out and I got millions of views because it was like right before their fight and I see it was the whole thing, who hits harder.
Yeah.
At the time, KSI hit really fucking hard. Well, he did. He hit me fucking hard as
And
shit.
you were like, oh, that's.
Yeah, because I did Logan first and then
Yeah.
I did KSI second and he fucking
You know in the cartoons when you see the little birds going around their head? Was that you?
Not
like
that
after?
bad, but I remember being like, yeah, that was it. It rung
It
a
was
little
like
bit.
fucking
Yeah,
rough.
it rung a little bit.
Yeah.
And I had to
that's
play it
how
off in the
goes.
video like, that was pretty good.
Yeah, and then afterwards you're like, you feel like your brain like bouncing around a little bit on the
Yeah.
inside. Fuck, dude.
Yeah. So I've done shit like I let Ryan Garcia punch me without a pad like 10 times. But this is when he was
Isn't
like
he,
younger.
He's like a big like fighter right now, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's like in the boxing community. He's like top 5 of the boxers who are current right now, I'd say.
That's
But I let him
crazy.
punch me back when he was like a lot smaller.
Okay.
Did a video with him. Yeah, I've done a bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I feel like the fights like that are nuts. I can't imagine being up front though, because it's like you're just looking up and I'm watching these two guys kill each other, like two
you
girls
hear
kill
the
each other. And you're like,
fucking everything.
I think the other fight I've watched is when Ronda Rousey last fought. Like it was like one of her biggest ones, like a few years
Damn,
ago.
bro, you watching? You said Khabib and McGregor and Ronda Rousey. Like you watching old UFC?
Well, it's because that's the last time I ever watched it. Because ever since then I got really busy, and now I can't watch anymore.
I love the UFC.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. All mine are like from pre me being a
I
streamer.
think I'm supposed to go out next weekend in Miami.
Wait, really?
to
To
go
watch
watch.
another one?
Yeah.
Isn't it super easy to do boxing stuff in Miami? That's what I hear. I hear their licensing is way easier out there. I only know because one of my
Well,
friends.
it's not boxing; it's MMA. But
Okay.
I don't know anything about the licensing sort of structure.
Do you know Ludwig? He did a chess boxing event. And apparently, like the licensing.
chess boxing, like chess?
Yeah.
And
You
then
never heard of chess
boxing?
boxing?
No.
It's where, so they bring down like a chess thing and you play chess against a person for X amount of time. And then they lift it up and you box each other. And then you switch back and forth. It's like 3 minutes, 3 minutes.
You
and
box
then,
from sitting down?
yes. And if you get knocked out, before you beat them in chess.
Sounds like
then
some
you
Russian
lose.
shit.
It's crazy. It's actually crazy shit.
So you're sitting down, you're just swinging across the table.
No, you're sitting down, you play chess. So like you're not fighting. Where you're playing
And
chess.
then you stand up and fight.
Yeah, so they lift the chess thing like up above and you like duke it out. And then if you knock that person out, you don't have to keep playing chess. They're done. Like GG. But
What
if you
the
don't,
fuck?
then you're fucked up, you're bleeding, and they bring down a chessboard, you keep playing. And if they beat you in chess, then the fight's over. It's actually really entertaining. I never thought that I would find chess entertaining, but I went to that in person. And he did it with a bunch of creators too.
Because you
which
wanted
is
to meet
really cool.
Ludwig.
No. Oh God. That's your segue into that? You were just waiting, weren't you? Dude, that was like the worst day on Twitter for me ever. I hope you know that.
How old were you in 2020?
Fuck, I don't know, like 23?
You were simping.
Yeah. But the thing
Whatever.
is I don't like I was probably just being cringe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I was new, I barely even streamed at that point. So I was just a cringe like girl viewer, you know what I mean? Saw a guy, might have thought he was cute, but like I don't think it was ever like a real crush because I don't remember sending it at all. Like I don't remember.
That was someone else.
No, I made that joke and people thought I was serious on Twitter. I was like, no, I'm obviously joking. Like, obviously, no,
You
it
were
was
hacked.
my account.
Obviously, you were hacked.
I sounded like, have you ever done unban requests where it's like people say that? They're like, my brother typed that.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
that's what it sounded like. Cause I was like, fuck, dude, no. But dude, that was a word. Do you see how much likes the tweets got? They went omega viral for no reason. And I was like, I want to die. Like, dude, and the worst part is if I start bringing up other people's logs, like I'm sure you have crazy logs.
Not on Twitch.
You used to play Call of Duty. There's no way.
Oh, if you pull up my like voice chat logs,
Your Xbox logs.
oh, I'm fucked.
yeah,
I'm canceled.
I could see it.
Yeah, I'm canceled.
I could see it.
They
And that's
canceled
everybody
me.
though. Not me, actually, because I didn't play Call of Duty growing up, so I'm safe.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but also that was like a time where like, I also think it should still be okay.
Yeah.
Like, I think you should be able to talk shit in video games.
Yeah. But not like the hard R.
That's different. That's different.
Yeah, but like I'll
You should
talk
still
shit
be able
to
to call
you.
someone like a fucking dumb fuck. Like they suck. You're a loser. You should
Yeah.
still be able to say that.
I did that
feel.
in Marvel Rivals one time on my main account. I actually fucked up really bad. But it was because it was my name, so they knew who I was.
Yeah, mine is Zoo Culture and Bradley Martin. Those are my two usernames.
And so people are like,
And
yeah, they know it's you.
and I still go hard. I don't give a
No,
fuck.
I tried not to, but they did one time. Is it done?
No.
Oh, I thought you
you're
just
great.
rip it. I was like, whoa, my God.
No.
I did that one time on my Marvel Rivals account where like some guy, I didn't even do bad. Like my whole team was like, I don't know why you're on her. Like she's not even doing bad. But like, he kept saying like, oh, fuck you, da-da-da, you fucking suck. And then he said like, you suck at the game. So then I felt bad and I was like, well, I was mad at him. And I was just like, well, you're poor and you suck at the game. So at least I'm only one of those things. And they knew who I was.
That's so
I
good.
was like, fuck, I feel bad. Like,
No.
But he deserved it. He was being a dickhead.
Dude, it's hilarious. I was playing with Steve last night. He's like, he has this new thing. He's like, we'll start losing. He's like, you fucking loser, you suck. And he'd be like, do you even have a Ferrari? Because he's got like 5 or 6.
He's the one who gave a Ferrari to Sketch, right?
Yeah. No, he gave a Lamborghini
A
to Sketch.
Lamborghini to Sketch.
Because he has like 6 Ferraris.
Dude, Sketch and I are like, we're good friends. And like
How close?
we're like, oh.
No, just
confusing.
wonder how close. That's all.
Not like super close.
Okay.
But like I've done streams with him and like I've hung out with him off stream with like a group of people and like it's a fun time. Go ahead.
How
You
fun.
know what you want to say?
No, it's how fun.
You gonna give him a phone call and then be like,
I'll call him right now. See if anything's happened.
no, because Sketch already baited one time that he's dating me. He's just gonna say he's dating me.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
I hope he doesn't answer and he airs you so you look crazy.
Yeah, that'd be sick, huh? You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I would. You would deserve it. Watch, he's gonna be like,
I gambled.
Cinna? That's my girlfriend
I
or some
gambled
shit.
right now. Sketch, you motherfucker.
Please leave this in that he gets aired.
Fucking bitch. No!
Oh, you're getting aired? That's embarrassing. Me personally, you know what I mean?
You wouldn't, huh?
No, I would. I would get aired.
You try calling him.
Yeah, you try calling him. Bro, if he answers your shit, I'll be hot.
That'd actually be crazy.
I'd be hot.
That'd actually be crazy. Hold on, wait.
Please air her shit. Please air her shit. No, air
I'm
her
gonna
shit.
call him, not FaceTime. I hate FaceTimes.
Please air her shit. Please air her shit. Air her shit. Please.
He won't answer.
Please. Yes.
He might have been on D&D though.
He might be. Hold on.
Wait, let me call first.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I just want to see.
No, I'm getting aired. Why are you saying yes? Like I wanted to call him.
Well, because I got
I'm
air.
not the one who wanted to call him. It was you.
I know, but I got air. I just want to make sure it was like an equal air.
You've reached Kylie Collins.
Oh.
Thank God, dude.
There you go.
Redemption.
He's like, let me call
Yeah, the federal
him.
agent for sure has his
Dude,
number.
I hate now that when you call people on stream and you get aired, the whole chat makes a big deal out of it. I actually hate it. Because I call people all the time. So I'm like, fuck, dude. All right, well, I guess
Getting
it's
aired is
embarrassing.
like, it is embarrassing.
It hurts, right? Especially
does.
when somebody else calls and they get answered. You're like,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's why I never call people. So hopefully when they see it, they're like, oh, she never calls me. It's probably important.
Yeah, hopefully it's important.
I never call people without importance.
That's right. Your business only. Giant walls everywhere.
Oh, there's big walls.
Who's your dream collab?
Ooh, dream collab? Are we talking like creators or like celebrities?
Anyone in history.
Oh, anyone in history? Obama clears.
Okay.
Not
okay.
close.
So not Obama, not in history, dream collab.
Like current celebrity?
Sure.
I love Doja Cat. I'm a
Doja
big
Cat.
Doja Cat fan. That's the girl in me.
And now streamer.
Kai
Yeah.
or Speed. I think
Yeah.
that'd be really fun. But I also like Speed specifically is one of them that like I don't think I could ever match his energy.
He's crazy.
I think he's
Nuts.
just got a level of energy that like I wouldn't even try because he's so in his own zone. Like
Yeah.
and I'll give it to him. It's unique energy. Like I think
sure.
there's people who are high energy and then there's like unique energy where I'm like, yeah, I don't think there's a lot of creators that can
It's
ever
not even
collab with
necessarily
Speed
he's
and match
higher.
it.
It's just different.
Yeah. I mean, even Kai, when he collabs with him, like I think Kai can match his energy and he's one of maybe like 2 people that could.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the time I'm like, yeah, this ain't hitting the way you think it is. Cause like you can always, I think there's streamers who do collabs with celebrities and it's not the same as when Kai does it. It's different. Cause it's like a different energy, a different vibe. It's like, does that person really fuck with you or are they just there cause you're paying them? Like
Yeah.
you can always tell the difference and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Would you
but
ever pay for a collab?
probably not. Unless it was like something I really felt like I was like pushing for. Like I'm like, yeah, we got to just do this. I've had people that have like, reached out and they want to do stuff and I'm like, oh, they're a big streamer, but like it's not really my vibe. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm good, But like paying for one, unless it's like fucking, we're talking about hanging out with like Beyonce. No. Oh,
No.
you think I'd pay to be here? He just wanted me to say no. I'm gonna be
what
real.
the fuck? He's a hater.
He was setting you up to get
a
hate
hater,
right
bitch.
there. He was setting you
fuck?
up to get hate right there because I was like,
Fucking
ooh,
Hater
no.
bitch.
Is there
Hater
somebody
bitch.
you would pay for, or have you?
No, never paid.
Okay.
Not once, ever. Nah, because like for it to be what I would want it to be, like for example, an interview. If I was doing a podcast with him, it would have being paid was just like absurd. It wouldn't make it.
And also,
Good.
if you have to be paid to be around me, you don't want to be around me.
Yeah,
That's how I feel.
Like it's not gonna, especially in this setting, it's not gonna be what you want it to be. It's gonna be
Yes.
forced. Like okay, I have to answer these questions, and likely if you paid, then they have to answer questions for an X amount of time, so they know there's a
Yes.
timeout, which is like,
Yeah,
I don't
so
even
then-
want to do that shit.
That's how I feel. Like I'm like, if I have to pay for you to be here, you're not really fucking with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's okay. Like I'm good off that.
A lot of people pay for content, man. You'd be
Yeah,
surprised.
but it's
crazy.
it's always disingenuous. You can tell. Now
Yeah.
that's not true. Sometimes you'll find situations where like it can work, and then you build a friendship off of it. But it really depends. There's a
Friendship,
lot
huh?
of context.
You build a friendship off of it?
See, how many friends do you have in your life?
None, zero. I don't have friends.
Do you ever do some self-reflection and wonder why?
I'm lonely.
You said what?
I'm lonely.
Are you very lonely?
Yeah.
You cry at night? He's like, fuck, you got me.
God damn it.
You got me.
Bitch.
You did say you cry a lot.
Bitch.
Did you just call me a bitch?
Huh?
Sorry, did you say
I didn't
it?
say that.
You're pulling a Ron right now.
I didn't say that. I wouldn't say that to you. I would never say that
heard
about
it.
you. I would never
You're
say
pulling a Ron. I
never
see
say
what's
that.
going to happen. I'm going to bring him around Ron, and both him and Ron are going to be like, bitch. Under their breath. Fucking bitch.
that. She's a bitch. No, you're cool. Bitch, though.
You think so?
I do think you're cool, and I don't think you're a bitch at all. To be really honest.
Damn,
actually
you
are
really
cool.
you softened up real quick. That's crazy.
No, but I'm telling the truth.
I will say we got along better than I was a little nervous.
Nervous about what?
Because, like, when you don't know somebody and you're like, oh, is this like, are we gonna have good banter? I feel like
Right.
we have good banter.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to force it. You know what I'm talking about? This is not forced.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Have you ever,
Force
you've had
it.
some bad, like, forcing, like,
Oh, yeah.
conversations?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I have a record. I have a
Guinness Book World Record of forcing conversations.
Can you say who?
Yeah, we can pull up. Go here. Go to Raw Talk. We could just read some comments.
Oh yeah, because I would love to see like who.
Go to videos. Give me a little scroll. Scroll it. Keep.
Oh,
way
I'm getting
down.
some tea. I'm
Way
excited.
No, but she was. It's not her type of content. Her type of content's a little different.
Yeah, but I feel like you and I don't have the same type of content,
keep
and
going.
we can have conversation.
You know, you're true. That's true. This is very different content. Wait, you're going pretty fast. My eyes, dude. I got go lower. Are we there?
You got a lot more girls on your podcast than I thought.
Yeah. Right there. Yep. Yeah. Click that one.
Look who's calling me back.
Oh my God. Go ahead.
Yo, hey, I'm on a podcast right now. I gotta.
You're on a podcast? What are you calling the most famous person on your phone? Yes, I answered.
No. First of all, that's crazy. Because did you call back the other person who called you?
Yeah, I did.
Wait, he did call you back?
Wait, I called Cinna back because you called me back. Or you called me. What do you mean the other person?
Oh, Sketch. I have a question.
What's the question?
Do you think men and women can be friends?
What do you mean friends? Like you're talking about like
Dude.
like are you talking about like you saying if you were in a relationship with someone you could have guy friends versus girlfriends?
No, like in general, just like day to day. Like if you meet a girl, you're like, oh, I could be friends with her.
No, not really.
You are my friend.
Oh, we're friends?
Yo, if you hung up, that would have been. No, if he hung up, it would have been amazing. If he just said, we're friends.
I know what he's doing. That's fucking crazy.
No, he's telling the truth, though.
Wait. I'll call back.
You hung up and call him back. I know
I'm
you're
calling
toxic
back.
now. No, I know you're toxic
now.
now.
I'm being toxic.
What the fuck?
Dude, don't fucking ever agree with Bradley Martyn in your fucking life, okay?
What'd you say? Is this
Here, you want to talk to him? First of all,
Yo.
tell him how he didn't call you back.
Yo, how come you didn't call me? How come you called her back and not me? What the fuck?
when did you call me?
I FaceTimed you.
Yeah, I'm cutting both y'all off.
We had a debate.
Okay, well, I'll be honest, I saw both of them and I answered the most recent one.
No, that's fair. It's all good. I get it, bro.
And it's okay that your ego's
I know
hurt.
Cinna's
It's
not
okay.
calling me unless it's for some sort of money or something.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I do not call
Bro,
you for
you-
money.
Brad's calling me to hang out.
Yeah. See that? We're boys because we're friends. Girls
So
and
you're
guys.
doing a podcast right now?
Yeah, we're doing a podcast right now. We were debating.
I was the most famous person in Cinna's phone.
I want you to.
Yo,
He is farming so hard.
I
He's
know.
actually so annoying. It's crazy.
You know what? I'm excited for this podcast because Cinna is really big on camera.
That was a fat joke, huh? So we're making fat jokes?
It's all right. Just don't. Sometimes I think like when she films, she shoots in like fisheye or something. But just make sure you have everything squared up.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's what you think.
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
so we're
Back-
making
back-
fat
back
jokes
up the
now, huh?
cameras
That's
a
what we're
little
doing?
bit. Back them a couple meters
Yeah,
back.
we installed them differently
Get it?
this time.
Yeah, you got to get everyone in the shot. So you
Yeah.
need a little
So
space.
if I make gay jokes, I'm wrong. If I make gay jokes, I'm wrong.
Yo, you're.
Oh, really? Let's make some forehead jokes. I can go at you all day. Ask her to drop her magic word she likes to drop every once in a while.
What's the word you dropped?
My magic word.
Oh, you say that word?
What's my magic word?
I don't know, man.
I don't know about that one.
What is my magic word? He's lying. What is my magic word? Say it right now.
I don't think he could say it. He doesn't have the skin tone.
I can't say it.
Oh,
Yeah. If it's not skin tone, no one can say it.
okay.
Wait, you use that word?
No, I mean, I'm half black. I say it in songs, but I don't say it like casually.
Okay, fair.
Hey, you fucking bitch.
I just about to
Hang
get-
up on him. Hang up on him right
Okay,
now.
sorry, I love you, Sketch.
Bro, y'all called me.
Dude, fuck you. Stupid ass bitch, dude. I hate him so much. He's actually, though, Sketch is probably the funniest person I've ever done stuff
I
with.
love him.
I
love him.
He's too quick with his banter. He literally,
great.
we were cooking together, and he said, Cinna looks like she falls fast. No, yeah, gotta laugh. It's funny, huh?
Yo, it's funny because like you kind of have that look though.
Oh, I look like I
Like
fall
you
fast?
fall
That's
fast.
what you think?
Like if you no, I'm saying if you were falling, it looked like it'd be fast. Like you don't look like a slow fall where you like go like this. You look like you just bang. I don't know why. It's not like I'm not saying you're heavy, by the way. I'm just saying like you look like you
Just know,
fall
if you
fast.
show up in Austin, okay?
No, I'm just saying it'd be like a
GG.
fat. Anyways, like I was saying, that one right there, click on that.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were talking about this.
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
so distracted.
Yeah. So look, pause it. You don't even got to watch it.
You don't have YouTube Premium? You're a YouTuber?
And just go to the top comment.
Are we dead ass?
Yeah, I don't have that. Click top comment, and that's the top comment. What does it say? Can you read that? Go control and then scroll up. Get it bigger.
Wait, can I read it?
Yeah.
The fact that Brad can keep conversation going with dead end answers for this long is impressive.
Keep reading. Not the second one. Don't read the second one. Scroll down. Read that.
Brad needs a TV deal for being a talk show host. This was definitely his hardest challenge yet.
Read the orange one.
How are you? Wait.
No. Never mind. Read the one below it.
Brad basically interviewed himself. He answered all the questions because she's too much of an airhead. I want you to know, I've had to do that before.
Brad displaying his absolute pod expertise with this one. Now, to be fair, like this is not her style of content. This isn't what she does. She's not super comfortable
she's not
in
used
doing
to
it. Which I was in the podcast. I was so shocked because it's like you do something that is way more like out of the norm. That this should be simple because you're just talking. It's just not what she does. But this was the one that was if I'm answering your question as far as like the hardest, where I was like trying to go in a certain direction. It was hard to kind of go. It was this one for sure.
I mean,
She's a
it
sweet
happens.
chick. She's a
Everybody's
nice
going to
chick.
have their one.
Yeah.
You know? And there are people that they agree. They're like super nice. They don't mean any ill intent by it.
Nah,
they're
she's
just out
dope.
of their comfort zone. And you're like, fuck. Like they say,
Yeah.
like they give you one word answers and you're like, okay, like,
Yeah. But it was nice because her boyfriend was there at the time too. And he was like, bro, you're so good at this podcast. She made me feel really good about it. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah, hype me up.
oh, now I kind of feel bad that like people are like shitting on her because like, you know, but they
Yeah.
don't see that she doesn't intend to be that way.
Yeah, nah, it's just not her thing. It is what it is. But
Yeah.
this was the one that was the hardest for sure. But the comments were always funny to me because they just made me, they kind of gassed my ego. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah. So now, I know because you were like kept scrolling. You were like reading the comments.
There's more.
yourself.
There's about
I can
1,000.
see you like smiling as you're reading these comments. He's like,
Yeah, there's
wow,
about
I'm
1,000.
so great.
Look, I know her boyfriend respected Brad so much after this and thinks he's one of the best podcasters ever solely because he's talking to his girlfriend. Is like talking to a wall. That's a little mean. And Brad was able to do it for 90 minutes.
But you're smiling while you're reading it because
it's kind
you
of
feel so
no,
good.
because he has a smiley
You're
face.
getting
at the
your
end.
ego fluffed
No,
right
no, no.
now. I can see it. You are.
No, I'm saying not a sophisticated thought going. That's
Did you
fucked
like
up.
print these out and put these on your
Absolutely
wall in your
incredible.
house?
Props to Brad for being able to keep this convo going. So this podcast proved how good Brad is at this stuff. These questions were so. Oh no, I'm not going to read that,
Dude.
The podcast. Brad articulates well and knows the nuance of conversation well, especially in relationship to the person he's conversing to be on the common ground. Wow. I mean, just like absolute fucking masterclass of podcasting.
I zoned out after like the fifth one you read.
I mean,
like glazing yourself. I
more.
zoned out.
I mean, we
zoned
can
out.
read this for Brad as a legend and always asking the right questions. Wow, it's crazy. This is so hard, but oh man,
Is this like the Brad So Great segment that you normally do? Is this like a segment on your podcast?
I'm just saying, Brad's podcast stuck out to me. Not gonna lie, he never fails to have another question loaded, which isn't easy to do. Talking.
God, I'm gonna
quieter
start pulling
people.
up hate comments on you and sending them to you just to lower the ego a little bit.
You should. I will need that.
I'm
after
gonna
this.
wait till I see one and then send it to you and be like, hey, just in case you were feeling great today, here you go. Let me knock you down a
Love the
few.
boys over at the Full Send podcast, but this is the #1 podcast in the world.
Glaze.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're loving this. Wow.
This is a good podcast.
Thank you. Quote it.
Dude, look at his fucking face. When
No,
I
I'm
say
trolling now. I'm trolling now.
It
I'm
makes it
trolling
hard
now.
to compliment him because I can see that little smug look that he
No,
gives. You know what I mean?
but I'm trolling now.
I can see
I'm
it.
completely trolling. It's because you're on it.
That the podcast is good?
Yeah, it's because you're on it.
I mean, this was a great podcast. As a viewer, person.
Really? You think so?
It's because of you.
I was a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. You know why?
Why?
Because I feel like your audience is not obviously the same as mine. Like
They're not.
They're very
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
And I'm worried they're gonna be like, damn, this girl's a bitch.
No, you actually did not come across as a bitch ever until you built a wall between us and it distanced us.
It keeps getting higher every second. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
They're not going to like
You
that.
guys going to Japan together?
Not even Japan. We don't even need to go to Japan. I don't want to go. I don't want to go anymore.
Oh, now he's like, yeah, I
wouldn't
actually
even
don't.
go.
I don't
I
even
wouldn't
want to
even
go. Like actually,
I
like
wouldn't even go.
this stupid ass bitch. Like fuck her.
I'm never going to Japan again. Actually,
Do you go regularly?
I've gone 3 times.
Okay.
I love it. Like I actually love it. But me and you, we're not going to do that. We can do more like a.
Sorry, did you think there was like a shot that we are gonna go to Japan?
No, I just sometimes people have dreams and then they get crushed.
The dreams get crushed, thrown in
Yeah.
the trash, spit on,
It's okay.
stomped out.
It's okay. I'll be better because of it.
You know, lit on fire, burned.
Invites girls to Japan.
That's your move.
No, that's also insane. He
Be
says
honest.
that.
Have you ever invited a girl on a trip to get in their pants?
Literally
Be honest.
not
Be honest.
once.
Be honest. Be
That's
honest.
the
Be
dumbest-
honest.
No, that's the dumbest
You're
thing he's
lying.
ever-
You're lying. You're lying.
I
There's no
swear
way.
to God. No, I swear. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I've never done that.
You've never done that.
No.
Have you ever invited a girl to like a really fancy spot where it's like really, really rich in order to like impress her?
I'm 100% not that guy. I swear to you. I'm not that guy. Like, I'm really not that guy. In fact, like that would make me be less attracted to the person if they were like, oh my God, I want to go to this like bougie ass bullshit. I don't like
No, but I'm
any
not
of that
saying
shit.
they're saying. I'm saying you're implying that you
But that's what I'm
wanna
saying.
go.
I just wouldn't even do that because I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I don't even enjoy that kind of shit. Like all jokes aside, like I'm not.
He's like, yeah, like I don't even care about like the rich and stuff, but like, do you want to go to Japan?
yeah, but do you have a Ferrari?
Yeah, it's like I don't have a Ferrari, by the way.
Why not? What's
Why
your
the
dream
fuck
car?
would I get a Ferrari?
I don't know. You're rich.
Yeah, but I'm like just because I make money doesn't mean I need to spend money. You know what I mean?
No, you're not dumb, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Now,
what is your dream car though?
I have an Audi right now. I want an Audi R8. I just want to upgrade.
You look like an RA girl.
I have literally the RS right now, which is like the non-racing version of an R8.
Yeah.
But
R8s are really nice cars.
I know.
Are they still V12s though? I don't know if they still make them V12s.
You
Naturally
can't-
aspirated.
Listen, I'm not even gonna fake it for the viewers. I don't
just
give a fuck about a
got it.
V12, V6, V8. I don't give a fuck.
You just like the car.
Yeah, I think the
That's
car's
fair.
nice. I can like somebody will ask me like, what kind of engine is that in like my RS right now, and I'm like, I don't.
One that drives.
Yeah, you can look it up. Yeah,
I
it's like
get
it
it.
works. You know.
You're not a car girl.
No,
You're not gonna fake that shit.
No, I just think it looks nice. Like it drives nice and it's
Yeah.
reliable. And
Is-
that's what I
oh,
like.
So you're not grifting the car girl thing. Have you ever grifted anything you were like, this really isn't me, but I want to do it because people will like it?
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think of anything that like I thought was like okay that I really like, but no, because like I just don't.
You know how bitches, excuse me, I'm so sorry. You know how women, beautiful women.
Oh my
I'm trolling.
God,
I'm trolling.
That is
I'm
crazy.
trolling. I'm trolling.
No, be honest. You call women bitches when
No,
women aren't
I'm
around.
trolling.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Dude, it was a joke.
Have you ever called a woman a bitch when it's just men around? Do you say bitches?
That would be a lie if I said I never said that.
Do you do it now?
I haven't done it recently. It's been a while.
How recent?
It's been a little bit of time.
No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
He's like, I mean,
No, women.
2 weeks ago.
No. It's been like, I've
The fact that you had to think about it is crazy. No, yeah. So
forget my
bitches.
question.
No, yeah. So bitches, go ahead. So
Oh God, I forgot my question.
yeah, I'm
You
seeing
really-
it.
you threw
I'm
me
really
through.
seeing it right now.
No, but you know how like girls,
Sorry, that was 3 more layers added to the wall. Go ahead.
fuck. What I actually forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Oh my God.
You said faking stuff, like faking.
Yeah. So it was about like girls. Fuck. They'll. I had a really good point, dude. I was about to bang.
Like to like get with guys. You mean like they'll fake interest and stuff?
No, fuck. This is so different.
Yeah. You want to go first for first impression for first impression?
You want me to go first?
You go first. Yeah.
First impression, you were. I mean, you might have been just.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you.
There's really just air up there right now. By the way, I can see it.
No, there's not air. I just was trying to think where I wanted to go with this. I'm gonna be honest though. Like, no, you were just like super fucking chill. You're super normal. I didn't like.
Just
I
like
didn't,
upon meeting me today. Is that what you mean?
yeah, the first time I met you.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a perspective of you, and then you're pretty much exactly what I thought you were gonna be.
Okay.
Yeah, like
My-
you're not very like.
Different.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would say mine's the same of you, except for the first impression I've obviously had of you is when you smacked Ron. And I was like, damn, that guy is fucking scary. I thought you were way scarier.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
good. I'm not scary.
No, you're not scary. But like, okay, I watched you smack a guy and I was like, damn, over a
Yeah.
hat? He doesn't fuck around. So I was like, ooh, I will not be mean to him. But now I can see you're
You
like,
think I'd be mean to you though? It's different.
no, but I think you're like, you know how you meet, like, I've met some gym guys and they're just like pretty aggro. Like they're like, yeah, I'm the fucking greatest. Like I'm the fucking best. Fuck everybody else. I don't think you have that
That's corny.
vibe. You did just read me like 15 comments that are, you know, glazing yourself. But
They said it, not me. I was just reading it. Just reading the good comments. Just reading the positive comments.
do you do that often?
No.
Is that your morning ritual?
Sometimes I go back to this one and I look at it a few times.
And he's like, man, I'm so great. Like, this is wonderful.
This one specifically, they were
I'm
really
seeing it
they
now.
were icing it on. I was like,
He has
butter that up.
comments framed in a picture frame.
I don't have them framed. in this house.
But you have them saved on your phone in a folder?
They might be screenshotted somewhere.
And he like sends them to girls he's into and he's like, man, the comments are going crazy today about me. It's
such
nuts.
a conversationalist.
Yeah, like I just talk so well. Anyways, like, do you want to go to dinner? It's like, is that what you do? Yeah, that's what you do?
No.
What's your craziest thing you've done to like pick a girl up?
Pick a girl up?
Yeah.
Literally pick a girl up.
Oh, you literally picked her up?
Yeah, I said you're mine now.
Freak ass.
I'm kidding.
Freak ass move, bro. What kind of freak ass shit are you doing in your gym? Is that what you do?
No, but I've done like a bunch of like lifting up girl videos. That was something I went viral for a very long time on the internet.
Freak ass man.
No, just like
bro,
lifting,
I'm telling
like
you.
not like them. They were like on the bar or whatever.
You know you liked it.
Of course it was fun.
Freak ass man. I'm telling
How
you.
is that freak?
You don't think so?
I just thought it looked cool, like visually, and then it would go viral on YouTube. At the time, Instagram.
Okay.
Like
And so
lifting
that's what you
girls,
do?
I would squat. They would sit on the bar.
And that's like your craziest way you got a date?
No, I was trolling. Craziest way I got a date. Craziest way I got a date was, this is actually a good question. I was early 20s and I went to my very first Fit Expo, and my friends were like, take your shirt off. You should take your shirt off. And I was walking around with my shirt off and I had gray shorts on. So you know what time that was. But
Sorry, just confused. So the girls were saying, take your shirt off, take your shirt
no,
off?
my friends were telling me to take my shirt off because they knew I had abs.
Oh, I was like, what kind
And
of... Okay.
so I was just wearing gray shorts.
Sorry.
So I was getting a lot of attention. But anyways, we'll continue on. And so I went to a spray tan booth, like not on purpose. I was walking by it. There was other booths I was
You
going to.
accidentally stumbled into a
I
spray
would
tan
never
booth. That's
go
how
to
my
a spray
Fridays
tan
go
booth
normally, so I get
ever.
it.
I just was walking by because I was going to
No,
something way
yeah, like
cooler.
I've accidentally stumbled into a spray tan booth
I was
before.
going to something way cooler
So you
over
don't have to
here.
be insecure. You know
No,
what I
I'm
mean?
not being insecure. I'm telling
If
you.
you went into a spray tan booth,
There
just
was
say
a-
you went into one.
There was a really cool
Yeah, you went into that spray tan
protein
booth.
thing
Yeah, you
over
went in
here.
there. Mhm.
And then I was walking by and the spray tan booth hailed me. They were like, please come over here, giant man with gray shorts on. I swear to God, I'm not kidding now.
Right.
So this is the story. Now I'm joking. Now I'm not joking now.
Right.
They were like,
But
come
like, listen, if you want to
No,
go in the
I-
spray tan booth, there's no judgment. You could do that. You know what I mean? If
This is my story.
If you're
It's-
insecure and you want the tan, like it's okay.
I didn't want the tan. This is why it's crazy. Listen, they go, come here, come
Slay.
here, come here.
Sorry.
So I'm walking and I'm like, oh my God, my attention is I'm being hailed and these two beautiful girls. I was like, okay. So I go to the booth.
Man, you were a hoe. Sorry.
I was terrible.
I'm listening to the stories you're telling. You were a hoe.
Yeah, they were like, come here, woo.
Oh my God, you were a slut. Okay, go ahead.
Anyways, yeah.
No
I-
shame,
I
no
was,
shame.
I was. This is a fact. And then anyway, so I go over there and I'm there with my friends. They're talking and I'm talking to this girl and she's like, fill out this form to like win because you could like win a trip to Hawaii for this like spray tan thing. It was like some dumbass giveaway. And I was like, I'm not gonna win that. I don't want that's stupid. She goes, no, I want your number. And so then I gave her my number, and then we're me and my friends like we're geeking because this chick was like beautiful. And we're like, no way. And then she hits me up, and we're driving home, and I'm like dumb tripping, like I can't believe this chick hit me up. And that chick now is one of 50 Cent's baby mamas. Yeah, with the kid that he claims.
Sorry. Like there's this.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's like nothing in the world that could have prepared me for that ending,
Yeah.
like at all. Like
Yeah.
you could hold me at gunpoint and I couldn't have guessed that. There's no
Yeah.
way.
I'm just talking about the caliber that were hailing me.
Uh-huh.
It was like that.
So they're like,
This
What
cal.
happened after the test?
I'm confused. So that was your technique to pick her up?
No, she picked me up. I'm just saying. You said the craziest way that we gotta. I thought I was answering that question.
No, I asked you what was the craziest way you picked a girl up, and
Oh, yeah,
instead
she
you
picked
told
me
me
up.
a story about a girl hitting on you. That was 50 Cent's baby mama.
Hey.
Those comments actually went to his head. It's crazy.
Hey.
Holy
I'm just telling the
shit.
truth. I'm just telling the truth.
All right, so wait, did you end up like hanging out with her?
I dated her.
Okay.
For how long?
Like a year. She was cheating on her boyfriend at the time with me.
You were the side hoe?
I was the side hoe.
You do have side hoe vibes.
What the fuck?
You do.
What the
You
fuck?
do. You have side hoe vibes. I could see it.
That's crazy.
And then she cheated on you with 50 Cent?
No, that happened
Oh, I
way
wish.
after.
He was feeding for that drama. That's a clickbait title right there.
Nah, that happened way later. She was cheating on this guy with me though, and then it was weird. I'll never forget that time in my life. It was a crazy time. It was before I was really on the internet.
Okay, so
And
you
this
was
is
like
back
young
when, like-
dude.
Yeah, this is back when like celebrity stuff was like there was no Instagram. It was like everything was like
This is back when you were like 32.
go fuck yourself. This is fucking bitch.
This is back when everything was on Twitter. So I'll never forget because like I was a trainer.
Okay.
So I would train people. So I was like dating her and then like training her friends. And then somehow one of her friends found out that I was dating her and then told him, and he's on Twitter like, does Bradley know about, and he was tweeting this like crazy shit like, does Bradley know about this?
And you knew she was dating somebody, you just didn't give a fuck.
I didn't know right away. No, I didn't know till like 6 months in.
And you
then
kept
I was
dating
like,
her?
No. She eventually was like, we can't do this anymore. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because it was like around the same time.
Yeah.
But bro, I remember meeting like her parents, her sister, like all this shit. She
You
was
were
fucked up.
invested.
Bro, I went to Thanksgiving with her.
And she had a whole other man?
She had a literal relationship outside of me.
Oh my God, she's the final boss of
She's
thoughts.
the final
That's
boss.
crazy.
Final boss, dude. And
Holy-
I remember we walking on a beach holding hands type shit.
Bro, he met her with an Elden Ring boss screen coming up.
Yo.
Like he walked through the smoke when he met her.
Bro,
Holy shit.
I couldn't believe it.
She had a double life and everything.
100%
And her
double
family
life.
like covered for her fully. Like they were just like,
I think that she was telling her family that they weren't together anymore. Because I remember them saying like, oh, I literally remember this like, oh, you're better than the last guy. Like some weird conversation piece. Like,
it's weird that you only remember
No,
that
no, no,
comment.
no, no,
It's
I'm not
it's
even-
like so. It was like a really specific.
No.
Yeah, it was like a really specific thing that you remember that they said. It's crazy.
but I'm just using that as a reference point to say that I knew that they knew about that he was gone. Not that I was better, that I'm better. I'm just saying that I just remember they said that.
Very good
And so I'm just saying, no, at that I wasn't even that good at it. I was just like, I was
Anything
just
else
living.
you remember that people have said to you over the years?
I can remember a few things. Not gonna say them all.
He has like a whole list in his phone. He's like, somebody call me great, somebody call me buff. Like,
Yeah.
you're just going
You
through
know?
the whole list every time.
3 legs.
You were a real. You were thoughting and bopping.
Huh?
You were thoughting and bopping.
I was.
Is
I
what you
was.
were doing.
That one hurt my feelings though. Cause I remember, because like I thought I was like, I didn't know that was a thing until like, I was like, oh, I'm a fucking side
A
guy.
hoe?
No, I wasn't even a hoe. I was cheating on her or nothing. I thought that was like my girl low key.
Okay, I'm not talking about that girl. I'm talking
Oh,
about in
after
general.
that? No, I'm not, like after that I started I was like, fuck bitches.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, they're terrible.
That makes me sad that like men go through that phase.
Yeah.
I think a lot of men do. And like,
Oh my God.
it's because and there's not all women are like bad women. Like there's great women in the world. And
Yeah.
like, I think that like it sucks when,
Just not in LA.
I mean, even for women too, because women do the same. Well, okay. But like, you know, when women do the thing, they're like, oh, I hate like all men fucking suck.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've met like some guys who are like great guys. You know what I mean? They're not
Yeah.
dickheads. Not looking at you. I looked away when I said it.
I mean?
I looked away. You've been great. You're protecting everything. You know what I mean? I looked away when I said it. But like,
I
you know,
felt the vibe though. I felt the vibe this way.
but you know,
I
like,
respect that.
you know what I mean? Like people get hurt. And you know, obviously sometimes it's relationship stuff, sometimes it's not. And that's completely different. But like, I'm talking about the relationship stuff when it's like, fuck, dude, like they just are like, man, men fucking suck or women
Yeah.
fucking suck. And you're like,
Yeah.
no, you just got cheated on. Like it was just an unlucky roll of
Yeah.
the dice that you got somebody who didn't really care about you, but like you'll find someone who will and they'll
Yeah.
be great.
It's just hard for people, I think, who get done dirty, like to look beyond it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
People get so enamored by like what happened. They're just like, this is
Do you
just
hold
how.
grudges?
Probably, yeah. I'd say I've holded some grudges.
Really?
As I've aged,
sorry.
though, I've definitely let go of. I don't forget things,
Mm-hmm.
but I have definitely let go of things.
That's how I am. I don't forget. but
Definitely
like,
don't forget, though.
I will let it go.
Yeah.
Like I won't. I'm friends with people who have wronged me. Like friends with them. But am I gonna be like going out of my way to reconnect? No. I mean, I probably even wouldn't use the word friends then. I'd say we're like acquainted. There's no bad blood.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go out of my way to like mingle with you.
Is there anyone in this industry that's done you super dirty?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I won't name them.
Yeah.
But there's a few like really, really fucking dirty. And like, bro, I've had people that like I had a straight call out because especially when I started doing good for myself, I think they didn't want to see me do good and it showed. And I'm like, damn, that fucking sucks because I thought we were good and then I found out we weren't. And I'm like,
Are these typically girls?
no, actually.
What? Some
Yeah.
bitch ass dudes?
Yes, I've had happen with two
crazy.
guys. Yes, I know. It's crazy. And like it sucks, but like at the end of the day, how I see it is like, okay, that's cool. Like if you don't want to see me do good, you're not really my friend. So we're chilling.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
I
a
got
given.
nothing against you. I'm not with that. Cause like, am I gonna really put my energy trying to convince you that you should be happy for me? No.
I want to see you do good. We're friends.
My hands are really sweaty. I have hyperhidrosis.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means my hands sweat.
You trying to leave me hanging?
No, just do this.
No. This is weird.
Can you feel it's clammy?
What the fuck?
It's clammy.
The fuck is wrong with you?
No, I have hyperhidrosis in my hands.
The fuck does that mean?
It means
You
my
have
hands like
watery
they
hands?
sweat a lot.
You got
Yeah.
hyperhidrosis?
It's like dude, my
Fucking-
dad when he talks to you, his hands will drip.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a real thing. Thanks.
I have so many jokes. I'm not going to say any of them.
Keep them to yourself.
I will.
Or are they glazing yourself? Is that what they
No.
are? Because that's what you've been doing.
No.
Is your joke in your head like, oh, I'm Bradley Martin on Typical 8?
No.
I imagine. Wait,
Now it has to do with your wet hands. And the
we're gonna say
gooners.
something about women being
And
wet. Is
no,
that what you were gonna
no,
say?
your wet hands. And
You
the
were gonna
gooners.
say no. You were gonna say something
You're
inappropriate. I know what you're saying.
expert.
Shut up.
You'd be
Don't
an expert.
say it. Don't. Yeah, you are. You know what you are? You're a Jim Bro meathead. I'm calling it.
Dude, I'm just trying to be. I'm just having a good time.
I'm calling it. That's what I'm
just
calling.
having a
I'm
good
saying
time.
it.
Damn it.
God forbid someone comments about it, they'll pull it up on
Yeah, what do they say about
Oh my
Cinna?
God,
Can
dude.
we Google what's the worst thing people say about Cinna?
They
Besides
call me a bitch,
KSI
a
calling you
whore. That was good. Yeah, him calling me Cena was so annoying.
That's funny. It's definitely a Reddit. Yes, click the Reddit. Oh my God, have you ever looked at this stuff?
No, that's no. There's a Reddit of me. I don't go on Reddit at all because it's dudes like gooning.
Oh, okay. I don't want it because
No. If you click on it, you just click off. It's not a big deal.
it's gonna be Squirrel Girl content.
Literally,
Hunger Games. Oh, that's right, because the character in Hunger
you can
Games.
just add Brit after or Cinna
Yeah.
the streamer.
Cinna
Save the streamer.
Yeah.
No, I haven't had like big controversy.
Wait, no, click that. Go click that. This is it. No. Oh, this is.
That's literally the thing with a guy.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't had controversy.
We gotta create some, huh?
You want me to create drama?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's be
Just to
real.
start
Let's
beef?
be real YouTubers.
I'm gonna come on this podcast and say I hate men. Men suck. Will that get your audience to not like me?
Nah. They'll probably agree with you.
They'll be like, yeah,
We are pretty terrible.
Yeah, we're pretty terrible.
Women are bad though.
I think there's bad women and bad men. I mean,
If you had to pick one, who's worse? Just be honest.
men
No, come on.
for me. But I'm a girl, bro. Like you can't ask me. I'm a girl. We're gonna have different
So you
perspectives.
just can't be honest.
He also hasn't slapped anyone since he slapped Ron.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Really?
Yes, I've not.
Why did you hesitate when you said that?
Because I thought we were going to talk about something else, and then my mind was like, oh, "Okay, deferred to what we were actually
all
talking
air
about."
up there
Yeah,
still?
it's airy.
Yeah, you've got like an airy meathead kind of vibe going
Yeah,
on.
thank you.
Do people think that of you? Like actually?
Probably before they meet me. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, definitely.
I tried to not do. I try to go into most interactions like open minded.
Yeah,
Like I might think that you have like a gym persona, but I'm not gonna be like, damn, he's actually a meathead. Because I feel like that's the very thing I don't want people to do to me. So I won't do it to you.
what would they do of you? What would they say?
They'd be like, oh, like girl streamer, like
Torta, something like that. No, I'm saying like
that's
if they
what we're
would say
doing?
that. No.
Oh, that's what
I'm
we're
not
doing.
saying
That's
that.
what we're doing now. Okay.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying would they say that?
I remember this very
No, because
clearly.
Sketch joked about it. I'm saying like would they say that kind of stuff? I would never say that about you. I think you're very fit.
That's what we're doing.
You look in
now.
great shape. You look amazing. Your hair is
Wall-
beautiful too.
There's like 5 walls right now, by the way. This shit's like Fort Knox up in here, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't call me the demolition man for nothing.
They have nobody has ever called you that.
You're right. I lied about that.
Nobody has ever called you
true.
that in your life. There's gonna be one comment that's gonna say it on this video, and they're gonna be like, he's gonna frame it and be like, oh my God, they finally called me the
Yeah.
demolition man.
I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to make it the phone background.
It's okay, I'll send you like 5 hate comments in response.
That's fine. I won't get any hate.
You don't think so?
I don't get any hate.
I will say, I don't think that I've seen anything bad about you, like ever.
Oh, yeah. I don't get hate. All my hate's jokes.
All of it?
Yeah, because Steve has made a lot of jokes. All my hates are jokes. All the hate is joke. They'll be like, yo, he sells drugs to kids.
So is
Obviously,
Steve
I
like
don't
your
do
YouTube
that.
partner?
Steve was for a long time.
Okay.
Before that, obviously, I had other people that I work with,
Mm-hmm.
but for a while, it was Steve, and then he got axed. But I was like the butt of all these jokes.
Okay.
And so all my hate comments are like fake, you know?
It's Steve will do it, right?
Yes.
Is his name? Is
Yeah.
that what he would do? Is just do crazy things? Because that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
So you would
gives
join in
away-
on that?
Yeah, he would basically, originally he started like doing crazy drinking videos.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did crazy vlogs and he's like giving away tons of fucking money. Like I've seen this dude give away like probably literally in cash, in person, millions of dollars, like at least $2 million over
I mean,
the
he
course
gave
of 5
Sketch
years.
like a Lamborghini, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But beyond even cars, I'm talking about, I've literally seen cash
Right.
over the
Just-
course of 5 years. Him giving,
Why though?
Not at
Just
one time,
because?
but it's just a part of his content. And then he gets so much back. Obviously, people support him, people show love. Like I think he's a big believer in that. Like, give it, you'll get it back.
I mean, that's how I feel with like energy for everything too. It's like if you're the energy you put into anything in your life, you'll get it back.
100%.
Yeah.
He's just embodies that.
He's literally that, but like quite literally. He's like, hey, I'll give you $1 million and I'll get $1 million back.
There was a time when I think we were filming videos and he was probably spending like $1 million on a video, like production, but then also the giveaways in it, the giving the money, giving cars, like.
Damn, okay, Mr. Beast.
All in one video was nuts.
I mean, he's literally, it's just Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast does that.
Yeah.
He's like, put a ton of money in something, give away $10 million, but he's going to make that on that video.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
God damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's a different level.
Dude, I feel like, I will say, I'll give you guys credit. I think the streamers make a lot of money. Dude, I don't know what the fuck goes on you guys' side with like everything. I don't know how, but you guys make a shit ton of money.
YouTubers?
Yeah.
Podcasters? Which
yeah,
ones?
but even on your side, like I feel like the guys that I know, I'm trying to think of like the generalization of guys that I can like reference, but like the guys that go to like the UFC fights and everything, and like you guys are just on the sideline, just in front of the UFC fight, just doing whatever. And then I know you might get like, you know, like an ad or two for like a sports drink or something that brings in buku bucks. But like somehow you motherfuckers come out with like $15 million out of nowhere. And I'm like, where the fuck did you get that from? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. He's going to think about that comment for forever.
Okay. Doing all right. Maybe we're doing
Are you one
good.
of those guys that like looks in yourself in the mirror every morning?
No,
you are.
bro.
You are.
Yeah,
you are.
because I'm looking in the mirror, brushing my teeth.
No.
Because I brush my teeth.
I get it now. Do you like flex in the mirror and you're
No,
like, wow,
what the
I
fuck?
look great
That's so
today?
weird. That's weird.
I'm trying to look at them for reassurance, but they looked away.
No,
which made me
that's
think
weird.
that you do.
I brush my teeth. Yeah, sometimes I look up. I don't look at the mirror much.
You don't stand in the mirror and you're like, damn, I look good.
You're the best. No, I would never do that.
That'd be
weird.
really funny if you did.
No, yeah. God, I was gonna so many inappropriate jokes.
You're trying to be good? Is
Yeah.
that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
I feel like you have not been.
Really?
No.
I feel like I've been pretty good.
I feel like you let loose on the banter a little bit, but I like it. It's good.
Okay.
It's good that you do. I would have rather you do. That's why I say like with my stream, I love when people like joke me. Like I'd rather somebody joke with me.
Joke me?
Like joke even at my
Choke
expense.
me?
Joke?
Choke me? Did you say you like people choke you?
Joke me.
Oh, joke you. I thought you said you
Freak
like when
ass
people choke you.
podcast, bro. This is a freak ass podcast. I'm telling
I'm
you.
not even. I swear I'm not trolling.
Freaky ass podcast. I'm telling you right now.
I like when people
Bradley
choke
Martyn is a
me.
freak, bro. I'm go on the record and say,
Bro, I thought you said I like when people choke me.
how
Chat.
did you even?
Chat. Don't do me dirty. They thought it too.
Please comment. This is a freak ass
That's
podcast.
great. I apologize. I honestly thought you said that.
Then he turns nice. He tries to counter it. You see?
What am I countering?
It was all a misunderstanding. I swear. He's like, I swear. Please.
I really thought you said that.
No, I said joke. Like joke me.
me.
Because like when my chat, if they're ever too nice, I don't like it. Like it weirds me out. Some people are nice, but
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
what the fuck was?
For what? It sounds like this guy's in your chat, like doing weird shit now. I feel like he watches you.
Yeah. What was that noise? Why did you make that noise when I said that? I'd love to know.
I don't even know what I did.
Oh,
I mean,
he's
like
actually
you
innocent.
did this. You
I
were
think
like-
he's getting attacked, and he's
He was like
innocent.
this.
You know what it was. You know
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking
Yeah, it
about.
was like, oh.
Because you know when you say something, someone goes, you're like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that was disrespectful, bro. You gotta chill out. Yeah,
yeah, you went down on my list.
It was all a misunderstanding.
Oh, he's just like you with the misunderstanding.
Gaslight. The gaslight's going crazy in here.
I feel like I'm being gaslit.
I'm blinded by it.
Yeah. Listen, I like when people banter.
Yeah.
I'd rather somebody banter with me. That's why people ship me a lot with a lot of streamers.
That makes sense.
Is because I banter, and I feel like people see banter and they're like, oh,
Yeah, 100%.
they've got chemistry. But I'm like,
That's the same thing with Sarah,
really?
the person that I film content with. Same exact thing.
Dude, I felt bad for her. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I was there hanging out with like Agent with like a few other girls, right? And we like went out there for like a stream thing.
I was supposed to be there. I would have met you, but
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But like she I guess went out there after me. And like a bunch of people were like, oh my God, does Cinna know she's here? And I felt bad. It's like, I've never met this girl. And like people were being weird about like her and Agent. And I'm like, bro, why? Like leave that damn girl alone. And don't bring me into it as if I'm going to feel a type of way because this girl's here. Because like I would love to meet her and she's a great girl. And like me and Agent have nothing going on.
why would it have been weird if you were?
Because that's how the audience sees it. 'Cause
Oh, the
they
audience saying that,
The
not
audience
people
is saying
there.
that. No, yeah, the audience.
Okay.
So like it's the same thing with me. Like when I do stuff with guys, they're like, Agent's got to be so mad.
That's what
that-
I'm gonna see in here, huh?
Yeah, they're gonna be like, damn, Bradley's moving on Agent's girl. I'm not nobody's girl. Like, relax. You know what I mean? They're gonna do that.
But if you had to pick one,
I'm not picking either of you.
I'm gonna read the comments. Brad is so much better than the other guy.
No,
That's what. He's
No,
gonna frame
Aiden's
those
dope.
too, isn't he? He's gonna frame the ones that say he's better
I'm
than
gonna
other
delete
guys.
all the other ones.
I always just say that I'm gay. That's what I say. If anybody shares me stuff, I just started saying I'm gay now. And
you,
then
you
but
and
I-
her would be great friends.
me and Sarah.
I'm kidding. She's not gay. That's fucked up. I can't make gay jokes about her.
No, you can't.
That's not good.
But here's the thing. I always I say that like, oh, I'm just gay. Like, leave me alone. You know, I'm gay. But then everybody started saying, yeah, I get that vibe from you. Like, they're like, you've got a gay vibe. I'm like, what does that mean?
No, you have a little bit of a bro vibe. But that's not a bad thing. Like
A bro vibe?
Yeah,
like a
but
dude?
I swear to God, I think that's why you're successful.
Really?
100%. Because you're like, the fact that I'm a dude, it could be like, she's cool. The relatable aspect there, that's why you have, I guarantee it. Because you're not like one of the girls are just like, oh my God, we can't, like you're never awkward. In the banter, you're not awkward.
But you know, I will say, I hate that line of phrasing. Do you know why? Because then people go, oh my God, you're a pick me. You say you're not like the other girls. I'm like, I'm not saying anything. I get along with women great. I love getting along with women.
Yeah.
Women are like the best. Like if I'm around my girls, I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking
Wait, where's the
locked in.
pick me thing?
Because like if I'm like more tomboyish, I think people see that as like,
How does that pick me? It's just
you're
like,
appealing to
you were
men.
raised by
People
a
overuse
dude,
that.
like
People overuse it all the time. But I get
Yeah.
along with women. I love like being around like the girls and having just a girl time is like my favorite. But I feel like I can just get along with anybody.
me too. I relate to that.
You relate to the. Do you want to do a face mask?
What?
You want to do a face mask
What
and
the-
like
you
get your
wanna-
nails
What do
done?
you want to do? A face mask?
You've never done a face mask before?
What the fuck is that? You want to put something on my face?
God, that was the most man thing you've ever said in your life. Yeah,
What do
you
you
put on.
mean?
Do you moisturize at all in the morning?
I wash my face.
Do you moisturize?
You know how your hands are wet because of hydro something?
Hyperhidrosis.
I put water on my face. Hydro.
Okay, but you can use like a moisturizer, and especially you at your ripe age. Okay,
I'm 27.
you better start
we talked
using some
about this.
creams, some retinols. Okay, and
Retinol?
everything. You're
Is
not
that good?
27. Yeah, it's like good. It's like good for you if you're like aging.
Well, look at me. I don't need it.
Can we pull up his age one more? I'm just like really
Yeah,
curious.
can we actually get the right age?
Can we pull up
there,
his age
please?
one
Can we
more
get
time?
It correct.
Just
'Cause
Bradley Martyn age, no added frills, no
Bradley
nothing.
Martyn does not age. Answer. That's dude. It's still wrong. Let me
Wait,
change it
why
on
is
the
it? Wait,
fucking-
hold on, wait. Go click that search again. Why did one of those searches say Bradley Martyn age 20 when he was typing it? Go back, like type age again. Look. Wait, AG at age 20. It said, why is that a search?
They want to know what I look like at 20.
Holy shit, that was in 1955.
Click the one on the right. Yeah.
Why is that a photo of you on the internet? Dude, do you see the quality of that photo, by the way? That's 360p. That was taken on a BlackBerry.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
was taken on a BlackBerry?
I know that's an iPhone 4.
I feel weird looking at this. It's too personal.
Yeah.
I'm sitting way too close proximity to have this photo on the screen.
Sorry.
Why are you staring at it like that?
No,
What
I'm
is
not looking at
happening?
it.
Holy shit. Do you see the way
I'm
he's staring at the photo?
I'm trolling.
I've never seen you
Bro,
look at
I'm
anything like that. That's
trolling.
crazy. Holy, dude, the day you get married, if you don't look at your wife the way you just looked at yourself at age 20, if your wife should leave you, holy shit, that was crazy.
I'm trolling.
Oh my God.
He's trying to tell us he doesn't look in the mirror.
I'm
Yeah,
trolling,
he does. You
bro.
know he does.
I'm
You know he
so
does like a little
trolling.
ritual. He's like, "You're the greatest." You know the Homelander scene. You know Homelander in The Boys when Homelander stares at himself and he's like talking to himself. They're like, "You're the fucking greatest." Doesn't he jerk off in that scene?
No, I would never do that, bro. But what about American Psycho?
Hold on, don't change the subject.
Type in
Have
American
you
Psycho.
Ever in your life jerked off to a photo of yourself?
Oh, no. That's fucking crazy. That's nuts. That's fucking nuts. No,
No.
type American Psycho mirror image. That's actually the craziest shit ever. I would never do that. What about that, huh?
That's something you would do. Absolutely.
What about that?
That is
That's a classic. You never seen this?
Yes, but that's something you would do.
I wouldn't do it. I've never done it. Why are you staring at me so vehemently?
I'm surprised you can even know that I'm staring at you, considering you were staring
I
so
was
hard
trying
at
to
that
avoid
screen.
you.
You're like 2 feet away from me. It's like really hard to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can literally see the smoke coming out of your ears trying to get out of this one. I know
I've never
there's
done
no
it.
way. I want to go on the record and say I fully believe that Bradley Martyn has jerked off to himself in the mirror.
No, that's insane.
I'm putting that on the record. And if
Holy
that's a crazy
fuck.
thing to say, then so sue me. It is what it is.
I've never done that in my life, my entire life.
Have you ever had somebody say that they thought that you did that?
Never.
There's no way. There's no way.
That's crazy.
Okay, maybe they thought it. I'm going to be the one to say it to your face.
That's insane. That's slander of a new level.
Sorry. If that's the allegations that come out of this podcast, then so be it.
That's slander of a different level.
Can I tweet that?
That's crazy. This reminds me of Steve will do it jokes right now.
Is it unhinged?
That's crazy. That's something Steve would say.
Oh.
Bro, 100%.
Hey, Steve,
He's
if
going to
you see
retweet
this,
that shit.
Steve, if you see this, yo, I'm telling you, your friend jerks off to himself in the mirror. I'm keeping it real.
Bro, hold on a second. Someone's blowing my phone up.
It's himself. He's got self-reminders.
Imagine I'm texting myself.
He's got self-reminders.
Dude, holy
You're so
shit.
great.
You're the greatest.
Yeah. He
You're
sends
the
himself
best.
time text messages. It says like Bradley Martyn, like motivational text. And it's like, you're the greatest. You're amazing. That'd be crazy if somebody did that.
But isn't that kind of just like affirmations?
Yeah, but if you name it from yourself, it's wild. You can
But
do
aren't you
affirmations.
just naming it from yourself anyways when you write it down?
I
You're the
guess.
greatest. Oh, look at that.
There is like a fine line of being confident and like arrogant.
So it's arrogant if you text it to yourself, but not if you write it down?
No, it's arrogant if you jerk off to yourself in the mirror. But it's confident
That's
if you're like,
also
oh, I
just
look
fucking
good.
weird, by the way. Like FYI, it's extremely weird. Something I would never partake in. Very strange.
I can feel him. He's looking like he's like, maybe. Like,
No. I just
like-
like your reaction. You had good reactions.
Why'd you put this in his head now?
Now you got me
I
thinking
love
about this.
I
Well, is
planted,
it-
I
Yo,
planted
wait,
a seed.
by
I
the way-
planted a seed.
Didn't Drake literally do that and post it?
Yeah.
That's what Drake was doing.
I would say the same thing to Drake if he was here right now.
Wow.
I would look at Drake and be like, hey man, like it's crazy that you jerked off to yourself in the mirror. I feel like that anybody would say that. That's a normal take.
Wait, he did that?
That's how he leaked the thing. He was like shooting it in the video.
I thought he was just sending a video to somebody.
I don't, but either way.
Bro, I will say that was a weird time on the internet because people were literally like, did you see Drake's dick the moment I went live? And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know. So I went live and I found out, I was like, like, weird question to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, weird shit goes viral, man. I mean, that makes sense why that would go viral, but it's still just weird.
Yeah, that's true.
It's also like he did it on. There's no way someone just leaked it. Like you do that shit on purpose.
I think
know
you
what I'm
can get leaked. I've had people try to like hack into my stuff.
I think that shit's on purpose. All that's on purpose.
Really?
Yeah.
I think a lot of the celebrity ones have been.
I think it's all on purpose. Like obviously some people could hack. Like recently you saw Kai shit got hacked. Like
Yeah.
his like finances and his Twitch got hacked and all this crazy shit. But the celebrity shit is 100% like fake.
Bro,
Like,
some people, their passwords are ass. It is possible. I've met people with passwords that are literally like cat123 and they're like big streamers. And when I find out, I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me at all. Cause I'm like, why? That's so irresponsible.
Drake's is like, I'm the best.
Yeah. No, that's
OVO?
yours. He's just projecting. That's
damn
his
it.
actually. He's like Brad. No, his is not
Bro, you're not funny. Shut up.
He's like,
What
no,
the fuck?
His is Bradley Martyn is the best.
Bro,
That's
now
what
I know
his
why Ron
password
says
is.
that shit to you.
What? That I'm a bitch?
Yeah, what the fuck? Stop cooking me.
I do the same thing to him.
She's trying to get you hacked. She's giving away.
Holy shit.
Guys,
Shut
his
up.
password is Bradley Martyn is the best 123. I saw it. Go crazy. He's like, fuck, I gotta change them now. Shit.
So fucking frustrating to have to change your passwords. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, look at him. He's pissed. He's pissed. You can see it.
And
I
gotta
love
change-
that this has ended in like,
Bro, look, they finally updated it.
Wait, you're 27.
I told that's what I've been telling you.
hey, dumbass, you know it still says 1989. So if you want to
Bro,
update
what are
it, you might want to do the math and change
Your eyes
that
are not
too.
good. Your eyes are not good.
That doesn't say 1989.
No,
at the
it
bottom.
doesn't. That doesn't. Your eyes are bad.
Wait,
Your eyes are bad.
27?
Yeah, I told you. Told you, dude.
Oh, I thought you were lying.
Yeah, old ass
I'm 1 year older than
27-year-old,
Steve
bro.
will do it.
I
What the
would
fuck?
never lie to us.
Old
Bro.
ass 27-year-old, bro. Is 27 the new 45?
Maybe. Maybe it's a new 20. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Yeah, you're older than me. How's it feel?
Oh, I'm older than you.
How's it feel?
You're old as dirt.
How does it feel? Good?
You were hanging out with the dinosaurs in high school. There's no way
How's
you're
it
telling
feel?
me I'm older than you.
Huh?
Okay, I remember this.
Yeah.
Just wait till you have one knee problem and you post about it, and I'm about to. Ooh, you're gonna have a terrible time on the internet that day.
I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet.
No,
I'm willing to bet I'll never have a knee problem. Ever.
you
These
have
are
no
strong
muscle
knees.
problems.
Strong knees.
You have no muscle problems at all.
Zero, none. I'm
Okay.
efficient. Do you?
No, I don't actually. I have none.
Not a bad-
Surprisingly,
not a bad hip.
no,
I think
nothing.
you might have a bad hip.
I don't have a bad hip.
The way you walked in. Might have had a bad
Like
hip.
a normal human being? Oh,
Like
I'm
with a
sorry. I
hip.
didn't walk in like a Roblox
with a
character.
hip. With a hip.
You've got like a Roblox build going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a fucking, your hip was fucked up.
Like I got a little sass to me.
Like
Is that
maybe
what
you
it
got
is?
some, you know, when they take the fat around the stomach and they
You have
put it somewhere
Minecraft
else?
shoulders. You know that, right?
You know where they take it
You
out?
look like Minecraft Steve.
That's called lipo, right? How was it?
Didn't have lipo.
That you didn't?
No, I didn't have lipo.
How come you got the it's like the hip thing?
You're just lying.
No, I'm saying I saw the hip. It's like a little dip, and it's like they take it out, they put it somewhere else.
I have hip dips. That's normal.
Oh, okay.
You also can't see it because I'm wearing baggy pants. You're just making that up.
Super normal.
Okay, so what about your steroid ass shoulders? Let's talk about that. Oh, that's what we're doing now, huh? How many steroids you got injected right now? Just go ahead and 3, 4, 5.
Just one.
It's
Just one.
Oh, just one, huh? That's what it
Testosterone,
is.
yeah, just testosterone.
That's what I thought. Okay.
150 a week, cruising.
I feel like most bodybuilders do that though, right? That's a real thing.
Yeah, all of them.
That's what I
Most,
heard.
All of
I
them.
heard they all do steroids.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't take when I was younger, I took more stuff, and I just
That makes sense.
I do not do that at all.
That makes sense.
That does make sense. It's probably why I had like a weird sex addiction.
You can't say that because I'm gonna laugh.
No, it's you laughing at my problems. That's fucking that's spot on for you. Yeah. My trauma. It's funny to you, huh? That would make you laugh. You would laugh at someone's fucking trauma.
Yeah, because I hate men.
Yeah. Very Cinna of you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I
Cynical
say it's
Cinna.
very Bradley Martyn of you, then what?
I don't know. Sounds great.
I just, oh my God. Yeah, just ask the comment section. Dude, somebody's about to leave a bunch of nice comments just to be like, man, Bradley Martyn might see this. He might read this and be like, wow, I'm so great.
So funny.
That's exactly what it is.
So
I
funny.
know. I'm figuring you out now. It took me a little bit, but I figured you out. I get it.
Cinna. Did anyone call you that?
What?
Cynical Cinna?
No.
Okay.
What kind of boomer ass name was it? Cynical
Do you know
Cinna?
what cynical means?
All right, Dr. Seuss. Yeah, like what? Like where did you pull that out of? What the fuck was that?
A Dr. Seuss book.
So you think people are walking around being like, yeah, Cynical Cinna, that one
She's
hit.
cynical. No, I don't think they're walking around. They're probably just being like, this bitch is cynical. Excuse this woman.
No.
This woman, this beautiful
This
woman who took her time. No, but it's not me saying it.
It took
it's
a little
them
bit,
typing it.
but the true color
It's them
showed.
typing it. If they were typing it, they would type it like that.
Most people say I'm positive, actually, that I'm really nice. They say, wow, she's so nice. She's like beautiful. She's great.
Look at
She's
that.
so funny.
Look how it's turned.
You know, she's like just
The greatest.
the greatest person in the world. It's like a lot of things.
So is it
that
me
they
or is
say.
it you? You're just projecting the whole time. Oh my God.
I'm just trying to give it back to you because this is what it sounds like. Okay, this is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah. Good cover.
Yeah.
Love that. That's great. Well, that was amazing.
That was
actually
really
what?
that was a good podcast.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, we're still on it.
Yeah, we are we?
It was a good podcast that they're listening to right now, and they should like and subscribe
Yes. Do it right now, every Tuesday.
and leave a hate comment if you're feeling crazy. I don't know, like let's just all band together and really just throw some hate comments.
Yeah, you could do that. It's fine. I don't mind. When do we make more content together? I feel like we should.
You can't word it that way.
Okay, let me try that again.
After you said the friend thing, we have to say when do we do business stuff
When
and
do we
do a stream.
When do we business together in the same place?
Stop saying together.
Okay.
Just say when do we business.
When do we business when we're next to each other?
God, I reverted him to caveman mode, and it's like it's just his brain is off.
When do we see each other
when
next intimately on a screen?
Intimately?
Well, me and you on a screen right now.
It's not intimate.
Well, in the setting, it's not like intimate, like we're not intimate, but like if there was other people, it wouldn't be.
God,
intimate.
I love applying pressure. It's so fun.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so fun.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like if there was someone sitting there, it's not intimate. But me and you just talking about life, things that are not intimate.
We could do a business stream in the future. I come
we're
back to
gonna
LA
dress
pretty
up as
often.
like we're gonna wear suits.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do like
What were you gonna say? Go ahead.
no. We'll do like we'll do a super business
Business stream.
Suit it up. I'll wear a suit. I don't even have a suit. I'll get a custom suit made.
Don't get a custom suit made.
Why not? I kind of need one.
God, no, because you in a suit might be the most annoying person in the world. I could see it. He's gonna walk past any mirror and be like, "Damn."
No, bro.
You wouldn't do that?
No, never do that. Just make sure you have a lot of mirrors when we go.
There it is.
That'd be cool. You in a suit?
I feel like I look cool in a suit. Like a power woman, you know what I mean? They're like, damn, badass. She's about to fire
Like
me.
she's a boss. She's about to fire me.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a movie.
It's either that or Karen vibes. It's one of the two.
You
probably
kind
would
of
hit
give
with the second
Karen
one.
vibes.
Oh, so
A little
I
bit.
give Karen vibes, huh? That's what I give?
No, like like if I didn't know you and I just saw you, yeah, I might be like, she might complain about
Oh,
something.
if I walk by you, I'd be like, damn, that guy looks like a bitch. But, you know, then I guess to each their own. Sorry. That
So
one, I charged it up.
Cynical,
Sorry, you're right. I can't call men bitches and I don't want to be called a bitch. You're right.
It's fine. I got thick skin. It's okay.
It's because it's all steroided up.
Yeah, fuck you. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z every Tuesday. I love you guys. We're out of here. Dude, that was a good pod.
That was a really good podcast. I had fun.